Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. I already know what it is, man. We back with another one of them things. You already know what we got to discuss tonight. We got a whole lot of Triple B conversations, a whole lot of Lonzo, a whole lot of Melo, a whole lot of Jello, a whole lot of Lavar, Triple Bs. You already know what time it is. Let's stop playing around. Let's just stop playing. We got a lot to discuss. It has been an epic summer. I'm telling you, if you go down the line, Lord have mercy, if you go down the line, you know, from Lonzo to Jello to Melo, you're going to start to see that this has been some offseason led by the big baller himself, Lavar Ball. He has completely got his fingerprints all over this goddamn thing. I'm telling you, the amount of control, despite all of the looming uncertainties, we don't know who's going to be on the roster. We don't know what the team look like. You hearing uncertainty with the speed of recovery. Who knows where Jello's going to land? I mean, we're going to get into everything. But one thing is concurrent, is that you have three ball boys along with Lavar Ball continuing to push, continuing to strive, and continuing to knock barrier down. You know, this only the beginning. We just getting started, and we ain't even get started yet. Salute to the chat. I appreciate y'all for checking with us tonight, man. We got a star-studded chat as usual. Salute to the star-studded panel that we got in the building. All access. What's the deal, Dex? Talk to the people. We live.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine, the voice of the voiceless, the people's champ, the hottest shit in the streets. And we got a doozy for you today, tonight, or whatever part of the earth that you on, whatever time zone that you checking in from. Salute to you, salute to the panel, and salute to our crazy chat that we'll be having going on, the most lit chat in the YouTube landscape. So everybody, let's coalesce and put this thing together and make this a tremendous stream. And listen, like on your way in, like while you're here, and like on your way out. That way you won't forget to like the like button.
That's right. And if you definitely liking yourself, if you knew, you didn't stumble to the right place. Most definitely hit that subscribe button. We appreciate you for checking with us. Man, where do we start? Dex, it would be remiss not to talk about Lavar Ball. You know, the big baller himself is completely just, you know, it seemed like he just like took over everything. You know, you hearing the looming shit out there in Chicago. They saying this, that, and the third. You got Lavar Ball just completely took over everything, done told y'all what it was, and you seeing everything happen right before our very eyes. You know, vice versa to Lamelo, vice versa to Jello. You see everything that this man is doing. Can you speak to Lavar Ball's grind right now with his boys? Because it's starting to feel like, you know, the beginning again. Don't. Isn't it starting to feel like we back at the beginning?
Yeah, the groundwork is really swelling, and the troops have their boots on the ground. They're digging foxholes in various aspects of entertainment and flight. People gonna be surprised. I can't say much about it, but people is going to be surprised what is coming down the chute for the big baller brand and his boys. Listen, they all united, okay? We all know that every now and then family have issues because I come from a big family, and the ball boys is really not considered a big family. It's only 3, right? 5 in total. I come from a family of 13, and there's issues sometimes. Sometimes it's issue with the mom and dad. Sometimes it's issue with the brothers and sisters at the upper age. Sometimes it's issue with the brothers and sisters at the middle age. And sometimes it's issue with the brothers and sisters at the bottom age. And sometimes it's just issue with sisters. Sometimes it's just issue with brothers. So when you come from a family of more than one, you got different mindsets all over the place, right? You got people dreaming this way, people dreaming that way, people dreaming that way. But one thing I can say about the big baller, he has them all dreaming on the same plight. You feel me? They're all striving to be the best ball players they can be, as well as getting the bag at the same time. And when you get the bag, you bring it together, you aggregate all that and come up with billion, 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 triple B. That's what their aim and their goal is outside of just being brothers and siblings and parents and things of that nature. They want each and every one of the sons to be a freaking billionaire while they're playing basketball. And hopefully it can come sooner than later. Because when you look at LeBron, the first and only to ever do it, it shows them it can be done. And right now in real time, they are watching this. It's not like they're watching a player of yesteryear or hearing about a player of yesteryear. They're watching somebody right now in their midst that says it can be done when a lot of people thought it couldn't be done. You couldn't make that much money in your playing days. You follow what I'm saying? You have to get that money after your playing days and use your playing days as leverage to get into that stratosphere of a billionaire. But what LeBron have done has shown that it could be done within your playing years. So when you saw that hug and that murmur, we didn't hear it, but we saw it. We don't know what words of encouragement was being exchanged among those two behemoth individuals in the basketball scene.
Right. Great points, Dex. Like I said, I feel like you just, just getting things, opening up for the big crescendo, man. I mean, that's a great opener that you stated. We got it down the panel. What's good, Phonics? Talk to the people, man. We live.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What's going on? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's the deal?
Yeah. It's been a minute, man. And I see, man, people who are delusional, that just never changes, does it? It just never changes. If you're
Yeah,
delusional, you're just gonna remain delusional. What are we talking about here? Are we serious? Are we really serious? Right? Yo, I seen a report, man, and I'm sorry that I don't know the exact article or the website it was from. Anybody go look for it because I'm paraphrasing. But they're saying that they don't even believe Lonzo's gonna be ready to start the season, bro.
Listen, we already shouted that out. The big baller himself, Lavar Ball, came out recently and gave everybody all accounts that he would be ready to start and ready to go. So everybody just relax themselves. Just let time, come and just chill out. Everybody going crazy, and Triple B is just sitting back relaxing.
Yeah, Flight. I went to school for a while, man. I have a few degrees, and I don't know much about Mr. LeVar Ball, but I've never known him to have a PhD, or MD, which means he's a medical doctor. So what are we going off here? Are we going off the experts, or are we going off for what Daddy says again?
Well,
To a grown
listen,
man.
now hold on. LeVar Ball understands Lonzo Ball better than any coach, any executive, any GM, any president, any trainer, any whatever the hell you want to call it. You understand? Hold on, slow down. So,
Mm.
LeVar Ball knows what he's doing. Trust me, they got Lonzo Ball on the strict regimen. Trust me, it's not no fooling around going on. When it comes to basketball, that's something that the Triple Bs do not play with. LeVar, Lonzo, Melo, Jello, ain't no games when it come to basketball. So you could just make sure and rest assured Lonzo will be ready the start of the season. That's what all the counts is aiming for. So I mean just everybody just sit tight, think that's the plan.
So Flight, can I get a bet on that?
I mean that's a tough call. I don't
Mm.
really like to gamble. I'm not a gambler,
Mm.
man.
Well, it's not gambling if you believe in something that's is fact and true and you sound very passionate about that. I see a little thing up here. You know, you got wow. He's gonna put this guy on the screen. I mean, so you see, like, yo, the Bulls are done. They're done. They had their little playoff run where they got dusted off by Milwaukee. Yo, here's Phonics on here. I'm telling the audience right now in the chat, they're not making the playoffs next year. That's a fact.
I
Know what
can't.
I
I
mean?
can't. That's not. You can't say that with a straight face. The Bulls definitely gonna make the playoffs.
Nah,
Where we're at in the seedings, I can't tell.
Nah, the East is all right. You know what I'm saying right now. The East is in a good place, man. I feel good about my Knicks who went to the finals. You know what I'm saying? The summer league. I think that's very telling. I think it's big things coming for the Knicks. But we talking about BBB right now. Come on, you gonna put up there Zach and yo, we already know DeMar is not consistent. He will not have a season like he had last year. I guarantee that. He will not have a season like he had last year, man. He's not gonna have
Okay.
it. And
But
Zach
a help.
LaVine
But
can't
that's
stay
that.
healthy.
But Phonics, that's a
What's up,
little
Zach?
difficult.
So that's how you
Yes,
doing,
sir.
brother? How you doing? Yeah, how you doing? Let's be peaceful. How you
What's
doing?
going on with you? You know, I just flew back in from Detroit. You didn't ever answer your phone, so I mean, what can I
Oh,
say?
you
You
didn't
know what I'm
call me,
saying?
my nigga. You didn't call me. You should hit me up, B.
Listen, look, look,
What part of Detroit though? I mean, is it actual Detroit or the surrounding
No.
area?
Yeah, sir. I'm not in the city. Come on, you know I know better than
Okay,
that.
got you.
Yeah, you know I
I
know
see
better
you
than
ain't going down there.
that.
Yeah, it's a little gritty down in Detroit right now. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah, I
But
ain't doing that.
nevertheless, but Phonics, you got to understand that DeMar DeRozan is older now, so you can't even expect him to duplicate that season he had where he was breaking Michael Jordan record. He done something that Michael Jordan had never done before in a Chicago Bulls uniform.
Being
Nobody didn't
disrespectful.
even expect, but nobody didn't even expect DeMar DeRozan to have such a fantastic year. I
That
mean,
you being disrespectful. I
he
didn't mean
was
to
a
cut you off.
fantasy
You
charm.
being
He was a
disrespectful.
fantasy basketball charm.
oh,
Trust me.
Phonics, I gotta
The
tell
guy
you
was killing.
something. Yo, Pete, your word's been getting snatched around too. You know, the disingenuous, that word is running rampant around these flight streets right now. I mean,
I gotta
how much
tune
you
in
gotta be
more often.
paid? How much you gotta be paid?
Mm. The nerve. I gotta tune in more often. Sorry, man. Sorry, man. The schedule, man. You know what I'm saying? The schedule, you know what I'm saying, don't permit it. I'm actually, you know what I'm saying, bucking the system right now, even being on here right now. But go ahead, Dex. But I just have to tell you, Dex, you're being very disrespectful right now when you put him in the same sentence as Air Jordan. But go ahead, Dex.
Well, the only reason why you can put him in a sentence with Michael Jordan was based on that run he had when he was scoring north of 30 and shooting at 50% for that, what was it, 7, 8 game streak. So that's something Michael Jordan hadn't done in a Chicago Bulls uniform. So when you look at that extraordinary performance from DeMar DeRozan, it's hard to duplicate that kind of achievement because that's why it was never done in a
Well,
Chicago Bulls uniform.
Dex, let me ask you a fight a question. I haven't really been into the sports like I used to be, and I really regret that. Even following many sports shows, and I'm going to get back on Flight Sports TV more often and encourage more people subscribe, like, and share. But I was reading that same article, and I forgot who the person was, but I could have just sworn the Bulls signed a guard.
Yeah, you talking about Dalen Terry or are you talking about Gordon Dragic?
Go, yeah,
They signed
drive
actually two
it.
guards.
Yeah,
They
Yeah.
drive
drafted
it.
one. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
and you know
drafted
they
one.
said in that article, Dex, and I'm gonna find it and send it to you in flight. They said because Lonzo was very questionable. They don't know if he's gonna even start the season, better yet play the season.
Send me that article. Let me
I'm
review
gonna
that
Well,
find it.
article.
I got you.
I
I
can
got
tell
you.
you this, no, Phonics, right to truth. Salute to you.
We're gonna check his
Dragic
validity.
is basically there to be a head case for
Mm,
who? Vucevic. That's his partner. Everybody else got what they wanted. Vucevic feel that he's a veteran. He's an all-star. He plays as an all-star level, and he's one of the highest paid players on the Bulls. And he said he wanted somebody to, court
Dex,
with while he on the
Dex,
court.
Finance, man, don't believe that, man.
what up, Woody?
What's up,
What
man?
up,
Oh
Woody?
my God, here comes
Shit.
OJ,
Sky.
OJ,
Here
man.
comes Sky to ruin the day.
Yeah, because Dex.
OJ,
Hey, but hold on, Woody.
OJ.
Hold on, Woody. Dex. I just want to ask you one question. What position does Dragic
Why are you
play,
laughing at
and,
me,
and,
Sky? You
and
wrong
what
for that.
position does Vucic play? You know what I'm
Man,
saying? What?
that
He
was a
play guard.
bad
He could
excuse,
play.
man.
He could
That
play
was a
point
bad
or he can play
excuse,
two.
man.
No,
Okay.
that's what it is.
Man, Dex, you hear what you said?
KC, listen, listen. KC is a beat writer, right? And
Yeah.
he broke it down. The reason why Dragic is there, right? His main reason to be there is to make sure Vooch stay focused because there's nobody there to communicate with Vooch.
So they got
Man,
another
Vooch is a
grown
grown
man.
ass man.
He's
That's
a
what I'm about
Danny.
to say, man. Come
I know,
on,
but
man.
listen though. Listen, hold on. Listen, see, there you guys go. Because I know y'all don't have
Man,
no
that's
basketball
funny,
history.
dog. Man, they got
Listen,
that dude, man. Finest, you know this too, man. They got that
Sky,
dude because Lonzo ain't
will you
gonna be
please
healthy,
That's
listen?
what's in the
man.
article. That's what's in the article. I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
man. Come on, man.
Listen, Sky. Dragic is there
And that's
as a
not
backup
true
means,
either.
of course, but Dragic really is there because of Vooch. Vooch didn't have nobody really to communicate. Listen, he is he is Vinny Del Negro to Dennis Rodman. That's what Dragic is to Vooch. Basically a bench coach and to help him stay focused when, you know what I'm saying, when things get a little anxious for Vucevic.
So why he more with him in Orlando?
You said what?
Why Vooch didn't bring him over there in Orlando?
Well, that I don't know. Maybe Dragic had his own thing going. Right
We
now,
got Woody
Dragic's
number
only
two
getting
on.
like $2 million a year, right?
That
Dragic's not
again,
getting big money anymore.
man. Dex,
Dragic,
that's
No, that's true.
Dragic,
But I mean, Orlando could have
listen.
used him for years.
man. That's the most funniest excuse I ever heard, bro. They
Right,
So
bring him over there
you
for
think it's
another
cap?
grown
You think
man.
it's cap?
Right. It's
Man, I
all
know
cap.
All I'm
it's
Dex.
saying, do you
cap.
think it's cap?
I
I'm gonna send
know
y'all the
it's
article.
No,
And
listen.
then
I
can we
want to
talk
know
about
who
tomorrow?
think it's cap on the panel right
Yo,
now.
drop the article in the chat right now. If it's
I
official.
can't do
Yeah,
it. I
do you
can't do
think
it while
that's
I'm on the
cap?
That's what
phone.
I'm
I gotta
talking
go back
about.
and research it.
It
No,
does
you're not
cap.
Okay, yeah,
calling me
yeah.
that.
Because even
man.
from a basketball standpoint,
Sky,
you
are
can
you
see they
charging
bring
me of
him in.
capping?
That does cap.
Are you
No,
holding
what
court
I'm
on me
You
saying
right
can
is,
now?
even bring him in because Lonzo
man,
ain't gonna be
you
ready for camp.
misleading. Yeah, you
How
misleading.
misleading?
That's
And that's what I read in
misleading.
the article.
They
I
signed him
read
because
another
he's
article.
what guard he play?
I'm talking about the
What
Chicago
position
beat
he
writers.
play?
I'm not talking about these other clowns. If they
Man,
not a
what
Chicago
position he
beat
play?
writer, it's just an opinion.
They said that
What position he play, bro?
Who?
guard, Dragic, guard,
He plays
exactly.
guard. He
That's
played
what
All
I
guard.
right,
asked.
now check this out. Check
He
this
played
out.
guard just like a whole bunch of the guys up there
That's what
with
I'm
Chicago.
saying. So what the Bulls was lacking once
You got
Lonzo
about
went
12
out?
guards. Shit.
What the Bulls was lacking once Lonzo went out?
You said what the Bulls was lacking?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
when
Playmakers.
what?
Playmakers.
See,
They was
now you
lacking
that's what I
playmaking
mean.
ability.
They was lacking guard play, bro. They had DeMar bringing the ball up the floor, bro. They needed veteran presence,
And they were
dog.
missing 3-part
They
shooting.
got a veteran presence, bro. In case
Right.
Lonzo go down again or he don't start the season.
That's what they said in the article. You're absolutely
Yeah,
right.
man, that's
And
common
Flight,
sense, man.
I need you to change the title to the life and NBA death of one Lonzo Ball. It's over, bro.
And we not saying Lonzo Ball,
Yeah,
don't make the
thank you.
team. What we
Thank you,
saying
Scott.
is they
I
got
just
the
want to
people.
know if anybody's is charging me of capping. That's all I want to know.
Man, the
Are you
people.
charging me for capping, or
Yes,
are you
sir.
just challenging my take?
No, you
Man,
capping, Dex.
yeah, you
Dex
capping, Dix, man. I gotta
You
be
capping.
honest, bro. You
Yeah, you
capping,
capping,
bro.
bro. You
You
capping.
said they brung another grown man over there to watch another grown man. That's the reason they
And he
signed
in his 10th plus season. It ain't like he
So you saying
Yeah.
that never
Right,
happened
Woody
before?
number two. Exactly,
Are
Woody
you
number
telling me that never happened before?
not to a player that's in the 10th season. No,
New
indeed.
Woody.
I
So
can
what
see
was
if he
Dennis
was a
Rodman? What
rookie.
season was Dennis Rodman in?
So who they bring to watch
So
Dennis
you trying to
Rodman?
say Bullshit got
I'm
the
talking
same
to a lot
mental,
of people that
got
don't
the
have
same
history.
mental mind state as Rodman. That's what you're saying?
Jordan watched Dennis Rodman. You know what I'm saying? What the hell are you talking about? Pippen watched Dennis Rodman. Everybody watched Dennis
Before
Rodman after he
Dennis
left
Rodman even got
Detroit.
to the
Man, to
Bulls.
me, man,
You
I'm
said
gonna be
the
honest
Did
with
you
Spurs.
know he was
Listen,
being
Lonzo,
babysitted before he got to the Bulls?
Listen,
That's
Dragic,
because of his
hold
mental
on, wait a
state.
second. Can I crush your argument for 1 second? We're gonna let Sky go next. Dragic is coming there to be a backup. Are you seriously thinking that Goran Dragic is gonna be the starting point guard?
you.
Lonzo Ball has been in
Ain't nobody say he could be
situations
started.
just
I'm
like
about to
this.
answer that.
No, listen. Lonzo Ball played when they signed Rondo when he was with the Lakers. He beat out everybody, to get the starting lineup. This is a serious joke that y'all even posing out here.
No, this is what I'm saying. See,
That his job is in jeopardy. If he is
no.
healthy,
You taking it
let's be
wrong.
real.
You
My
taking it
fault. Go ahead.
wrong. We not saying Lonzo wouldn't start. The problem
Okay.
is Lonzo gonna be healthy
No, he's
Well,
not.
listen.
to
No, listen.
start? That's what we
Wait a
getting
second.
at.
Wait
We
a
not
second.
saying he wouldn't start if he healthy.
Yeah, I know, but from all accounts, LeVar Ball said that Lonzo Ball should be happy to start of the season.
Man,
So
LeVar Ball
everybody,
see all
no,
kind of stuff,
yeah,
man.
I know, and it comes to pass. So this would be no other. We got FYF in the building. What's the deal,
Oh,
FYF?
they got the Avengers in the building.
What up? Hey, did they sign Dragic to communicate with Vucevic?
Yeah, I don't know who said that damn shit.
Dex.
Because the last time I checked, Dragic was Slovenian, and the Slovenians hate the Belgians, and Vucevic is Belgian. Them country,
Okay.
That's
Okay.
I was laughing
Okay,
they
at.
best friends now or something? Or
That's
were they
why I
speak
was
the
that's
same
what's
laughing.
up.
language or something?
Hold on. Didn't
Yes,
Bloody
educated
D-Back,
over
didn't Bloody D-Back and Sajakovic play together? Shake hands and hug? And their country was in the midst of a war. So what
Come
are you
on, you know
saying?
why they did that, man. At that
Croatian from
time,
Bosnia Herzegovina. You remember that?
no,
So
Oh, you was
so
probably too
I
young.
remember that.
You probably
I
was too young.
remember
You
it.
don't remember
I
it. Well, I'm
remember it.
talking
I
oh
remember
FYF
it.
man,
though. But I'm
Dex, man,
talking
you got to
FYF.
stop with these
So he's
bad
making it.
takes, man.
No, he's making it
Hey,
seem like what I'm saying is impossible. But I'm
Bro, that
giving
is
you historical
impossible.
contents.
rest in peace to Dragan Petrovic, one of the greatest New Jersey Nets, baby.
Man,
Yeah.
that was a bad take, Dix.
I'm
That's why
talking
I
about
was laughing.
Stojakovic. I ain't just talking about Petrovic. I'm
Did they
talking about
speak the
Stojakovic.
same language? What is
Because
it, a language
because
barrier or something?
Petrovic, he was already passed
No, I'm
at
saying
this
does
time.
Dragic
Yeah, he
follow
got it.
Vucevic on Instagram or something? What? How did it work? How does it work?
Okay, listen. First of all, I know it sounds corny and it sounds funny, but y'all just don't go in depth like that. Gordon Dragic, right? And I don't care who believes it or not. I don't come up here with fancy facts like you guys. Gordon Dragic was a personal appointee from Vucevic. He wanted him. Just as see, Vucevic was complaining to the staff that if Zach LaVine can get his people, how come I can't get somebody? Because
Vucevic was
I thought.
complaining.
Listen, could you let me finish before you interrupt me, or you just don't want to hear it?
I just want to know where you get.
If you want to
Hey,
make this a
listen, but
mockery
Dick, y'all
session,
said the
then
same thing
I
about
would take it
Levine,
like that.
saying Levine been mad
Now
because the
let Dex
rules been
talk,
getting
man.
signed.
Now hold on, man. Let Dex talk. Go ahead, Dex. Go ahead, Dex.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So what happened is that he felt that he felt that when Zach LaVine went out to recruit guys to help his game, Vooch felt that he was just as important to the Bulls as Zach was. And so that's why he wanted a guy that he wants to recruit. And when Gordon Dragic was flirting with the Dallas Mavericks, he hollered like, dude, don't even go there. Come over here. Why would you want to just watch Luka do everything? Come over here, play with us. You could have a second squad basically to yourself, because the only people on the second squad is Ayo, Kobe, and, not even Dalen, but what's the other kid name? Alex Caruso. So you will be able to get minutes. You feel me? And so they agreed to it. He came on a low number, and boom. Because I think Dallas was going to pay him a little more
This
to come
guy is
over there.
rambling on, and you're not making no point, man. Nah, man. You know the reason he's over there. Your boy is done, man. He's not starting the season. He's not saying he's done, man.
No,
He's done.
starting the season. He's starting the season finally.
I told you to put some money on it, Flight, but you said you don't want to put no money on it.
I don't gamble.
Because you're not confident. Yeah, because you
That's not
believe
true.
what I'm saying.
Listen, no, that's not true. I've been consistent for
Like they
a
saying
very
Levine
long
not
time. I
healing,
don't
man.
gamble.
All right, so put it like this. Let's bet $100 LeBron James going to start the season. You just bet $100 he's going to start the season. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's do that.
Like I said, I ain't gambling, man.
Nah, you bet because you know it's a fact. You know LeBron starting the season. That's what that 37-year-old MF is going to start the season, and he going to be a beast. You know what I'm saying? This guy that you're talking about, man, come on, man. Come on, man.
There's something wrong with his knee. It's not healing correctly. It's not healing.
No, that's
Exactly.
not true.
You're
That's
right.
not true.
You're right.
Wait a
You're
second.
right. You got a bum knee.
Way to stop right there. Lonzo Ball is suffering from a bone bruise. So bone bruise is only time to heal is just he needs time to heal. You know, there's no real
Bone bruise don't take the half the season to heal.
Wait a second. The bone bruise takes time to heal, man. So everybody just take their time and just relax. You know,
Like
Lonzo Ball
bone
will
bruise
be
don't
ready.
take that long.
Okay, cool. Listen, if Lonzo Ball, I'm with all accounts that Lonzo's going to be ready for training camp. So once he's ready to start the season, all this shit will just be a distant memory. So, like I said, just continue to say what y'all saying. That's just what I firmly believe. Lonzo Ball will be the starting point guard of this roster. Point blank period. There's no real situation where somebody's going to take his spot. There's no point guard on this roster that is better than Lonzo Ball if he is healthy.
Nobody's saying he getting the spot take. They just saying he
that's what we said. That's what I'm trying to get him.
They did go get a backup that can fill in for him till he gets healthy.
Flight just said if he believes. That's an opinion. That's not a fact. You said if you believe. That's not a fact. That's an opinion.
Listen, people that's around him, that's close to him, believe that he should be ready. Lavar Ball comes out, and says that Lonzo Ball should be ready to start the season. He won't need a second surgery, which all accounts that hasn't happened. So everything that is coming to pass, the Chicago Bulls actually are sending representation back and forth, if y'all not familiar with the situation. And another thing, the situation that the Bulls is talking about is they just upset. They're not even upset. They just wish that it healed a little bit faster, but it's recovering, but it's just not going to the speed that they would like. But wait a second. The speed that they would like, they just need to chill because as long as he's ready to start training camp, that would be the perfect time, to be back. So, I'm just waiting for all of that to happen. So the Chicago Bulls fans need to be very excited, because if Lonzo Ball is healthy, you heard all of the foaming out the mouth of the DeMar DeRozans of the world, the Zach LaVines. They know his importance to this roster. So it's time for him to go out there and prove it. If he's healthy. No, wait a second. When Lonzo Ball was healthy, this team was the number 1 seed in the East. I'm looking for them to get back to that. So I'm just saying it is what it is.
I don't know where I've been, man, but you capping out this world. But number one, he's the least of the Bulls' worries. One, Lonzo Ball. Zach LaVine can't stay healthy. The knee problems and shit, these aren't something apparently for Zach LaVine that you just keep coming back from. He's going to have problems next year. So what, it's going to be on DeMar DeRozan again? And a second year playing IO, you know what I'm saying? And Kobe, right? You got all these. Come on, it's not enough, bro. It's not enough.
You can only sign for 1 year, man. So for all this clamoring that you guys doing, y'all doing a whole lot of pump faking because if he was there to replace Lonzo, with you guys, with your bozo takes, then he would sign a multi-year deal. They ain't got no confidence in Dragic. Dragic is only there for Vooch.
Y'all keep going trying to change the narrative that we saying.
Yeah, nobody ain't saying that.
Nobody's saying that.
Number 2.
What we saying is that he there till they find somebody to replace Lonzo. That's what we saying.
Oh my God, it's always kicking the can.
There's nobody gonna replace Lonzo Ball. This is his team. This is his roster. He was paid.
He's not gonna replace him, but he's gonna fill in for him temporarily.
Yeah, of course, if necessary. But from all accounts,
it will be necessary.
No, it won't be necessary. But Lonzo Ball will be running this show.
Man,
so I'm gonna take it or leave it.
Man, all that sound good, right? But we all know if he go down again next year, he's on the trade block. We all know that.
Well, I mean, that's for y'all to judge that, man, but I'll tell you what, Lonzo Ball, he's had a lot of.
I think Brandon Ingram might get traded before Lonzo Ball. So
how?
Oh, hold on. Let me get this real quick. Number 1, Dex, y'all can't even clown Wody no more. You know that's a loaded team, man. You know what I'm saying? Zion Williamson.
That's why somebody got to go. That's why somebody got to go.
Yo, you got CJ McCollum. Zion Williamson.
Somebody got to go, man. Everybody. You think they're going to have 5 max players?
You can't.
You think they're going to have 5 max players?
Okay. So get rid of 1.
Answer that.
I'm going to answer it for you, but let me finish. Get rid of 1. They still got a good-ass team. And my boy Jose
Who the one they're going to get rid of?
Out of Georgia Tech, man.
Who the one they're going to get rid of?
They ain't get rid of Zion or Ingram. How about that? CJ McCollum
get rid of CJ?
He can go.
They get rid of CJ?
He can go. He's an old man.
I'm just asking you a question.
And I'm answering. But hold on, Dex. CJ is already transitioning his career. This is when the announcing and stuff.
He might want to get his money from New Orleans because by him coming here, he helped them big time.
Yes, because of the leadership. But you don't think other great players learn from that? You don't think Ingram and Zion and Dave learn from that, bro? You're in trouble. You're not gonna be able to last.
Just remember I said this.
Yo, okay, remember I said this on Flight Sports TV. I give the Pelicans 2 more years. They'll be in the finals, man. They'll be in the finals. And let's see who's laughing
What?
then.
I
The
can believe
Lakers,
Man, you
man.
just trying to kiss ass. Get out
Yeah,
of here with that weak tape.
Yo, but
I'm
I can
Phonics,
believe
man.
something like that though. I can
I don't
believe
do that.
something like that.
Right,
But
right.
hold on, Dex said they got 5 max players. Who they 5 max players gonna be?
Yeah, I don't 5.
Yeah, I don't know
FYF,
who's talking about either.
FYF.
I'm just asking.
I'm giving the 5 max players. FYF, FYF, FYF,
Oh,
FYF,
you can't give me
FYF.
that.
Oh, you
5
full of
max
They got
cap.
players.
CJ,
I was
Who's
bugging
gonna
him.
who's
FYF,
gonna
he full of
leave?
cap
You got
tonight.
5 max
He full
Yeah, I
of
players.
was
cap
Who's
there.
gonna
tonight.
leave?
Yeah, he
They
is,
don't have
Woody.
no
Cap
5
tonight.
max
He is,
players.
Woody. Yeah. I was when he said that too. But then when he said CJ, okay, let CJ go. He's there as a
No,
mentor.
hold on. They don't have to
CJ
let
ain't
CJ
going
go.
nowhere.
There's no
CJ ain't
5
going
max
nowhere.
players. That's fake news.
No, you're right. Yeah, it is fake news. What I'm saying is he said it hypothetically. What I'm saying is
Exactly. He know what I'm
if
talking about.
CJ left
FYF, you
today,
need to be quiet because you're trying to pump up nothing.
if CJ
You
left
said 5
today,
Everybody
max
know we up here
players.
clowning.
Man, Gail
If you
Benson
ain't a part
already
of this
said.
clowning, then you need to go
man,
back
you
to
better
the
watch
chat.
out for the Pelicans, man. Y'all can clown them
Gail
all you
Benson.
want.
The Pelicans
Gail
ain't paying
Benson.
nobody but CJ Brandon and Zion.
I'm
Everybody
watching
else
them
on
boys.
rookie.
They
Everybody
ain't
Yep.
else
paying
on rookie.
Valanciunas. He's
I mean,
playing for free.
Valanciunas making $15 million. That ain't shit.
He ain't making no money. I'm watching them next year. The Pelicans is must see TV. Yo, in the playoffs, they perform excellent, man. They perform excellent as a young team. CJ came in, he filled in right away.
Listen,
Bro, it's trouble.
the Pelicans did good once CJ got there.
Pelicans will
I
be
mean,
a
they
problem
were
when Zion come
scratching.
back.
Listen, they were
Dex,
scratching. They were
He is
scratching.
black.
Then when CJ
Dex,
got there, it seemed like he catapulted them.
Dex, you're a Lakers fan. They're not winning another championship for the next
Where's
20 years.
Wody at? Wody, speak for your
It's not
team,
happening.
man.
It's not happening.
This
Yeah,
dude don't
Lakers
have no
suck.
information whatsoever.
man, I
His
do,
content
man.
is very shallow.
They
Lakers have
talking.
one of the.
They talking, so they ain't let me talk. But the lady, if you could
Go
look
ahead,
it
Woody.
up, she
Go ahead,
said
Woody.
she don't mind going into the luxury tax if she feel like they got a championship team. And right now, that's how they feel, dog.
They do. They do.
Is
Yo,
she,
the, yo,
is
yo,
she
the
going to
Lakers.
the
Yo,
luxury
my
tax for the
Yo,
first
yo,
time in the franchise history? She's
the
going in it.
The
man,
Lakers
it's the
have one
first
of the
time for everything,
Don't
man.
worry about the Lakers,
the
man. We
Lakers have one of
17
the worst
strong.
rosters. They have one of the
We
worst
17 strong. So
rosters with a quote
don't even
unquote
clown the
championship team.
Lakers.
Man. You know
Clown your
LeBron is not
Knicks. Clown
pleased.
your Knicks.
LeBron has not signed that tender yet.
We
I
won
don't
a
think LeBron
championship
is
in
going to sign that
2020,
tender.
partner. 2
Bubble
years ago.
championship.
We were
You know what I'm
champions.
saying? No, yo, can't nobody take that away from me. What I'm saying is, yo, LeBron is not going to sign that tender. Y'all don't have the money or the draft picks in the next couple of years
LeBron finna
to
sign
even
a
bring players there.
2-year extension for $97 million. What are you
Come
talking
on, man. No. You're saying that he hasn't signed it yet.
Man,
That's what you're saying.
they trying to hold on to them last 2 picks they got. They holding on to that to dear life.
Right.
No, we holding
come
that
on.
on for Kyrie. Once Brooklyn decides to stop playing games and
Dex,
go
you see how
ahead
pathetic that sounds? Kyrie Irving. Do you see how pathetic that sounds?
I'm not hating, Jessica. I'm not
You
hating.
get Kyrie. Do you think you can win a championship? Are you being serious right now? Do we have to get back to the fact that the Nets got swept? The only team swept in the playoffs. It was the Nets.
And they don't got no bench.
Listen, only
They
thing
get
I'm saying
Kyrie.
right now,
They don't have no bench.
the Lakers is going to be formidable.
No, Dex said
And
William
they're
Gabriel gonna lead the league in blocks.
Man,
Nah.
all I'm saying. Listen,
Stanley
all I'm
Johnson
saying is
still on
this.
that team.
No. FYF, we got what's your name? We ain't worried about when Gabriel. We ain't
Who?
worried about the Kentucky standout. We ain't
Who y'all
worried
got?
about him.
Who y'all got?
We got Thomas Bryant, dude. You don't
Man,
know?
stop it.
You don't know?
man.
You better ask somebody.
I know he went to IU, but them
There's
knees ain't
Kobe
holding up.
Bryant, double nigga. Get out of here. Yo, come on, man. Y'all done.
But for real, no seriousness.
Shout out to Teamwork. Teamwork, they
FYF.
clowning your peoples, man.
Yeah, shout out teamwork. FYF. Quick question for you, man. You know, is it? Can you be serious and believe that Lonzo Ball's position is in question, like as a starter?
I agree, Slim.
It's only in
Anthony
question
Davis
because
is the
of
key.
health.
Okay,
The Bulls
yeah,
right
that's
now,
what I'm
from the
saying.
last
That's
report
it.
that I read, the Bulls don't know why his knee ain't getting better.
No,
That's
it's getting
the
better.
biggest
That's
question.
not- that's not-
Wait.
that's not what the report
Stop. See. You claim me, I'm capping. You super capping.
Right.
You ain't let the man
facts.
finish,
That's a
though.
ball face lie.
Yeah, y'all didn't let me
You
finish
ain't
either. But that's
you ain't
something
let
that
him
was
finish.
reported by ESPN.
No,
You ain't let him
now send me the report. Well, I
I'm just
guarantee
saying.
you. I
No, I can
guarantee
Thunder,
send
you
it
you.
to
got to
you,
put
Flight.
snake
Flight,
oil
Flight,
in
I'll
your
send it
suit,
to
not
you.
just
But
oil
well,
sand.
I think the major
Let me
question
help
right
you
now
out,
is the
Thunder.
Bulls don't know why his knee ain't healing.
Captain, he said Liangelo didn't drop 15, he dropped
Why you
27.
keep saying his knee ain't healing? Where you
It's
get this
not.
from?
That's why I'm saying you
Wait,
lying.
wait,
Hold
wait,
on,
wait, wait,
Liangelo.
wait.
I mean,
Wait, hold, hold, wait, wait, wait.
lying,
Now,
y'all.
now, Wody, Wody.
why
Now,
y'all
wait, wait,
gonna
wait,
ask me the
wait.
question?
Phonics? No, forget that. Phonics. Did you hear what this man just said? You already said that if you ain't got a PhD or whatever, you ain't a doctor, right?
I'm just telling you
Are
what
you
was
saying? Do
reported.
that apply to this guy right here?
No, yeah. Hold on, Dex. He's saying what's in the report, and I was just referencing another report that I'm not gonna just send it to y'all. I'm gonna send it to y'all both, but I'm gonna wait till I'm on air next time and I'm gonna upload it. It said the same thing. That's why they signed Dragic. They don't know when this dude is gonna come back and
They was
play.
gonna sign Dragic regardless, man.
I
He only
mean,
came for
yo.
$2 million. I mean,
Oh,
come on, for crying out loud.
okay.
You
So
act
my
like they paid
question,
a lot of money for this dude.
so my question is this: after that is proven, what are you gonna say then? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Proving
Because
what? Wait. Who's
that
proving? Dragic?
he
You talking about
no, the
2018 Dragic?
article, no, the article. He's not starting
Oh,
the season. They
that's
don't
not
know
true.
when he's
That's not
going to
true.
play.
That's not true. That's not
Okay,
true.
okay. So where do you
Well,
get your
no, that's
information
not
from,
true.
Flight? Tell us, man.
No,
Tell us. I'll
that's
be
not.
quiet.
That's not.
Say, do
That's
I'm gonna
not
y'all
be
want
true.
quiet.
somebody to
Tell us
tell them what
information.
the hell going on with their team?
New
Or
Uncle
y'all want to let
Vern.
them keep talking?
Yeah,
New
yeah.
Uncle
Come
Vern.
on,
What up,
Hey,
Marvin.
New
hold
Uncle
on.
Marvin,
Let me
Vern?
get
please,
in there.
Marvin.
Marvin,
Because
Okay,
these
Marvin,
yeah,
dudes,
Marvin,
go
Bulls
Marvin,
ahead.
these
fan.
dudes are so full of hate, it's
Marvin is the Bulls
ridiculous.
I
fan.
love to hear
Marvin
Gotta
these
is the
be the
people
Bulls
talk.
devil's
I love
fan.
to
children.
hear these motherfuckers.
Yeah,
They
Marvin, they
come on there
gotta be the
talking about a
devil's children,
report.
Marvin.
Hold on, Dex. They come on there talking about a damn report they read.
oh, dusty old head.
Oh,
What else we
dumbass
supposed to
nigga.
go off of? We supposed to go off y'all?
Oh,
Finest
Right.
Joe.
no.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
yeah,
I
Finest,
don't
yeah,
say
yeah,
nothing.
yeah,
You
yeah,
hold
finest,
up,
yeah,
hold
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah,
FYL.
finest. Don't
That's
say
why
nothing.
I
Go
don't
ahead.
say
Finest,
nothing
let
I'm
him
and you
supposed to
happen.
shouldn't
believe
either.
y'all.
Finest,
FYF
don't
is
say
so
nothing.
Hold
full
on.
media,
I
it's
got you, Woody.
ridiculous. Let
Hold
Marvin
on,
go. Let
guys.
Marvin go. Let Marvin go.
Hold on, guys.
Y'all didn't even let
Let
me
me say this to them.
finish.
Let me say this to them. That's why I don't say nothing and you shouldn't either. Because you don't know either.
Bro, Dex
How
asked me
about
my
that?
opinion. I mean, Flight
But
asked me
you don't
my
listen.
opinion. What you want me
What
to
you
say? I can't
said,
answer
what
because
y'all
we don't
doing
know
is
yet.
spreading rumors. Spreading rumors.
Hold
That's
on.
it.
But you didn't say nothing to Flight when he's spreading the rumor that Lonzo gonna be back.
Listen,
I just
Oh, wait
we're
a
listen. I
second.
ain't,
I ain't
listen.
spreading no
Hold
rumors.
on,
Right.
Wait
Marvin.
a second,
Let me help you
I
everybody.
out,
say
Slow
Marvin.
down. Slow down.
No,
Don't
let
do
me
no.
help
that.
you
I
out.
don't
Don't
need
do
no
Listen.
that.
help,
Don't
Dex.
be an
I don't
acting
need
like
no
You gotta
help.
that.
be.
I
You
don't
gotta
I
need
be
no
know
help.
what
honest
said
that
why
you
Flight
gotta
say
be
that
saying
Tell
though.
both
lies.
Let me
The
get
ways.
reason
one
why,
mic.
hold on,
Nah, this
Right.
I
is
know
not
it's
going
getting
both
messy. It's getting
ways.
a little messy. But the reason
Right.
Oh,
why
it's never
Flight say
been.
that is because Flight is getting pertinent information from people who is close to the situation. These B writers are not really close to the situation. Chicago Bulls front office is not that close to the situation. They only going by what Lonzo Camp is sharing with them. We going by what people that see him on a daily.
Hold on.
And they asked him,
Didn't Flight
how
say Lonzo
is
was
your
gonna be
knee,
back by the
Lonzo?
playoffs?
Man, the people, you
A lot
gotta
of
listen
people
to
said
what
that.
they
Listen, that's
saying,
that.
man.
Listen, that. Yeah, but that was. Yeah, you're right. That was
Flight
Man,
Flight's
that
said
man
that.
said,
hypothetical
It
stuff.
didn't turn
that
out to
That
be
man
wasn't
said,
very credible.
But
man,
if you ever notice, hold on. If you ever notice, go
matters
to
to
any
Bulls
stream.
too.
I never said Lonzo was coming back. I
No,
never
I
said
said
Lonzo was
Flight.
coming back.
that
So
Coffee
what
man
said
said,
it.
Flight said that he was gonna be
I
back
I
by the
never
playoffs.
was
That
co-signed
man
that.
was nowhere to be
that was
found in the
Coffee
playoffs.
said it.
already.
Hold on. Let me share something with you guys, because you guys convoluting this thing. Coffee said he was going to be back. Even
You
ball
can't
facts to
believe
some degree.
Coffee.
Listen, man, let me share this. Coffee said he was going to be back. Ball facts
Bruh.
gave an
Why
indication
they
that he
was
might be back. Ball facts never said he will. He said he might be back. I don't know if Flight actually said he will be back or not, but I said I don't think so. That's what
Here,
I said.
this is
Because you
what
know
I
why I
read.
said that? Hold on. I don't care what you read. I'm telling you from people that's on the inside. Because they said they're going to let him heal fully. Why go back
Yeah.
and try to get into the play? Lonzo wanted to come
Oh,
back
so
now.
he need a
Don't get it
year for a
twisted.
knee bruise to heal.
Listen,
Listen,
I'm
it's
just
in
going
a
by what
year.
they said. Lonzo wanted to come back, but he was advised otherwise. Do not come back, Zoe, because if you re-injure your knee in that playoffs, then it's going to be catastrophic. It's best to heal. You guys are in the
Okay,
playoffs.
so
It's
Dex, who
cool.
told you that?
It's no guarantee. Don't worry about who told me that.
Oh, so we just supposed to believe you
man, this man
blindly?
said, oh, FYF, this
Mm.
man
But what I'm
said,
saying matches the timeline.
No,
this
it
man
don't.
said
He
the
never
people who
played.
paying them don't know what's going on with him. Y'all crazy, man.
I
Y'all
didn't
Right,
niggas,
say they
so
don't
the
know
people
what's
who
right,
going
paying
on
him
with him.
don't know what's
right,
going
The
on with him.
report,
right.
Yeah.
listen,
Keep
I
it
know
one
it
mic.
sounds funny, but the
Keep it
report,
one
listen,
mic.
the report report that they came on, Lonzo, that was prior to the playoffs, right? They ratcheted him
No,
up And they
This
gave
was
him a 10-day.
this was
Listen, dude,
after the
they
playoffs.
gave him no. That's old news. That's what I'm telling
No,
you.
well,
There's
Dex,
no
I
news
just
come
heard
out
this.
since then.
I'm going to find the article.
I
I
It
got
just
don't
it right
matter
here
heard
when the
for
this.
you.
article is wrote. The
What do you
information
mean?
is
How does it
stale.
matter? How does it matter?
I can write an article today based on information that I got.
Dex,
What
look, let me
3-4
tell
You
you
can't
weeks
something.
publish
ago?
it on NBC Sports.
Exactly.
That's
And
not
then,
up to date news.
yo,
That's a
Dex,
new article, but it's
Dex, let
not
me
up
tell you
to
something.
date news.
Dex, you're
Understand where I'm
capping.
coming from.
Dex, you're
The
capping.
news hadn't changed since they
Dex,
ratcheted him
you're
up for a
capping.
10-day extension, and his knee didn't respond well. From that point, there's no new
Dex
news.
is capping. And yo, again with the degree stuff. I have a master's degree. I don't have a PhD. I can't diagnose what's wrong with that man's knee. But when I hear experts say it and people from the inside are saying it, why did they sign Dragic then? Just please explain that to me.
Man,
Listen
they
to what I'm trying to
Especially when
tell
they
you.
had
If you
Kobe
guys
White
listen to
and
what I'm trying
Ayo
to tell
and
you
Caruso.
and stop trying to smother me out, I'm telling you, since they ratcheted him up for that 10-day extension from the date he's supposed to return and the
Chat,
knee
we
didn't
got him.
respond well, that was the last news. Lonzo took
man.
off and went to the
Hey,
crib.
chat. Hey,
Oh,
chat, we got him.
Dex. All I know is when they hit his knee
That's
with
what
a
I'm
hammer,
just telling
don't
you.
dog.
From that
All I
point,
know is
ain't no news change. Ain't nothing new
Go ahead,
come out.
Woody. Go
man,
ahead,
when
let Woody talk. Go ahead, Woody.
all we know, Dex, when they hit his knee with the hammer, it don't move, dog. That's all.
Got a bum knee. You got a bum knee.
Regardless of that, Sky, listen, Wody, regardless of that, right? I'm just telling you facts that no new news have came out since they shut him
Yes, it
down.
has. They
That was
signed
it. He
Dragic.
went home
That's
after
all
that.
the news we need.
They're
Dex,
gonna
Exactly.
sign him anyway.
all we try to say, y'all act
He
like
come with $2 million, 1 year, $2 million. Why not
Hold
sign him?
up, guys. Hold up, guys. Can I say something
they
here,
like that
guys?
man.
Can I
Yes,
say
Marvin,
something?
please, Marvin.
Y'all let Marvin talk. Marvin
Can
is a
can I
Chicago
say
Bulls
something
fan.
here,
He's in
guys?
Yes.
Chicago. Go ahead, Marvin.
We
I
need
love, I
Unstoppable
love
up
to
here
hear these
too.
guys talk because I know the report that FYF's talking about. He's talking
I'm
about
not getting exposed, Gannon. I'm the one to know. These dudes don't know.
Let me finish. Let me finish. It was a 2 week ago report, and he reported that he's not healing as fast as the Bulls would like him to. Those were the
And that's what I said.
words.
He said that it's not healing.
And here's the deal on that. When you come on here, hold on. When you guys come on here and say he's not going to play for at the beginning of the season, that's not what the report said. They said he's not healing as fast as the Bulls would like him to.
Cap.
That's exactly what they said. I'm
No,
reading
you're
the
lying.
report now. You want me to
I
read
got
it
the
out to
report
you?
in front of me. I can read it.
I'm reading it too. I'm looking at KC Johnson right now.
Okay, so
I'm
let's
reading
read
it
it
right now.
verbatim then.
Now you go ahead and read it out. I'm gonna see which one you got. It
Okay,
doesn't start
so
with
I'm gonna read it verbatim.
episode
I'm
of
gonna read it
Unfiltered
verbatim.
David
Now,
Kaplan. Hold on.
now comes a
Does it
report from
start
David Kaplan.
I think Marvin
on
can
this?
read it.
All right, on this episode of Unfiltered.
Let's read it verbatim to see who's capping.
And hold on. Let me say this. Not only that. Before you start reading it, KC Johnson ain't no damn doctor either.
This ain't from no KC Johnson.
I want Marvin to read
it's David. It's on David Kaplan and KC Johnson.
KC Johnson's the beat writer.
He's the beat writer for the Bulls.
Dang, these
And
dudes
it's
are
with
knuckleheads.
David Kaplan, and KC Johnson. And the
This is
title
not from
reads,
either one of those guys.
not progressing as quickly as the Bulls would hope. That's
No,
all
that's
they
not
say.
what this says.
Then please.
Okay, what does it say?
It says, now comes report from David Kaplan, ESPN AM 1000, Chicago. The Bulls front office has serious concerns about how the knee has not progressed and it could impact offseason moves. Right? It says exactly what that means or what moves the Bulls would make is tough to envision. The Bulls have a good guard depth, Kobe White, Zach LaVine, Alex Caruso, and Ayo. And so again, this is from NBC Sports Chicago. They reported this.
Got him.
That's what I'm reading too. What date is that?
He ain't got him. Nobody. Be quiet. He ain't got nobody.
What date is that? FYI.
Article's been out. Right. What's the date?
He ain't got nobody, man. I'm telling you.
What date is that report?
What's the date?
Oh, hold on. I actually exited out of it. I got to load it back up.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I loaded up. Loaded up.
Video right now, y'all.
FYF again. Here we go again. Getting his head busted.
The latest
y'all
report
king. This is y'all king.
Hold on.
No,
Dex,
the latest report The latest
It's
report
2
is
weeks
actually
ago.
something that y'all haven't even mentioned. It was
Now, wait a
actually on the
second. Now,
24th. And
hold
the
on.
latest report on the 24th said, because the report I had was
You
from
don't know what the fuck
the
we
report
mentioned.
I had was
Let me
from
answer.
June 1st.
Flight, didn't I just
The
say that news hasn't changed
the
since the
latest
last time
report.
they ratcheted them for
First.
10 days? It ain't
What?
June
changed.
You
1st.
goofy?
The latest
That was a
report was
whole
2
month and a
weeks
half
ago.
ago.
That was 2
Okay, right.
weeks ago. What
No,
you
I
talking
said the
about,
latest
FYL?
report is on July.
Somebody come get
The
FYF.
latest
Call the
report is
Sandman.
on July 24th.
Okay, and what does
Come
it
get
read?
y'all king.
It says,
Right.
and this is actually something that nobody mentioned. It
No, you don't
says,
know what we mentioned.
hold on. It says that Lonzo Ball hasn't came close to making a return. And it says right here, he's still feeling discomfort in his knee. But it says Lonzo Ball finally making progress in his knee injury recovery. And that
Yeah,
was
he making
July
progress.
24th.
He making
Oh, well, why?
progress. He couldn't even. He was
Oh,
playing.
Why you didn't read that report?
okay,
He didn't play him.
okay,
He
It
didn't play
said
him
he's still
Wait a minute,
feeling
Dex. Hold on,
discomfort
Dex.
in
Hold
his
on,
knee.
Dex. Hold on, Dex. Why you didn't read that report instead of the June 1st report?
No, I know.
Mhm.
Only reason why I didn't read
Trickery.
that report
Sleight
because
of hand.
because what they were saying was that they were saying that the report that I mentioned was
I got you,
accurate,
bro.
so I read it verbatim.
Bro, I got you.
I
Yo,
know
yo,
what
yo,
I'm
yo.
looking at
You're
NBC
gonna be
Sports
better
Chicago right
prepared,
now.
man,
And
when you
Now
do
we'll
that cap.
continue reading this article. We'll
More
continue
media,
reading the
King.
one from July 24th.
The
It
article didn't
says
fit his narrative.
the
article
Flight,
Bulls
didn't
could you,
fit his
still
Flight,
have
could you clear up this
it's,
mess because
it says
these
the
guys are
Bulls
just
still
so full
have
of hate.
serious
They got to be the
concerns
devil's
about
children.
ball.
Go ahead, Dex.
Listen,
Oh,
let me share something with you guys. Let me share
man,
something
you
with you
gonna
guys,
mute
man.
me?
Hold on, FYF. I got something to share.
I'm just reading the full article from the 23 days ago.
FYF, we got all kind of time to cook. Don't worry, bro. You gonna have action to bust
We
my
don't
head.
need
But right now,
information
I'm
from
gonna
your
bust your head.
imaginary
Pause.
references.
Oh, is that right? So you that bold to tell that to me? Is that right?
You got some ghost
Ooh,
references,
what you gonna
man.
handcuff me? You gonna handcuff me? Okay, listen,
I'm
guys.
just reading it.
Everybody that's in the chat, everybody that's on the panel, everybody that's in the stream rocking with us. Salute to everybody that's here. Okay, I know we have Marvin, we have FYF. Okay, we have Phonics, right? The truth. We have Marquez, we have Flight, we have myself, and I don't know who. Oh yeah, we have Sky, and we have No Panic.
Can I read
Shout
the
out to
report,
everybody.
Dex, while you filibustering?
Hey, listen, dude, if you please pace yourself because I
You
always pace myself.
filibustering right now.
You having an episode and you need to just slow down a little.
Nah,
Take a
you
deep breath.
filibustering. You
Take a
trying to
glass of
mull
water.
time so you can think about what to say.
I ain't got to do
I'm
all that.
reading the report. I just want to read the report from
FYF.
3 days
Listen,
ago.
if I mute you, I'm gonna kick you off. So chill.
That's fine.
Okay, chill. Because you getting reckless, dude.
Chill,
How am I getting reckless?
You trying to take over something that's not
FY
even yours. When we go to yours, we
All right,
respect
go ahead
yours.
with the filibuster.
Yeah, chill.
Okay, you can say all that. Just chill, man. Listen, remember I talked about the situation with Vooch and Gordon Dragic. Okay, Casey Johnson is the beat writer for the Chicago Bulls. Right? He's an authoritarian when it comes to content coming from Chicago Bulls. He's one of them. He's not the only one, but he's one of them and is well respected in that circle. Okay, now we can confirm. This is Casey Johnson. We can confirm Gordon Dragic has agreed to a 1-year deal with the Chicago Bulls per source, which is Sham. Had it first. Okay, this is his tweet. This is his tweeter. And this was July 3rd.
Hurry up, Dave. Hurry up, man.
Don't rush me. Don't rush me.
Land the plane, nigga.
Don't rush me because nobody didn't rush you. You still just like the rest of
Y'all was
them.
cutting us off and everything.
Nah, I ain't the rest of them. Land the plane, man.
Now you guys see how they do me, right? I'm giving them a source. They ain't coming from me. I'm just the messenger.
Man,
they want to kill the messenger because they don't want the truth.
Narrative. They don't want to hear it. They don't fit their narrative, Dex.
Remember, I don't want to lose you guys. Casey Johnson, senior beat writer for the Bulls, right? Been doing it for the years and years and years. This is his Twitter page. Y'all can go to it. July 3rd at 3:19 p.m. 2022. You can go to it yourself.
My report is from July 24th.
Now, this is what he said. I'm talking about Dragic because you guys talking about I was capping. See, this
what
is
do you
your
say
king.
about a bus? Get it out, man. Land the plane, man.
Listen, if you gotta go take a crap, go take a crap.
Nah, but you just dragging
You
it
can
out.
always
We
come
come
back and listen to the stream.
And everything. Nah, why
You
would
acting
I
like
do
your
that?
butt cheeks is trying to spread. Go take
Nah,
a
you
crap.
dragging it out.
Calm
Go ahead,
down.
man.
Okay, he said, Nikola Vucevic, I'm told, played a significant role in this situation of bringing in Gordon Dragic. A significant role. Oh, so he needs somebody to talk to? Oh, remember all that you all said. Now, for everybody that want to see the source that I'm getting this information from, Casey Johnson Twitter page, senior beat writer for the Bulls, on July 3rd, 3:19 p.m., 2022. That's what I'm talking about.
What did you say about
Hold
it?
on,
Can I
hold
say
on.
one thing?
All you guys that came late to the stream, they laughed at me, they threw hot eggs at me, they threw tomatoes at me.
Let me go.
Hold on, let Woody go, man.
Man, what's the rule, man? You say he played a significant role, right?
Hold on.
Maybe it was, man, Lonzo ain't gonna be healthy, so he the best point guard. We need a veteran point guard. You ain't never think of that? That's the rule.
You can't cite. You can't quote. So you just quoted Casey Johnson as a credible reference in that instance. So that means this quote that I'm about to read to you from Casey Johnson, you have to deem just as credible. So
I got
this
that
is
quote.
this is from 3 days ago, and it says this is from 3 days ago, and they said
wait a second.
that.
Wait a second, FYF. Hold on, before you read what happened 3 days ago. Marvin, read the report from 3 days ago. I need you to read these reports because
FYF, because I know what I'm gonna get to the point where he wants to get to. He wants to get to this, guys. He wants to get to roster that has Lonzo Ball and Levine, Alex Caruso, Ayo DeSumo.
No, that's not the report I'm reading.
Let me finish.
No, you didn't let me finish.
Right.
I just started.
Just ask me to read it, man. Your name on
Damn.
I can't wait to go back on your show, FYF.
FYF,
he just asked me to read it, didn't he, FYF?
No, I didn't ask you to read it. I said I was going to read it.
Flight did.
FYF, let him kill himself, man. He gonna kill himself, man. I'm telling you, they always
he's not even reading he's reading the June report.
Go ahead and read the report, because I know it. Let him read it, Flight. Go ahead and read it.
Okay, it said it was earlier reported in the offseason that the Bulls had serious concerns. That's the old report that I just referenced earlier. It says that Bulls still have serious concerns about Ball's inability to get back up to speed.
That's what I got.
It says, fortunately for now, it sounds as if some of those concerns have subsided. It says General Manager Mark Eversley told reporters Thursday that he thinks Ball might be headed in the right direction. It says when asked whether or not he believed Ball would be ready for training camp, Eversley offered nothing more than by saying, "I just certainly hope so." So even the GM of the team don't even know if he's going to be ready for training camp.
That's not true. This man just read it.
Hold on. Let me read it further. It says we have sent our performance staff. He said that they sent their performance staff to LA to see him most recently this week. And it says, even though there's still pain, he's making progress.
Okay, so what does that report tell you?
He's making progress.
He's a bust.
Why are you saying he won't be there?
I was telling him, Mark. He's a bust.
I'm trying to figure out why you saying he won't be there if they telling you that he's making progress. What does progress mean? Does that mean decline?
Shout out to Unstoppable.
Would he be ready for training camp is the question.
You don't want him to play, just say that. You and Sky and whoever.
Why would I not want Lonzo to play? I love Lonzo.
Well, you reading that you trying to make a negative sense.
No, what y'all trying to do is y'all trying to take
hold on.
reports
Let me finish.
that we
you
cite
trying to read
and try
it.
to act like they're not credible.
Let me finish.
And then you reference ghost references that nobody knows, acting like we supposed to believe y'all and not the reports.
What you trying to do? You read the report that says progress. And then
y'all act like we're supposed to believe y'all over the reports. With y'all cite no references.
There we go, having an episode. See, I keep telling y'all, FYF, that's his magic.
Yeah, hold on. And when somebody starts talking, he want to talk. Let me finish, and then you can say whatever the hell you want. Okay? You reading a report that's reading about progress, but then you telling me that they worried, but they saying it's progress. Now, which way you want to take it? You tell me.
When I read a report and it says that he's making progress, but they still don't know if he's going to be ready for training camp, and they still say that he's having significant discomfort in his knee. That tells me right there that I don't know if he's going to be ready to start the season.
FYF,
So
I
don't.
understand.
So why would you try to
Everybody
If
step
the
missed the
around?
key
GM of the
word.
team doesn't even know if he's going to be
Oh
ready to
my
start the
God.
season, how do you know?
Hey, you know what,
I
Marvin?
didn't say he's going to be
Marvin,
ready. You guys
can
are
I
saying he's
address
not
you?
going to be ready.
Flight
I
did.
never
Can I
said he's
address
going to
you?
be ready. You guys are saying
That,
he's not going to be.
Marvin,
I don't
Marvin,
listen.
can I
I don't
address
comment
you
on
real
his left
quick?
or right.
Marvin, let me
Let me
address you real
finish it.
quick, Marvin. And
Go
Unstoppable.
ahead, guys.
Wait, he read a key word, right? And
Progress.
that key word or key term, no, not so much progress, but their concerns have subsided. Okay, that means that they're not their
That's
concern
what.
is not heightened as it was early on when it was kind of first reported that he was feeling discomfort after that ratchet up. I just said over and over and over again that information has yet to change. Right
Yeah, it's the
now,
same information.
it's the same information. Now, when I told you guys that I talked to somebody inside this camp and he said he
Who?
talked to Lonzo. I talked to somebody inside.
Who?
Wait, hold on.
That's not to be
who was
said.
What
that?
is hold on? Is the
Yo,
debate
somebody mute
about
their
he might
mic.
not be? Is the debate about he might not be ready? Is that what y'all talking about?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
need Unstoppable.
that's
We
what
need
they
some
trying to
Bulls fans in
insinuate.
there.
I want
What?
to
That's
know
what they
who he
trying to
talked to.
insinuate.
Unstoppable. It
Hold on.
was two words in that report. Unstoppable. One was subside. The Bulls' concern subsided,
You got
and
to
the
read the
other
whole
one was
sentence. You can't just say
progress.
subside. Read the whole sentence.
Hold on. I could say something to put that to rest right now, and I'm pretty sure y'all gonna want me to get a source. I got to go back and find it, but I seen something today where it said he'll be ready. Most
Yeah,
definitely he'll
I
be
read
ready.
that too.
So
And his dad was talking about that too the other day, just yesterday.
What was that? A LeVar Ball post on Twitter?
no, it wasn't no LeVar Ball post.
No, no.
It
Says
was.
the
It
I
nigga
was.
who's
mean,
It
going
was.
here's the
online
deal.
and
It
looking
was.
up
Hold
articles
on. Hold on.
from a.
It was.
I'm gonna
It
Here's the
shut
was.
deal.
up.
It
Here's the
was.
deal,
Hold
FYF.
on.
That's why I
It
don't
was.
comment if he's
Hold
coming
on.
back, if he's gonna be ready or not,
It
because none
was
of us know.
A
No.
Chicago source, man,
All
that said he'll be ready.
we supposed to
I got to
believe
go back
y'all,
and see.
and y'all all told us he
Why
was gonna be
everybody
back for the
interrupting
playoffs.
Unstoppable? Why we can't
I
be
never
quiet? Let
said that.
Unstoppable
I
speak.
never
This
I
is
said
his
he
don't
was
first
gonna be
time
know.
back.
speaking.
Well,
FYF, I
like I
never said
said,
he was
I
gonna be
seen
back
a
for the
source
playoffs.
today that said he'll definitely be ready.
All right, what's
From
the
tip off.
source?
I
Cite the
said
source.
I got to go back. It might have been Daniel Greenberg. I don't know. I got to go back
Okay,
and
I'm
see.
gonna look it up. Daniel Greenberg said it.
Yeah. But I seen. Don't hold me to that though. I got to go back and
I
see.
won't.
Oh, man.
Okay, all right. So all I got is a question for you guys. Are we on this conversation because you don't want him to come back, or you think he's coming back? I
No,
need to know.
Marv, it just went
Why
from
y'all
one
try to
place.
turn it into hate?
Yeah, it went from one place
I
to the
just
other.
asked the
Really,
question. You must
Y'all
be
try to make it
believing
seem
this
like we
hate.
saying this because we hate Lonzo. Stop it,
No,
man.
no. I asked the question. You making
I know
yourself
hate when
look
I see
guilty
hate.
by
you said,
mentioning hate.
man,
Stop
I
it,
didn't
man.
say that. I asked
Just
you a
because y'all
question.
getting cooked, y'all can't say we haters.
Oh, he
No,
said we
what the
getting
hell are
cooked.
you
Come on,
talking
What
about?
are you talking
Marvin, you
about?
y'all
ignorant.
is getting
What are you
cooked.
talking
Y'all
about?
is
Who's getting
Hey,
cooked?
look,
Boy, talking about getting cooked.
They
What
said
the
we don't know
idiot?
what you're talking
You
they
about.
saying
cooked like
they
butter.
He
saying
said
no.
getting cooked.
Here's the
they
deal.
don't have no
Here's
real
the deal,
rebuttal. So the
FYF.
only
Here's the
rebut
deal,
they got
FYF.
is y'all must be
It sound like
haters.
a convoluted conversation. That's what it sounds like.
You just
So
use
Hold
who's
on. Here's
getting
the
convoluted
cooked?
deal.
I
twice
don't
in
know.
one sentence.
Here's the deal,
But you want
Well,
FYF. Because I
FYF have
no.
anointed himself the king.
Yeah. Here's the deal. Because I told you why would you read that June 1st report and you went and found a new one? Then you say I wouldn't even tell you I cook you. We do it to
No,
you all the
I
time.
check
only
this out. Check
referenced the
this out.
June
Marv
1st
wasn't on
report
it. Check
because
this
I
out,
said when
FYF.
Flight asked me the initial question, I said
You
I
don't even
remember
mention that
I
June
said I
1st report
remember
when you know
reading a
it's due.
report that said his knee wasn't getting better.
Oh, Marv, why they
Okay,
put
but now you
why they
just
got
mentioned that it's
Dragic?
progress.
The only
Why they
reason why
got
I mentioned that there was
Okay,
progress
let me
because
address that drugs.
when I went to go look up that old report, I saw the new report. I don't go out
Let me,
every day looking up Lonzo
oh,
Ball
all right, hang
information.
on. All right,
I
well, let
don't
me
care
address
about
that
Lonzo
drugs
Ball
thing.
that much.
Let me address the drugs thing. Let me address the drugs thing to Sky. Sky,
why they got
they didn't
Dragic? That's when it was
they didn't
over. That's when
sign.
it was over. That's what the
No,
start.
it was
That's when it
not.
was
Oh,
over.
Sky, no, it was not. The Bulls was hurting. Io DeSumo is a second-year guard. They signed Dragic for stability, partner. Nothing to do with Lonzo Ball. Nothing.
Yeah, stability, a point
They
guard that
really
can
had,
play.
For
yeah,
a
Lonzo Ball is a
veteran,
point
a
guard that can play.
veteran. You know what
Man,
I'm talking about,
that's what
FYF.
it
A
started over,
veteran
man.
point guard
That's all
to
I'm telling you. That's
stabilize the
what this
second unit.
conversation started.
Listen, Io is going to play the two guard a lot,
So what's
and
Caruso
Dragic
gonna
is
play?
going to play Dragic's going to play the point a lot on the
Caruso
second
ain't no
unit.
point guard.
So what's
Io is going
Caruso
to play
gonna
on
play
the
in the
first
second
and
unit?
second unit. I don't listen. You asked the organization. I'm
Man, I
just telling
guess
you
So
why
they
they
Ayo
gonna
gonna
signed
bench
play in the
Dragic.
so they gonna
third
bench
unit.
Caruso?
Man,
Now,
Ayo gonna
I'm
start
just
on the
saying what
third
they're
unit,
going to do.
man.
I mean, you want to kick the can, hubble bubble.
Don't
I'm
worry, you
telling you
guys. I'm
guys,
gonna clean
you
all
had
this up. Don't
nothing to
worry,
do
I'll
with
clean
it.
it
It had
all up.
nothing to do. You can
Let
insinuate
these
that they
guys have their
signed Dragic
episodes.
because of anything to do with Lonzo all you want, but that had nothing to do with Lonzo.
That did, man.
No,
You
I'm
can say
just saying.
whatever you
Tell me what the
want.
second unit is going to be with Goran Dragic being the point for the
I
second
don't
unit.
have to tell you. I don't have to tell you because I don't know. I don't work
Who's
for
going
him.
to go to the bench, Ayo or
I
Caruso?
don't know. I don't work for him. I don't
Or
come on
Kobe
here
White?
lying
Which one
like
of those guys are
I
not going
don't
to play?
listen. Hold on. I don't come on here insinuating
They
like
can't play
y'all
them
do.
all.
I don't come on here insinuating like y'all do.
No, I'm just saying, if you say that he's going to lead the second unit, then you must know have some idea what the second unit might look like.
What do you think? What do you think he's gonna do?
But you brought it up. I don't think he'll be with the second unit. I think he'll be with the first unit.
I think so too. I said
What
that
you
too.
think he's gonna be with the first? Lonzo Ball. If Lonzo
I think
Ball
he's
is
going to be
is
filling
on
in for
the bench,
Lonzo because they don't know if Lonzo's going to be healthy.
well, now see that you insinuating.
I have to because nobody knows.
So shut
The
up
Bulls don't
then.
even
You
know, which
don't
is why they
know.
got Dragic.
That means you need to shut up because you don't know.
Oh
Real
my
simple.
God! I just asked you a very simple question. Who's the second unit if you think Dragic's leading the second unit?
I'm not going. Listen, I don't listen.
Well,
Hold
Lonzo
on,
will be leading the first unit if he's
Okay,
healthy.
so tell me what the second
wait
unit
a minute.
Let's
Like,
start that. I don't know.
right,
You have
hold
to
on.
talk to
Like,
Billy
all he
Donovan.
want to do is ask somebody that
It's a
question.
very easy
FYI.
question. It's a very easy question.
We need
So
to say
you
something
answer
real
then,
quick.
since it's easy. You answer it since
FYI.
it's easy. You answer
Hold on, Mom.
since it's easy. You answer it since it's easy.
No,
I don't
I'm
have to.
asking you. You
Dex,
made the
trying to clean
statement.
these guys up. Pause.
What do you think we just signed him to keep him on the bench? He's gonna play. Is that good enough answer for you? All right.
I got muted, so I couldn't say nothing. I couldn't answer.
FYI.
wanted to cook all y'all real quick.
I got it. It was
Okay,
Daniel
read it out.
Greenberg. Daniel Greenberg did send a tweet out, but he said on ESPN 1000 that LeVar Ball did tell him last week that Chicago Bulls point guard Lonzo Ball is coming along and he's going to be ready to go. So
Okay, so LeVar told.
LeVar Ball is the closest to the situation. He knows Lonzo Ball more than the Chicago Bulls staff.
All right. I mean, I ride with that.
Yeah, thank you.
So that's over with. Now, Scott, you got something else to say?
Let's move on. We got three Ball brothers. You understand? So we got a lot to talk about because there's a lot of things that LeVar Ball has instilled in these young men. You know, that's just Lonzo Ball. You know, we need to get the Liangelo Ball next. We all know about the MB1, the one of one. You know, we got to that yesterday, but we definitely got to get the Melo too. You know, there's a lot of things that LeVar Ball is putting his handprint on Liangelo right now. You know, leading him. You see what he's doing. He tore up the Drew League last game. You know, who knows what's going to happen, what we in store for now. You got the NBA involved. Could this game be prime time? Dex, does anybody know if the schedule has been released for the Drew League? I don't know if anybody knows. They usually post their shit at the end of the week.
Right. Did you say he tore up the Drew League?
Yeah, listen, he's had some success in the Drew League. He's using that as an avenue to get him some recognition and get him to the NBA, and it's definitely
I know he's doing that. I'm saying,
I know, but wait a
you
second.
said he tore up the Drew League last week.
He did.
Yes,
they got beat by 30, and he had 12 turnovers.
Yeah, I know, but wait a second. Listen, wait a second. We all know about wins and losses in the Drew League. That's not.
I said he got beat by 30, and he had 12
That's
turnovers.
cap.
All right, cool.
That's
Wait a
cap.
second.
FYF. I have the stats right here in front of me. Stop capping if you don't really know.
I got the stats.
Where's these
I got the
12
real
turnovers
stats.
right there? Then
What's the
then
stats
please
then?
explain
What's
to
your
me
stats?
what my stats are.
Okay, tell me your
My
stat
stats
line.
are 27, 12, and 5.
I know you didn't
He
say
did
what
not have 27 points.
12, and 5.
No, that's his stat line from June 13th.
No.
That's the game we just played.
That's his exact stat line from
That's
June
the
13th.
last game.
No, it's not.
That's the
June
last
13th
game.
is not the last game. He just played this
It's the
weekend.
last game Jello played.
June 13th, his stat line was 27, 12, and 5. So you saying he had the exact stat line from June 13th and this weekend?
I brought up 27, 12, and 5 because
27,
last
12,
time
and 5 was his exact stat line June 13th.
I brought up 27, 12, and 5 because you came on here with your blasphemy last week.
12, and 5 is what he scored on June 13th.
God damn, stop talking over people.
Before Summer League.
Yeah, FYF,
you got it, bro.
FYF, chill out, man.
That's bullshit.
Because all you're doing is just opposing
over talking people.
Saying, maybe if you feel like you talk too much, maybe you feel like you're right.
Again, I brought up the 27. Right. I brought up the 27, 12, and 5 from June 13th because you came on this panel, FYF, and spoke blasphemy. You said that Jello only dropped 15 last week. That was
Bro,
absolutely. You said
June
Jello dropped
13th was not
15.
last week.
Did you or did you not say on June 3rd? Did you or did you not say on Jello's last game? Well, you came on here a couple days ago. Did you or did you not say he only dropped 15 points? I just came back up here and gave you a fact that he dropped 27 that week.
No,
So what
you
you're
said
saying,
was, hold on,
FYF,
first
is
of all, hold on,
FYF.
first
What
of
you're
all, hold on,
saying is
hold on.
FYF is not
Do you know
true.
what
You
month
don't
it
always
is?
have your
It's
information.
July. It's not June. It's July. On June
July going-
13th, 2022,
Hold on.
Liangelo had 27, 12, and 5, and 3 steals.
on.
He did not
Hold
have
on.
that stat line this
Hold on.
weekend.
Hold on. You're goofy. You're goofy. Hold on. I'm not gonna argue with you.
On June 13th, he had that stat line. You need to get your information right.
No,
Go Google the correct stats.
You're goofy.
He did have that stat line, but that stat line was when
Okay,
they
why are
lost
we not able to
101.
find the stats for this week?
Hold on. Let me
What's
finish
up
what
with
I'm saying.
that?
That was his stat line from June 13th. What was his stat line from this weekend?
That is the stat from this week. All right, you got it. You got it.
He's saying Marquez saying that is the status.
That's not his stat line from this weekend. No, it's not.
I don't know his stat line for this weekend, so I can't confirm nor deny.
7 and 12.
No, it's not. That's from June 13th. And Flight, I'm going to tell you why everybody said 27, 12, and 5. Because when you type in Liangelo Ball Drew League stats, that's the first thing that pops up. His June 13th game.
No, Dex, what you were saying?
I was saying that I can't confirm or deny, but I'm sending a message right now to see if I can get Liangelo stats.
Yeah, they
I'm
got
just
to do a
waiting on a
better job
response.
with that from the Drew League. We're getting
And I don't know what his stats was.
I mentioned that in the video. Go ahead, Dex.
No, a dude did a video. A dude did a video on it, counting all the points.
Ball facts, nope. Get ball facts. He followed them boys everywhere.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So, Ball Facts had that stat, I believe, and as well as DKM had those same stats as what Marquez quoted.
So I don't
know if they got it mixed up as well.
They did get it mixed up. No, they didn't get it mixed up. That was the right stat line for this weekend.
That's not the right stat line.
Yes, it was the right stat line. You know,
you even said in your own video you don't even know if it's 25 or 27.
No, what I said, yeah, I know that was right. And
so how you gonna say what's the right stat line? You don't even know.
FYF, hold on. You wanted to let me talk. FYF.
You literally said in your own video, I don't know if it's 25 or 20.
I know what I said in my own video was that I thought that the Drew League need to do a better fucking job in terms of orchestrating the numbers because everything was out of whack. You know, but those numbers were definitely consistent on what he dropped, you know, but it was definitely two different stat line numbers and it was only between 2 points. You acting like it was some drastic situation between Jello dropping 10 points and dropping 27. Let's be real here. We're talking about a 2-point differential. It was two different stat lines that stated the same thing, just 27 or 25. Stop acting like this was some crazy situation. You taking this shit to a whole nother level.
Listen, let me tell you guys something also. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let's get some more.
If he's dropped 25 with his percentage, Dex, how many shots
I don't even know none of that. I just told you, Sky, that I don't know what his stat was, so I can't confirm nor deny. I don't know.
Was just asking.
You can't make me know what I don't know.
No, I just thought you knew. I ain't. You know.
No, I already said it. I already took myself out of that equation. I do not know. I sent the message to get Jello stats, and I'm just waiting to what his official stats is. Now, what I can say is this right here. FYF claimed that in his video, I was on your stream, FYF. I was in the chat, and you was doing a review of Liangelo Ball video, right? On the Ball is Life from their highlights. And you made a statement towards the end of your stream that was fallacy. And in that statement you made was the BBB Drew League team has yet to win a game since their participation in the Drew League. And I want to know, is that true? Or did you know that? Or somebody tell you that? Or where did you get that info from?
Whatever I said, I don't remember what I said exactly. I meant to say they haven't won a game this year. And I don't think they have a win.
Okay.
I mean, do they have a win that I don't know about?
I thought you said, well, I know what you said, but I'm just trying to have you save face. That's why I'm not trying to
I was
drill you.
alluding to this season because I didn't follow him last year in the Drew League. I'm only talking
Okay.
about this year in
We
the Drew League.
alluding to Liangelo
So they
Ball
ain't win no
individually. We
games.
not we
No, they
looking
haven't
at
won a game.
Man,
we
you
looking at
lying.
Liangelo Ball
Yeah, but
individually.
they
We
got
not
blown
looking
out by
at team
30. Everybody
success.
giving them buckets.
We're not looking into team success, man. We're looking into Liangelo Ball individually and his
Yeah,
progression
but
this in
Flight,
the
the
NBA.
information was wrong, and and he's not being intellectually honest right now.
I'm saying
He
if you
was,
want to take a quote, if I misstated, I was
yeah, I do, because you said it on your stream, and you never you cut the stream off where you was going to be corrected, because I was going to correct you.
okay. I'm telling you now. My intent was just to focus on this season. If you mean
Oh, okay.
if the existence of BBB in the Drew League of all time, no, I wasn't talking about all time. I don't know what they
Right.
did last year. I didn't watch them last year.
And this is why I'm asking you
I
this
don't know
now.
how that's relevant because my video wasn't about that.
Hold on. But you mentioned it though. That's what you
Okay.
said.
Yeah, but that's a
So-
very minute point and is not the point of the video.
Well, we're not going to convolute it. We're just going to share. Let's take our time and let it air out. Now, Memphis 10 was in your chat, and me and Memphis 10 was kind of going back and forth about it. And then Memphis 10 is the one who originally put up the statistics that the BBB team has never won a game in the Drew League. And then you mimic that.
No, I did not. I didn't even respond.
No, you mimic it by saying it.
No,
Exactly what he said.
Hold on. That was a live premiere. That wasn't a live video. It was a premiere. I had already pre-recorded this. So I can't mimic anything that Memphis 10 says because the video was already recorded.
That's even worse.
What do you mean?
Because
I said in the video, they haven't won a game. They haven't won a game this year.
Since their participation in the Drew League. That's exactly what you said.
Like I said,
I went over it. I said, I know he.
Dex. I said, I'm referring to this season.
Interesting. I'll let it go.
Breaking news. Paul George will be making an appearance at the Drew League this weekend, so y'all be on the lookout. His first time returning since 2014. The Drew League just got interested. What team will he land?
Let's go, Paul George.
Is Kawhi next?
Paul George with BBB?
Well, we didn't get to that
need
yet. I mean, that'd be good to see Jello play with Paul George and even against him.
Flight and everybody on this panel, we cannot justify what we are seeing in the Drew League with BBB team. They look god awful. It's very hard to watch. They know it. But see, the thing of it is this. This is what I'm only speculating. I believe Lavar kind of intentionally put Liangelo with lesser talent so his talent can flourish or show even more.
It makes sense.
You feel me?
And you believe his talent is showing even more?
Because I know for a certain
they lose him by more than what he dropping. So that don't look good.
Okay, but let me share this though. I ain't trying to debate with nobody. I'm just going to share something. So this is my speculation that he put him with lesser talent, right? So he can, do more, because I'm quite sure he can find a legitimate point guard, because all Lavar have to do is make a phone call, and I'm quite sure somebody will play for him, because they knowing that being on the BBB team, they're getting looks. Now, a lot of people used to try to say, what's the purpose? What's the purpose? What's the purpose? Guess what? EJ been called up to NBA teams. EJ also was supposed to be scouted by a team from Spain. You understand what I'm saying? That they're coming to look at these players. So if that's the case, you don't think that he can call somebody and be like, look, you play inside the yellow, you're going to get attention, blah, 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 right? People knows that already, okay? Because look at EJ, right? Look at Curtis Hollins last season. He was all the way up to the G League for the Golden State Warriors, right? So now, with all that said and done, that these players played on BBB, some still in college, right? Because some still in college. Some played in the tournament of the NCAA tournament while they was in college, and they still played on the BBB Drew League team. So it's not like they don't have like really, really good players. They have some good players, but a lot of these players are subsidy players. They wasn't the main player on their team, but they did play
Hey,
on D1 squads. You follow what I'm saying? So they know basketball to a certain degree, but they might not be the most talented. Now, with all that said, look at all these guys are coming down to the Drew League this season. Now, normally, Drew League, you're going to have some professional players, right? But you don't have the standout professional players all the time. You follow what I'm saying? You might get a Harden one year.
really?
You
Okay.
might get a Paul Pierce one year. You follow what I'm saying? But now they're coming as a fold, like multiple top tier players are coming to play, not just one or two. You feel me? But you always had guys like the Montrezl Harrells of the world, the Daniel Gaffors of the world, the John Collins of. You always had those type of tier guys. You know what I mean? Not superstars, not stars, but kind of on the fringe. You know what I'm saying? They always played in the Drew League, and they still play, and they still on teams. But
Right.
now it's a little different. So by Jello being in this pool of talent, he's getting looked at. So if Curtis Hollins can go play in Italy, if EJ can get a look to go play in Spain or try out for some NBA teams, right? You don't think Liangelo can get that same perspective? Because he did get invited to the Summer League. He can't just walk on to some of these teams and say, man, I'm playing with y'all, man. I don't care what y'all say. I'm playing. No, that was an invitation. You understand where I'm coming from? Now these NBA players are going into the Drew League. Oh my God, the Drew League is going to be so flooded. So what it's going to eventually do is push out some of the lesser talent that's out there. You know what I'm saying? I remember last season they had this high school dude. I don't even know where he went, but that dude was awesome. And we live streamed that game. This dude was so I don't even remember his name. He was that good. I don't even really remember his name. And I'm quite sure he's at a D1 school right now somewhere. But my point is that we should stop trying to poo-poo on the Drew League because it ain't in your city. When you got your pro-am leagues in your city, then the guys that's there, I'm quite sure you respect those guys that play in the pro-ams in your city. But since they're not getting the attention that the Drew League is getting right now, a lot of you guys want to poo-poo on it. But now you really can't. You want to, but you can't because you're so attached to old media. When old media comes in and put the Drew League on showcase on their platform, you can't say much because now you're a house fighting against itself, and a house fight against itself cannot stand.
Right.
So let us respect what's going on with the Drew League. Let us respect what's going on with Liangelo based on this only. Based on this, that he is actually showing us his game in transition. While he's trying to transition and add to his game, he is showing it right now, not in the cloak of darkness, right there in the light where everybody can criticize. We can see his flaws and we can see his flourishing. And that's a great thing in itself. That's what I appreciate. That's why I champion this young man, because he got the courage to show his flaws as well as what he flourished at right on center stage in the Drew League. Now it so happens that the NBA is taking part and have taken notice.
I would like to say something, Dex and panel, if y'all don't mind. Is FYF still there?
Yeah, right after you say that, I want to say something because I got the stats for you. It's his last game.
Right. Is FYF still there?
I don't think so.
What's up, man?
FYF, you said that DKM video was false, correct? That Jello didn't
That's not
drop
what
his
I said.
numbers.
I didn't say nothing
It's
about
okay.
DKM
I knew you
video.
was gonna say that. It's okay. I knew you was gonna say that.
I didn't say
So
DKM's video.
I have proof of the stats right here. There's a Ballers Life video from 2 days ago on July 24th where Jello's stats are 27, 12, and 8.
I know, and they got it wrong.
So where
Well,
are you
hold
getting
on,
the June
Marquez.
13 from?
They got it wrong.
Marquez. They got it wrong, Marquez. His stats were 15, 8, 5, and 3. You can go to
15, 8,
wait,
5,
listen, hold on.
and 3.
Yeah, but hold on. This is where you can get the stats at, guys. It's on Instagram at Jello Zone. And his stats were 15 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, and 3 steals.
15
from the
points,
last game.
8 assists, 5 rebounds, and 3 steals.
And that's not bad. But those were his stats. The other
Interesting.
stats were
No, it's funny, Dex. Interesting.
But you can get the stats at Jello Zone on Instagram.
Why is it on
Man,
Jello?
what the hell? Well, man, that's the unofficial page, man.
Yeah, this right here is the Instagram page from, the page from Fox Sports, because they're not giving it
Really
to you in regular ESPN. Fox Sports gave you this.
interesting.
But to
No,
be honest with
Liangelo
you, that's
Ball's
not
last
bad
game was
stats though. 15,
27.
that boy got
No,
eight assists.
It's funny.
Jello had 27 points and 12 assists
That
and
was
He
No,
in
5
had
June.
12
rebounds.
three. He had
that was
12
Flight.
June
That
rebounds
was
and 8
in
13th.
assists.
June.
That
That
was
was in
June
June,
13th.
Flight.
No.
Man, hold
Bro,
on.
That
You
was
that
in
was
need
in
that
that was
YF now, man.
that was not in June. That was literally 2 days ago.
No, that was June 13th.
June
No, sir, that
13th.
was two
I'm going
days
to read it
ago.
out.
Listen,
Let me
listen, we're
read it
not
right
gonna
here
waste
to you, Marquez. Listen,
we're not
let me
gonna
read
waste
it
too
to you
much
right here,
time on this.
Marquez.
You're
That's enough.
wrong.
June 13th, 2022, on Sunday, Liangelo Ball put a show on in the Drew League. He finished with
Really
27 points, 5
interesting.
rebounds, 12
So he
assists,
wasn't
and
playing with Eli Ellis 2 days ago in the Drew
that
League?
was June.
Bro,
But that was June 13th. And then here's your
No, that
latest
was
report.
June 24th.
But he just
no.
played in July, Marquez. He just played in
It was
July.
July 24th, 2 days ago.
That's right. And his stats are 15, 8, 5, and 3.
For sure.
I'm reading it right here.
For sure. For sure.
Now on
So I
June
guess
13th,
Ball
he
Facts is
scored
wrong,
7.
Ball is Life is wrong, DKM is wrong, and Fight is wrong.
All right,
Huh?
go to Instagram and go to his
No,
page. At Jello.
we're gonna move on from this. We
Yeah,
know that we know this. Yeah, let's just
let's
get to
move
the
on.
situation with LeVar
Yeah,
Ball
let's
is doing
move
a hell
on.
of a job with Liangelo Ball. That's pretty much the key situation in the whole thing. What do you think about that, Marquez? What LeVar has done, switching him to all of these different avenues, and he's really been hands on like hell with Liangelo. This whole forever, really, but it's becoming even more evident as of late. Talk about that for a second.
Um, I mean, Lavar has always helped Jello. He's always put Jello's in the best situations to where he can succeed, right? But I'm like this with it. At the end of the day, Lavar is the GOAT of all dads. He's going to put Jello in those positions. And I personally believe that Liangelo is getting looks right now. I think that by him not putting enough talent around him, it shows people how much impact that he could bring to the game, in my opinion. Because if he can put up the stats that he was putting up against people that aren't talented enough, imagine what he can put up with NBA caliber players.
They lost by 30, Marquez.
But
So
are
Marquez,
they
that's
were they
backwards.
talented enough? Were they talented enough for you? Why you keep cutting me off, Scott? Were they talented enough?
So
Answer my
you
question,
expect
Scott. Were
his
they
numbers to
talented
get
enough?
better when he plays tougher competition?
Were they talented enough?
Yeah, I'm expecting him to be
Yes.
competitive. His numbers to look good. Yeah, shout
Right.
out
I
Nico.
mean,
Nico,
I
what you?
understand.
Yeah, Nico answered that. Go ahead, Nico.
Go ahead, Nico.
What's good? How you doing?
I
You
did
all
want
right?
to say this. I just want to speak on Jello game right
Yeah.
now. People are being like overly critiquing what they're seeing, good and bad. But this showcase is strictly for him to be a pure point, and I think he's been doing a good job at that because we know his instincts are to shoot the ball at will whenever he touches that bitch. So the fact that he's putting himself in the mindset of facilitating a team is beautiful to me, and he's not doing bad at it. Regardless if people don't think the competition is good or not, Jello is succeeding at facilitating right now, which is not his first nature in the way that he plays the game of basketball. So that's mainly
Did you
what I
watch
want
a
to say.
game that we didn't get to see?
If you haven't watched any Drew League games, probably.
So if we just go back to the most recent game, is that a good example of him running point?
Oh yeah, he's doing the exact same thing his brothers do.
So he was a good point guard in this game this past weekend.
Yes, he's doing the exact same thing his brothers
Okay.
do.
All right. That's I don't again, I did a breakdown on the whole game. I don't know what you saw. I saw something completely different, but I'll move on.
Yeah.
Well, I
One thing,
mean, if you're
one
gonna
thing I could
facilitate,
say this right here. Oh, go ahead, Nico.
no, I was gonna
Go
say
ahead,
if
Nico.
one thing is if you're gonna facilitate a team, you gotta have some killers around you. Any good point guard has that.
Okay,
You don't got killers around.
who were the killers on the other team? Because that other team had FedEx workers just like Lonzo was surrounded with. The only pro on that
And how
court
come
that
LeBron
day
didn't blow
was
him out?
Liangelo. The only pro was Liangelo.
Well, how
He
come
did all
LeBron
right.
And the
didn't blow
best
him out
player
when
of
he
that
was
game was
there?
Chris Allen, who dropped 32, and they won by 30.
I'm
Okay,
leaving alone.
and
So what you mean? So you saying the guy that works at
Woo!
FedEx who
That was
dropped
a hot.
32?
Ooh, that was a hot take.
The guy that
Ooh.
works at
No,
FedEx dropped
Wasn't.
32
I mean
and
that's
was
just not
player
hot
of the
at all.
game and won
That
by
was
30.
not a hot
But
take.
Liangelo, the pro on the court, couldn't even
Yeah.
match that output.
No,
The
listen.
other guy
Jello's
didn't have
not
no
coming here.
complaints.
I don't
The
Man,
other
that
guy
man
didn't
said,
complain about
that
his
man
teammates
said,
working
y'all
at
saying
This
somebody
is
working at
getting
the
really
I don't
convoluted.
think we quite heard me.
Yeah, hold on.
This is
Hold
getting
on.
really
Don't start
convoluted,
kicking people out,
and it
bro.
sounded
Hold on.
ridiculous.
Hold
No,
on.
Hold
man.
on. Let me say this,
Hold on.
Jack, because I clearly said this in proper,
Y'all saying
perfect
this person
English.
should be in the NBA.
Jello is coming here to
Let
play
me.
pure point guard. If
He
he wanted
wasn't
to
playing
come here and
point.
score, what? He's definitely running point for
He
his
wasn't
team.
running. He
Go ahead, Nico.
No, it's good. No, I'm just saying, like, Jello's
other
running
side of the
point for his
court, not
team. And
Why
he's
this guy keep
running.
interrupting people?
I don't
Don't
No,
lose
know.
it's all
mind.
good.
Control yourself. You're
Hey,
losing control.
no, hey, look, Lamont's a great guy. But I'm just trying to put it into the aspect of Jello's not coming here to score all the points. If he was going to do that, he would have did that already. He's coming here to play point guard. He's not trying to match a 32-point output. He's out there facilitating. It's not going to look the best to people looking for him to score. But the way that he's able to run that team, especially when his guys aren't that talented, I don't care who's on the other team, it's not going to look the best.
Right.
I got a
Dex,
question for
what
you,
you got?
FYI. I didn't have all
Hold on. Before we get to that question for FYF Dex, what were you discussing, man? Can you
No,
break down
basically,
some
I
of
would.
this nonsense?
Yeah, it's getting really convoluted because, like Nico said, he was on point where where he said it's getting
that
overcritical
had
on.
something for me.
Well, I'll let them finish and then I'll ask you because I didn't get all the stats. Go ahead, Dex.
Yeah, what Nico was saying, I 100% agree. Yeah, he's being overly praised on one end and negatively criticized on the other end, and I think they guess that's going to bring balance, but that's not bringing balance because if when you look at Jello, you got to look at his total body of work. Okay, one game he plays bad, and then you're going to say he's god awful and things of that nature. No, once the Drew League is over with, then we can get his total body of work and see if it qualifies to take him to the next level or not. Not pick and play, pick at him at every dribble he makes, every shot he makes or miss, or every turnover he gets or assist. You follow what I'm saying? Every rebound he missed or grab. You follow what I'm saying? We have to, because we witnessing Jello in transition. I keep trying to explain this to you guys, but some people just fail to realize, or they purposely, with vicious intent, to try to knock the kid. Because if you out there scouting somebody, you're going to kind of scout him for his total body of work, not just one little aspect here and there. And especially if a scout would say, you know what, hey man, we've been watching you for a couple of games, we want to see if you can do this. And then he does that, right? The first time, okay, it might not look so good because he's trying to add something to his game based on what the scouts are looking for. But once he starts doing it more and more and more and getting that muscle memory, like Nico was saying, to being a point guard, coming out of habits of being the shooting guard, that's not that's not easy. That's a kind of a difficult mindset because to be a point guard, you got to be like a quarterback. You got to know plays, you got to know where everybody is on the court at all time, and you got to know their tendencies. So this is something I believe Jello is trying to learn on the go. Not in the back alley somewhere. He's doing it on the go, being streamed by multiple thousands of people at the same time. So if you're not careful, then you're going to allow yourself to seep in a real dark place. If you're not careful, you're going to allow yourself to be so heavenly bound that you know earthly good. So we got to just bring balance to this, man. Let's have an equilibrium. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? There's nothing wrong with bringing balance. Don't try to overly criticize because somebody overly praising him. Stay within the balance when you judging something that's on the move.
And when you
Yeah, I
say
just
that,
want.
when you say that,
I just
Dex,
Uncle Vern.
Marvin, let me say, hey Marvin, I'm gonna give it to go, Marvin. But when you
what's
say
going
that,
on,
Dex,
Vern?
when you say what's going on, Marvin, when you say that, Dex, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. But then I got to go back and agree with Lamont too, because Lamont is right and correct when he critiques Jello's game. He's correctly when he's saying that Jello need to stop turning his back with all that dribbling and all that stuff he be doing right there. It's okay if Jello come out and get 99 points and 2 assists. That ain't no points guard job. His job is to get that and to take the offense and everything and to get the ball to where it need to be going to. So yeah, Jello's doing good, yes, but he got a long way. Jello got a long ways to go as far as playing in this today's NBA.
Yeah, I
I'm
just wanted to
sorry.
ask. I'm sorry. I just wanted to ask FYF because I didn't get all the stats. They didn't give them all to me. But he had 15, 8, 5, and 3. How many turnovers did he have, FYF?
Are we still going by that? Okay. Yeah, how many turnovers you
No,
got,
I'm just saying.
FYA?
I'm asking because I didn't get all of the stats. The stats were 15, 8, 5, and 3. That's all they showed. And then they wouldn't let me get into his page.
Can I say this real
But
quick?
but
I see
8
Jay
assists, that's
Smitty
good.
said that I didn't watch the game, and I uploaded at least the second half on my channel. I think that people they're looking to look at everything that he's not doing right at all times. Playing with mediocre talent around him. Hey, shout out to them guys though, and playing a position that he doesn't play. Jello is a shooter. He shoots the ball. All we're doing is showing off a different aspect of his game. That's all it is. He's not there to just shoot and take all the damn shots. Why can't people accept that?
It doesn't fit their narrative, Nico. You know the answer to that already. Don't fit their narrative.
Yeah,
But
because
I mean,
I barely heard anybody speak about how he's pulling up in the thralls of contention. You follow what I'm saying? He's pulling up. He's coming off screens. He's running off pin downs. I'm not hearing that. Isn't that what they do in NBA?
Leave it alone, Dex.
Yeah,
Like
I
you
didn't get a
said,
chance to
he's
watch
not
it.
talented enough.
he first of all, he's not doing a whole lot of that stuff anyway because he's playing out of position. So all that stuff you asking for him, you
I
looking
get
for him to
it.
do right now, he ain't gonna be doing that. He ain't gonna be thinking about doing that. He's doing something that he's not used to doing, and that's handling the ball and facilitating it, bringing it up and all that. That's something he's not used to doing. So that's a
That's
whole
what I
different
just
animal.
said. That's what I just said.
That's a different animal right there.
A whole
That's a
different animal.
totally
I
different.
agree. He's doing something
So
right before our eyes, going into transition of adding to his game, adding to his repertoire, or whatever you want to call it, his weaponry. He's doing that right now. He's not like putting that to the back burner when he go to the Drew League and just
Right,
doing what he do best. He's bringing all that together. You follow what I'm
right,
saying? It's called correlate. He's bringing it
right.
all. So some of it's gonna look good, some of it's gonna look ugly. What it's gonna look good is what he does naturally, and what's gonna look ugly is that when he's in that cocoon going through that metamorphosis. That's the only thing I'm saying. But it seemed
Right.
like my words are falling on deaf ears. We're not saying Jello is all world. What we're saying is that he's good at what he do naturally, right? That when he led California 2 years in a row, the scoring champ. But he's adding something different so that to his dimension. That's what people are criticizing. And that's what I'm saying you're wrong. You should have criticized that. Let's wait and see how this unfurl when the Drew League is over and then say, was it worth it or not? Because we don't know. One morning he can wake up and have 50 assists. And what you going to say then? We don't know.
he was cherry picking. No, you're gonna find something to say, Dex.
I mean, I just dislike the aspect that people are critiquing him and he's delivering a different style. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. I said it multiple times. Right now, he's running a Lonzo ball roll. We never see Lonzo take all the shots. Jello is changing his brain to not do that. Jello
No,
takes all the damn shots if he can.
hey
I
y'all.
like it in him.
What I said in the video was he can't showcase any true point guard steals with the pace that Lavar had them guys playing. He can't showcase anything because the only thing that Lavar has them doing is pressing and slinging the ball up the court as fast as they can. And you got a ton of guys taking bad shots. And so Jello can't showcase nothing when they're
That's
playing at
on
the
Jello's
frenetic
fault.
place. There was too many times where instead of pushing the ball up the court, I felt like he was flinging it up. instead of pushing it up. This is where we can see the ball handling and the playmaking once you get across that half court line. He never saw that, but he's flinging it up to Eli. He's flinging it up to some of these other guys that nobody cares to see. And if you're trying to really showcase true point guard skills, you're going to have to show it in the half court. Full court passes ain't going to cut it.
Thank you, Chuck Morris. He said it right on the
Can I
dot.
ask
Before I
this?
can get it out my
Are you
mouth.
wanting to see him do a one-man fast break? Is
No,
that what you prefer?
there's no such thing as a one-man fast break. When I'm saying push the ball,
I mean,
that means
there
when you
is.
get the ball, you're not
Nico,
always looking to
leave it
just
alone,
give it up
Nico.
like a hot potato. And every time he gets the ball off a rebound, he's trying to get rid of it as quickly as possible. That's the way
It's
it
always
looks.
gonna
And
be
that's
Isn't
what
that
the video
isn't that the
shows.
kind of fast break offense you like and prefer?
No, there's no such thing. First of all, the only fast break offense that
interesting
exists
because
is
you
a
said that on
pistol
the show
offense.
too.
And a
Hold on,
pistol
Marquez.
offense is not about
But
flinging
isn't
the
that what
ball
you
up the court
prefer a guy to do?
recklessly.
To move the ball as soon as he gets it in the
First
fast
of all,
break.
what I'm saying is they're playing at a frenetic pace. It's not just causing them to lose games, but it's not allowing anybody to showcase what they can do as far as what they have in their game. Jello cannot showcase anything with regards to any point guard skills because they're playing at a such frenetic pace. And they're getting blown out while doing it.
What pace is different from when Lonzo Ball was running point guard?
Bro, you cannot compare Lonzo to Liangelo.
I'm asking you a question.
You cannot compare what Lonzo did at UCLA to the Drew League.
No, I'm talking about
So
the
let's not
offense
conflate
that they're
two
running
things that
right
don't
now.
even
Lonzo
compare,
Ball ran a
especially when
majority
the
of his
other
life.
team is full of guys that work at FedEx.
I don't know if you're hearing me real
over.
quick. I'm asking you, within that offense,
That's very
what's
disturbing.
different that Lonzo Ball did
Hold on. They
than what
were not
Jello's
running
doing?
any offense.
That's the point. Well, then you can't put that on Jello. You got to put that on whoever developed the team together and who's practicing and doing all that. That's not Jello's fault, nor is his concern. Why would it be Jello's concern about how well they're playing? He got to get them the ball, just like you say he do. And you say he giving it to the wrong one. So if that's the case, if he just take it upon himself to do all the scoring and everything else, you say he out of pocket because he ain't playing within the system with the guys. What do you mean? You can't have it both ways with that, FYF.
No, I'm not saying he needs to do everything. Well, I'm saying if you guys say he's trying to showcase new skills, their style of play is not showcasing anybody's skills.
It ain't showcasing nothing.
No,
It's
that's not
working on.
showcasing. Exactly.
Summer
Thank you.
league.
Thank
It's
So what are
working
y'all
on.
doing? What are y'all
He
saying?
ain't showcasing new skills like that. You
It's
think that's
working on.
showcasing? Stop playing with words, FYF. See, that's what you need to get her out of. Just be straight up. You listen, you laughing.
Hold on,
Just be
Dex.
straight up.
Dex,
You know
you
he's
just
not
said I play with
showcasing
words, but you say
Yes.
convolute 4 times in one sentence.
because that's what you guys are doing when you
You
talking
said
all over
convolute
people.
the convoluting.
Convoluted,
And I play with
convoluting,
words.
convolution.
Stop it, man.
However you
same
want,
thing.
whatever tense you want to use it in, it
You
doesn't
say
matter.
you
Same
use
word.
the
But
most pointless
see,
words
there
and
we go.
sentences that are
There we
so
go.
irrelevant.
There
And
we
you say
go.
I'm playing with words.
There we
I'm
go.
being straightforward. I did a
Here we
full
go, guys.
breakdown of every.
Episode.
I did a full
Episode.
breakdown
Another
of the
episode.
positives, and I did full breakdown of the negatives. It's not
Can
my
I get
fault
a
that the
breakdown of
negatives
the difference
exist.
between him and Lonzo in this offense?
So here, this is what I want y'all to do. Can
Uncle
anyone
Vern
here
said
say the
something so
negative?
potent, but FYF wanna hide what Uncle
Back go
Vern said.
past it.
Move the goalpost.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, Uncle
but
Vern?
Dex,
He thinks we don't realize that.
I know he
Dex,
realized
I
it, but
just want to.
that's why he got to do. He got to get lost on conversation because he get you lost on conversation. That's why he go back to the words that you use. He take your words and use it against you. But then it's just like you said.
But
How can you? It's just like I said. How can you expect Jello to do this? And
This,
you said, "No, well,
this
yeah,
is all
that's what you
pointless
said."
because the video
You
shows
said
the truth.
you
All
said
you got to
over
do is
you
play
said
the
talking Uncle
video.
hold on.
Vern.
You said that he
Show some
showcased.
decorum.
You used that word showcase about 30 times already.
Just
So
play
let's
the
get to
video.
showcasing.
How about
First of all,
we just
if
tell Flight to play the
Jello,
video?
if he's showcasing, he wasn't showcasing
How
when they
about we
was
just
doing.
tell Flight to play the video? And they can't
Okay,
nobody lie.
Jello ain't showcasing nothing, my
Tell
brother.
Flight to just play the video right now.
Jello ain't showcasing
And
nothing.
can't nobody lie then.
Why you keep talking over people? I mean, where does that come from?
Hey, Flight,
Come
can you
on,
play the
FYF.
video? Can you play the Ballers Life video?
Let Uncle hold on, Uncle Vern. Wait,
Yeah.
Flight, hold on one second, Flight. Let
this
Uncle
is
Vern
nothing. Have you
spill.
spoke with Marquez?
Let other people
This is
talk,
mild.
man.
Hey,
Uncle
but
Vern,
that
we
don't
want to
matter.
hear
This-
from you, Unc.
I mean,
Right.
look, you see, FYF when he use tactics and want to clown and joke on people because his argument's
I
been
didn't say one joke.
flipped over multiple times. But go ahead, Uncle. Can you let Uncle Vern
Hey,
speak? Are you
but
gonna let Unc speak?
like if like Lamar, I was saying, Lamar will tell you, boy, you a smart young man when it comes down to basketball, the X's and O's and everything else. But as far as going to the, knowing the person, the basketball player and his position going into that and into Jello's position going into the league and trying to do everything you got to do, you got Jello mistaken. It's like you got an animosity against him. So anything that he do really ain't gonna be good enough. It's just like it's just to a certain extent. It ain't like you critiquing book night playing the same position or trying to play the point guard and use Jello the same way. You would use it against Jello. You would take his good spots and make that to be bad. And then you take his bad spots, like turning it up and facing and going to the basket, turning it back and going to the basket like that. You overreact on those things. But like when Dex asks you about his good things, you don't go to his good things, like shooting and everything like that, positioning up like he was doing in the other league, in the league when the Charlotte Hornets brought him up in. You didn't critique that like that. But this time you did it because he's out of position. Oh, he's bagging in too much. Watch him bag in too much. He can't do that. Of course he can't do it, goddamn, because he ain't no point guard. So he got to work on those.
I mean,
so
nah,
that ain't
Dex.
show this. That ain't showcase. That ain't showcase
So
shit.
hold on.
That's working on. This is summer league.
Hey,
Thank you.
This is summer league.
Thank you, Uncle Vern.
hold on.
Good
Let me
take,
answer
good
that
take.
question for you.
Go ahead. Ain't no question.
Let me. I'll just rebuttal for you.
Go ahead.
So here's the problem with that. I've done at least 7 videos on Liangelo, and most of them are all positive. I even did one last year, especially after his summer league performance, showing and showcasing the highlights where he has significantly improved his game. And I actually felt like last year, because of his conditioning, he had a real shot, a realistic shot at making an NBA roster. And I big up that. So let's not act like I just look for the negative. When I have more videos showcasing the positive, you guys just don't care or actually go watch. So when I do one video showcasing some of the flaws that I see are prohibiting him from succeeding, you want to overreact and act like everything is all negative when you haven't even looked at I have a catalog of 900 videos. Go do some homework. I don't just hate on people. I showcase positive when it's there, and I showcase negative when it's there. I'm not going to be on one side of the podium for nobody.
Okay, when you say succeeding,
I apologize that I'm not kissing his ass right now. I'm sorry. But he hasn't done anything on the court that makes me say that's NBA ready.
Okay, Lamar, when you say succeed, you want him to be succeeding. When you say you was good, talking good about when he was succeeding, what do you mean? Then at what time was he succeeding that you was
So
talking
I
good
said,
about?
I just broke this down, bro. I said last year, after his first game in Summer League, when he came in, it looked like he dropped a lot of weight. And after that first game, I think he dropped 22. I did a highlight of the full game, breaking down all the plays where I said, this is where he improved. He hasn't showcased this skill. This is where he improved defensively. He looks faster here. I did a 30-minute video breaking down all the positives. So it's okay for me to do the positive. When I do one video and I actually showcase some of the negatives that are hurting him right now, you want to act like it's just all hate. When I've done more videos supporting the brother,
none of it is hurting him. That's what I've been trying to tell you. FYI.
Y'all got to stop it. I just call it evenly. That's the only thing that I do.
Okay, let me share this. I keep trying to tell you guys, Jello is set. Jello is good. How many times I got to reiterate that Lamelo got the keys, right? It's 3 things that Lamelo asked for with this Charlotte Hornet team in that Slam magazine interview. And some of it was his exit interview from the season. He wanted the keys, he wanted his number, and he wanted to play with his brother. Okay? So what you're seeing is what Chuck Morris and what Uncle Vern has been telling you guys all along, and I've been sharing it with you all along too, that a lot of this Drew League stuff is not showcasing to get him into the NBA. That's going to happen in Greensboro. He's locked in with Greensboro. He's locked in by the Hornets wing. Okay? And I'm telling you guys, he's already locked in with Greensboro. He's going to be the number 3rd person that calls up if need be. That's it right now. So everything he's doing now, getting in shape, he's still working on aspects of his game. There's no more it's no showcase. He showcased the Summer League. That's the showcase. The Drew League is more to get you ready for the Summer League, for your win, for, you know what I'm saying, for your stamina and things of that nature. You can work on whatever you want to work on in the Drew League, whether it looks sloppy, whether it looks good, whether you're going to stay with it, or whether you're going to abandon it. It's just something that he's working on. He's locked in with the Greensboro Swarm. He's locked in with the Hornets. His brother got the keys. His brother got his jersey. And Liangelo will soon be in a Hornets jersey. I keep telling you guys that all this stuff that these cats are talking about is frivolous. It's really frivolous. It's basically a moot point. All they doing is bumping their gums, want to hear how it sounds. Now remember that I'm telling you this. I keep trying to tell you guys. Remember, I'm saying it. Flight didn't say it. I'm saying it. Remember, I told you guys when Lonzo was injured that he might not come back.
You said this last
year. I never said that Lonzo would be back for the playoff. I never co-signed that. Whoever said it on this channel, I never co-signed that. I was like, man, you guys got to be careful.
You
Let's
said
just
the
say,
same
you got
things
to take
about
back.
Liangelo last year.
No, I didn't say the same
Are
thing
you
about
gonna
Liangelo
Yes, you
last
did,
year.
are you
Dex.
gonna
It's
let
because
Dex
I
FYF, you gonna
couldn't
let Dex finish?
say this last year because Lamelo didn't have the keys last year. I couldn't have said that. You follow what I'm saying? Lamelo was it was an internal strife in the locker room with the coach. I
So you
couldn't have
saying
said
you
nothing
didn't
like that.
say Liangelo would be on the Charlotte Hornets roster last year?
No.
Okay.
If you can find
I
it, prove it to me.
I'm
I
Flight
trying to
don't
figure out what
delete
this
nothing.
proof
Flight
is.
don't delete nothing.
Right.
I said
And I
I
ain't never
said
got a lie to
crazy.
kick it.
I said all three of them was gonna be on the Charlotte Hornet roster. I was damn near wrong because that Lonzo didn't get on that asshole. So goddamn, if Lonzo would have been on there, I'd have been all the way right now, wouldn't I?
Yep, sure would have.
Yeah.
Yep.
True.
That's the only thing
So
that I'm trying to share with you guys, right? Liangelo is cool. All he has to do is be freaking healthy. Okay, we know he has ankle issues, and long as those ankle issues hold up, that's why he's heavily strapped on his ankles. That's why. As long as them ankles hold up, he's gonna be in Greensboro. He's gonna be shooting that ball. He's number 3 on the depth chart, and then if anything happens, he can get called up.
But
This is for
Right.
this year.
he wasn't
I'm only
even
saying
number
for
3 on the depth chart in summer league. How's he gonna be number 3 on the depth chart in the G League?
Bro, he's not listening, Dex. You got it. He's not listening.
Like, when are they gonna prioritize him? They haven't prioritized him at all, ever. He's not gonna be number 3 on anybody's depth chart.
Sky, stop lying. I ain't never said nothing like that, Sky. Because reason why I don't say stuff like that, because I don't have to speculate. All I gotta do is act. What's the situation? If it ain't no news
All
coming
you
back,
do is
then I don't give no
speculate.
news.
Oh,
If I
That's why
speculate,
you've
then
been speculating the
I'm
whole
talking about
game.
on this
Stop
situation. If
capping.
I speculate, this channel knows I'm gonna say I'm speculating. Or if I'm joking or being charismatic, I'm gonna put it out there like that because I know that some people take whatever I say as Bible, and I'm not here to mislead
100%.
people. Nor am I working off ego. I'm not working off ego when I come up here because I ain't gotta come up here. See, YouTube ain't my thing. I don't have a channel. I don't benefit off this whatsoever. I don't advertise and do nothing really on here. I'm just here with Flight because Flight, my boy. I love how Flight is what he's doing with this channel, and so since I'm so intrigued of this young man, I'm backing this young man with some of my resources that I have. That's all it is. So if anybody think anything different, it ain't. Because if it was about myself, Flight knows I would be doing interviews all over Instagram and YouTube because people be requesting for me, and I don't do it. I say interview Flight. Check with Flight. You follow what I'm saying?
are you got my interview on FYF? You want to come over there and do an interview?
See, listen. See what I'm saying?
Come on over to
Hey, go ahead
FYF.
and do
You
that.
just
See what
trolling.
I'm saying? You see what I'm
You
Come
want
on
to do
over
an
to
interview,
FYF.
right? No, you gotta be careful.
saying?
Hey, that's a good little olive
Gonna
branch
take that
extended
around his
there.
audience.
Appreciate that.
Oh
Hey,
man,
can I answer that question on
Like,
the screen?
but I go over with no, but seriously, yeah. Oh wait, hold on one second. But FYF, I go over there. Me and Lamont be over there just having a ball. You know that though.
No. I said for an interview. When you can't get
Yeah.
saved. When you just you on the hot seat.
Get Flight, man. I'll come right behind Flight.
Put Flight out
And
there.
listen, if you
Look,
get Flight and I
I'll come
come
over
behind
if
there.
Dex
Flight,
is cool, he's not gonna
you'll
ask
be
you no
surprised what I'm going to
incarcerating
tell
question.
you
Yeah, like
because you know I break news on your channel.
no,
Like, he just put
I
you, he
broke
just
I'll
news
answer
in
set
all
the
the
you, put
chat
you
in
in
questions.
your
front of the
chat.
gun.
FYF, I'll answer all the questions.
No, I don't
You
charge
ever,
nobody, bro. Slim, I don't charge nobody.
I got everything. Trust me. I got all
I'll
the
charge
political responses for
$1.50.
I
you
got
guys.
you, Sky.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
okay. Go ahead, answer that question. Somebody,
You
Nico,
trying
can
to
you answer
cut
that question?
somebody out?
He said, Dex and Nico, please respond. If we're showcasing Jello and want him to make it to the league. Niggas, he basically already there, by the way. Why put him in a position where he
He's
looks
a professional
uncomfortable?
basketball player.
I don't think anybody is going to the Drew League for NBA scouting specifically.
Right.
There's probably some overseas people scouting here and there, but this is just playing basketball. Like, that's why I don't understand why people are so like. Why is it so serious? I don't get it, and it's only when it comes to these ball family niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because I just seen Trae Young stink it up. He getting nothing but praise still, but it's okay though. Because I want all these dudes that we know and we love their game to succeed. But Jello, if he don't play at least 80% special every game, it's nothing but a shit avalanche on the way. Right
I can
now,
swear they roasted John Collins for laying an egg in the Drew League. I can swear they killed THT
Where?
for playing like a bum in the Drew League.
well,
Where?
we also said that was Trey Young, not them.
I don't remember. It was John Collins that laid the egg. Trey Young was out there throwing oops off the backboard.
Yeah,
See?
oops off the backboard.
John Collins
And
was out there playing like some hot garbage.
that's
Interesting.
because he do play like hot garbage.
I mean,
But
he might
Trey
be, but I'm
Young put
saying
up
they
some Jello
flamed
type
him.
numbers.
They flamed
Is what I'm getting
THT
at.
for being a bum. Like, it's like if you play like a bum and you a pro, people gonna call you out. It don't matter who you is. It ain't just exclusive to the Ball family.
Interesting.
Actually, it kind of is because Jello hasn't played like a bum yet.
And you're still
We should
having
even
all
have
the
him in
tape
those
for him.
categories.
Yeah, that is
Hold
true.
on.
You
We
taking it
gave
too
him
far.
praise when
You
he
taking
scored
no.
27,
I
but he
thought you
laid an
taking it
egg
too
this
far,
last game
man.
and they got dropped off by
No, he
30. It's
didn't.
time
No,
to
he
get the
didn't.
smoke.
No, he didn't.
I mean,
Nico, you show, he know he show can't call Lonzo no bum, he can't call Melo no bum, so he got to go at Jello. I'll tell
you know
you
what,
what,
Vern? I was
my
thinking that
God.
right when I was listening to the
the
stream.
more you
Oh
talk,
my
the more
God!
you
Y'all act like
Like,
it's a vendetta
can I
against
say
us. It
something,
ain't
Vern?
nobody.
Hey,
Everybody loves
niggas
Lamelo.
really think they're giving out here. Niggas really think they're giving beautiful, amazing basketball critiques by calling Lamelo Ball good. We knew this
Right.
already, but the fact that he's undeniably good at everything that we can imagine when it comes to basketball now, niggas is just quiet as fuck, as you should be. But the
Ooh.
fact that it's something that we could pick apart when it comes
Oh,
to Jello or Zoe, they take
They will
every
keep doing
opportunity to stomp on these niggas' necks anytime they don't do great.
it.
That
Absolutely.
shit is sick, bro.
I agree, Nico. That
hold
is
on.
valid.
Nobody was killing Jello in the summer league.
Yes, you were.
Nobody was. There wasn't. It was only
You
one
made
dude
a
on
video
YouTube going at Jello. That was Matt B. Great.
Man, you made a video 7 days ago
And
talking
that
about
video
Jello
touched
is
what,
a great leader.
300K plus
I did
people?
a reaction video to Matt B. Great's video. That's called a reaction. That ain't me
Well, I'm
making a video.
saying in general, it
But when
doesn't
you're
have to be
agreeing
the
with
same
those
person
points,
every
They
time.
was actually taking it easy on Liangelo,
Interesting.
even after summer league.
Easy. You see how you talked? You see how you
Wasn't
talking
nobody
about
going at no
easy?
Liangelo.
Sky, I'm there. Sky, let me in. Sky, I'm there.
Hey,
No, y'all
hey,
definitely
hey,
poke at Jello each and every time you
hey,
get a
Nico.
chance to.
Nico, you're wasting your
Ooh.
energy, bro. Nico, you're wasting your energy.
But
I would
No,
just
this
stop
is
arguing.
fine. Look, you live for
His
the
logic is
debates.
like
It's
absolute.
all
I
good.
said, I got 900 videos. I got more videos in support and being positive with Jello than negative.
Interesting.
That
Well, I mean,
kills
this
their
isn't
whole
just
art. That
strict to
kills
you.
that logic.
Well, yeah, but this isn't
Interesting.
just strict to you. I didn't say Lamont out here stomping on this nigga neck every time he get a chance.
But who are these people? Like I'm saying, put names on it. It's just YouTube. Put names on it.
YouTube.
Call them out.
Okay.
If you can find any
We're good.
creator, it's smaller creators, it's
Ooh.
bigger creators. I
We're
mean, I don't
good.
have a
Call 'em
list
out.
of
Put 'em
names.
on
I could
Front
type it
Street.
in. I'll find it though.
No,
You're
listen,
good.
we don't need to be doing too much name dropping.
Man,
We're
come
already
on,
doing
man.
way too much of that. Yeah, you
Right.
talking
Yeah,
about
I
killing
be
names.
respectful. I leave names at the door when I come in here, except for the people on the
Oh,
panel for the most part. No, that's out of respect for Flight. He don't like giving out free clout to people that we ain't gonna go
Clearly, who
there.
don't deserve it. Who don't deserve
But
it.
point
No,
being,
think right.
I'm just putting in the dynamic of LaMelo Ball has to be this great one of one creature to not get shit on. Trust me, before he really showcased this, people was shitting on him. Last year is when everybody quiet.
ooh.
We're not
Everybody
gonna get
before
into
the
that.
draft.
He was the number.
Yeah, we're not
They had
forgetting that.
most media outlets had him projected to go be the number one pick going into the draft. Where's all this criticism when he's
He should have
expected
been
to
a
be a
number
top
one
3
overall
draft
pick.
pick?
That was a travesty.
Yeah, he became the number one after a season on Australia. He wasn't always number one.
Right.
Okay.
Right. He's
Okay.
been getting
What you
criticized
hold on? No
almost
player's
his whole
always number
career
one.
before he went
Players rise,
overseas.
players fall.
But he's
He
always
rose
been
to
that
the
guy.
top.
Nothing
He rose to the
changed.
top.
He's
He
always
stayed.
that guy.
He's always been that guy.
Come on, man.
But
And the
everybody's
thing
been
is,
critiquing him since he was in middle school. He's always been this
and
guy.
you can't honestly expect them to keep ESPN to keep him at number one when he's not playing actual basketball and other guys are. That's why it was fluctuating. It wasn't because of hate, because
Really?
as soon as he got back on the court, he shot back to number one.
Really?
Nah, he didn't shoot back to number one at Spire.
No, that's not Spire.
When
No,
he
shot back
went
to
to the
number one.
NBL,
And listen,
He
nor
shot
did
back to
they
number
invite him
one
to
when
the
he went to
McDonald
NBL.
All-American game. Don't forget that.
Hold on, and Dex, and then he didn't even become number one during the Australia season. It was after that when
hold on,
people
but
had
did he
time
end
to
up
do
being number
nothing but
one?
watch.
Did he end up being number one? Yes or no?
Oh
So
yeah,
you
No.
telling me
top
you
three.
mad because he wasn't number one long enough?
No,
No,
we're
not
mad
that.
because
What I'm
no, we're
saying
mad
is
because
he
people
has
like
to
to pump
continue
him.
to prove his greatness when he's already great. That's the
Bro,
only way people
they knew
like he
he was
has to
going to be
literally
great
play
by
it
the
great
time the
every
draft
night.
hit. He was projected to be 1, 2, or 3. That's great.
Yeah, before the draft.
They were saying this when he was in the NBL.
No, he wasn't.
That's before the draft.
What?
They was.
And actually, it wasn't when he was in the NBA. It was after the NBL season.
Bro, when he was in the
That's
NBL,
facts.
the only thing I saw
No,
was
he was
people
not.
on ESPN like Mike Smith talking about doing. Because remember, Mike Smith was the only one actually going over there because a lot of the scouts wasn't traveling over there to watch him play, and he was really bigging this man up. And
That
he
was
was one bringing all
after
the
the season
information
was
back,
over.
and everybody else was just running with it. It was all
That was
positivity
after
coming
the
out of the
season was
NBL.
over. That was
Well,
I think it
toward
was
the end
him
of the
and
It's
season.
not. That
Jonathan
was during.
Gavoni. I think that's another dude, Jonathan Gavoni.
Bro, they were once he got on the court in the NBL, it was all positivity because he was balling.
really interesting.
I mean, that's
interesting.
cap.
Yeah.
That's cap. That's cap.
I don't know.
Hey,
Why do y'all manufacture hate from places that don't even exist?
because
It's not manufactured.
Hey,
Go ahead, Uncle Vern.
Can Nico, let me answer that question. This is why, Lamont. Look here, I'm gonna tell you something. Look, remember when those sports writers, they all came to the conclusion at the end of the season and everything, who was gonna be the rookie of the year and everything else? It didn't take them long to figure that out. It took you a long time. You still trying to figure out Melo. They figured out Melo a long time ago. That's why he got 87 first place votes. And that other dude got 17 or 15. You do the math, god dang it.
What does that got
And
to
then
do with
look,
what we talking about, bro?
I'm talking. The other dude is Anthony Edwards. If you consider Anthony Edwards or anybody else in Melo's class to be
Cooking
better
tonight.
to be
I don't even know what
Wiseman
he's
or
talking
anybody
about.
else to be better than he is, you got it all twisted. He
Vern,
should have been number.
if there's this hate parade, he wouldn't have got Rookie of the Year.
Whoa, I'm talking about on your part, my brother. We talking about the hate coming from your side.
When did I hate on LaMelo?
You hate on all of them. You really don't respect none of them. You don't respect none of them, even down to the dead. You don't respect him neither.
Vern, I did a whole video series on LaMelo. I said even when he was at Inspire, I said he was going to be a top 3 pick.
FYF, I want to tell you something from the outside.
When y'all come up with this
from the
stuff?
viewer's perspective, you coming off like a hater towards, maybe you feel like you're not.
Every
Maybe
single
you need
night.
to do a better job. Maybe you need to do a better job.
It's not my job to come off a certain way. It's my job to be honest.
All right, well,
okay, honestly, we're telling you.
take it how you want. Everything that you're saying is bad.
You take it how you want.
Oh man!
But everything that I do, see, I don't just get on video and talk. I'll play the game and I'll do the breakdowns. I'll bring coaches and scouts on to do the breakdowns with me on video. So it's not just me talking.
FYF, what you said
You're
before?
not
a doctor without a PhD.
You just talk.
What did you say about the
we're not just talking. You just talking. We could do the same thing that you talking.
Okay. I want you to do a breakdown tomorrow. I need to see that video breakdown.
We don't.
That's your lane.
Hey, FYF, listen. Once you and Flight break a video down, once y'all do it together.
Yeah, I know, Flight. Yeah, let's do that, Flight.
I'm not
see, Dex putting you on a hot seat. Dex is putting you on a hot seat, Flight.
I think you should. You do have enough basketball IQ to do it.
No, Flight. Let's do the video breakdown. No, Dex, you need to do that. You need to do it with me.
And let's not put him in a spot where you got to name every offense or defense.
No. I'm not trying to hear all that.
No. Let's do it. You know so much.
I don't do video breakdown.
And when you do a breakdown, ain't nobody asking about offenses. We just talking about sets.
Ain't nobody asking about offenses. Interesting.
Time, score, space, all these things. It's just regular basketball breakdown.
It's a pro-am player about.
But I'm not insightful enough. Listen. I'm FYF. I'm not insightful enough to do basketball breakdowns.
Yes, you are.
Because I don't know all of the jargon. You follow what I'm saying? Now, hoop jargon Mike can do it with you or Flight.
No.
Because they both play basketball. I never really played basketball.
Intelligent basketball mind on this panel.
No, listen, because I'm going by perspective. Thank you, FYF. I appreciate that. But I'm going by perspective.
On the video.
Hoop jargon.
No, Dex. You're the brightest basketball mind I've heard in the last 30 days.
Hoop jargon. Let me talk to you. Hoop jargon or Flight. They're both players who play basketball at a nice level. Hoop jargon more so probably than Flight. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't play basketball at a level like that. I'm just a fan of the game. You follow me?
That's
I, I'm not.
I just
I'm
want you
not
to
a
bring your
basketball
I just
junkie.
want you
I'm
to
more of a
bring your
baseball junkie.
perspective. I just want you to bring your perspective as we break down.
Or you can get Athletic One.
Right.
Interview Athletic One,
Who's
and
Athletic One?
you don't know A1?
Right.
No.
Oh, A1 is interesting.
How am I supposed to know
Melo
who
was
these
ranked
guys
number
are?
23
I
in the
don't see the
nation.
names.
But anyway, never
come
mind.
up
Don't
the
worry about it.
names.
I don't want to convolute it. But listen,
Right.
flight or hoop jargon could be a really
No, I've
good.
already done it with flight. I mean, I've already done it with hoop jargon.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Well,
That's
I
cool.
need to do it with you, Dex. We need to
I
get
don't
your.
know the jargon. That you did hear me? I only can go by perspective. If we
That's
sit
all I
down and
need.
break a video
That's
down,
all I
I'm only
need.
going by perspective.
I know,
I
that's
don't
all I
know the
need is
jargon. I
perspective.
don't know the offensive language because
No, I
I've
don't
never
need that.
been.
You don't need that. You
But
just
then you
need your
got flight.
perspective.
Shit.
Just your
No.
perspective.
Hey, I'm looking at
Dex,
Melo
he's
ranking.
clearly
Nowhere is
trying
he
to
top
bait you.
3.
Where was
Just
the
your
top 3?
perspective.
Where was
You
the
got
top 3?
flight right there,
FYF?
man.
I'll go over
Answer
there.
the question. Where was
Just
the
go
top
over there,
3 in
flight,
the
and y'all
draft?
break the video down. That shit would be
Really?
crazy. Flight and FYF breaking down video.
FYF.
And don't break
Where
it
was
down on Liangelo, Lonzo, or Lamelo. Break it on somebody that is
Nah,
mutually
it wouldn't be right if I
understandable.
didn't do Liangelo.
Nico. You hear this, Nico?
Yo, what's up? Yeah, but then we gotta go over there with all the clips that he comprised.
No,
that's
flight.
the thing.
Flight. You can bring all the clips. You can bring your own clips.
Oh, that'd be crazy. Yeah, that'd be cool.
We like those.
No, actually, we'll just bring a full game and we'll break down the full game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We'll just do that.
It's best to do that. Or break down a quarter. You don't have to break down a whole game.
FYF, Nico asked you a question.
I just want to say I did look at
Fourth quarter is the
Lamelo's
most important, right?
He wasn't top 3.
Yeah, but Liangelo wasn't playing in some of them fourth quarters.
Hey, FYF, why are you avoiding Nico's question? You heard what Nico just said?
Hold on. Who's asking me a question? Hold on. What question?
Nico.
Well, I wasn't asking a question. I was just saying that LaMelo Ball only became ranked 1 after Australia going into the draft. Before then, he was nowhere near.
Hold on. You talking about big boards, or you talking about draft rankings, or you talking about ESPN high school rankings?
Both.
Okay, I'm talking about just the draft boards.
Okay. Well, that was after everybody realized this nigga's gold.
No, but the draft boards come out before the season. Like, there's draft boards out right now for next season, and they change all year.
Eric Bell said,
like Jamari Smith started off the college season last year like 15th on the draft boards. Then he rose to like 1 or 2 as they play games.
Yes, and LaMelo Ball rose high after the season.
Okay,
I remember people talking about it.
So are you talking about draft boards or high school rankings?
With that win?
Because I'm saying when it was all said and done, he was number 1.
Well, yeah. Hey, that nigga's hot fire. We knew that already.
I didn't say he wasn't nice. I'm saying ESPN and a lot of the people got it right when it was all said and done. They were right about him.
What I pick apart is, what the hell took y'all so long? He's been this guy.
Okay.
This is nothing new. Everything you see from LaMelo Ball.
Okay, you need to talk to ESPN and the Ringer and Bleacher Report. I always had him at number 1 on my draft board. I never had him below.
We're talking to the Ball family's number 1 hater. That's what we talking.
I don't know what you mean by me. I never had him below 1. I've always had him as the number 1 prospect over Wiseman. I never liked Wiseman. Over Anthony Edwards. I never liked Anthony Edwards, even though he's nice now. I've always had him number 1 before, even when he was in Aspire. So I don't know where y'all coming in. Talk to ESPN about that. I don't know why they didn't have him 1.
I was only referring to you saying that they had him ranked at number 1, but I was purposing to you that was only
they
after
ultimately got it right, and usually the cream rises to the top. So who before the draft? Who was number 1?
Who is this nigga?
I see you. I respected you, black and white in it. I respect that. If you're gonna go with the end goal, for sure, he's number 1.
If you expect ESPN to always be right, then you don't know ESPN too well. They get a lot of shit wrong.
And like your YouTube videos.
So I don't go to ESPN and be like, they need to have this ranking right. They never have the rankings right.
Right.
Oh yeah, no, I know that much. But I was saying was the way that you said it.
ESPN had a dude named Duke Brennan ranked as like a top 10 prospect. We play this fool, and my center, who ain't on no ranking boards, outscored him, and we dubbed him by 30. And they hit him for the rest of the season, didn't play him no more. So he didn't lose his scholarship to ASU. Right? ESPN gets shit wrong all the time.
Okay.
So
I understand that.
So I don't go to ESPN saying they need to have. Of course, ESPN's gonna get that wrong. They play politics and they play narratives half the time.
I'm just saying, no, Penny.
Anybody in
Ever
their right
since he's been
mind
to
always knew in
Lithuania,
the back of their mind that Lamelo was the number one prospect. And there were some teams
Lamelo didn't even go
intentionally
to
throwing dirt on
college.
his name just to drop his stock, hoping that he would fall to them. Because they will play that game too.
Interesting.
Teams will muddy the water just to lower a player's stock value, hoping that that player falls to them. They
Like
play
how you
dirty.
muddy the waters.
They play
Like how you
dirty.
muddy the waters.
So if there was misinformation
That's
being
true,
spouted out
FYF.
there by
That's true.
Liangelo,
I can vouch for that.
He's
sometimes,
spitting now.
a lot of times, teams are trying to trick another team into not taking them so they can grab them.
Interesting.
It's a dirty game at the NBA level. It's a dirty game. They will do some shady. Remember, they did it to Anthony Edwards.
Yawn.
No, I love that. No, I appreciate you giving context, but you also have to allow that context to be brought in when you say that LaMelo Ball was just number one when he wasn't always number one.
I'm saying before the draft, you couldn't hide it no more after the NBL. You had too many pro players, pro scouts who seen him play, vouching for him at that time. It was becoming too public. You can no longer hide him at Spire. Not everybody watched those Spire games. But once he went to the NBL and those videos and the scouts came back with reports, you could no longer hide the truth.
You ever
So they
seen him in
had to
JBA?
catapult him up there.
You didn't see him in Lithuania?
So
You didn't see him in Lithuania?
he wasn't getting drafted when he was in Lithuania. He wasn't eligible for the draft yet.
Oh, interesting.
You know,
You're a fucking hypocrite.
We couldn't talk
You're a fucking
about the
hypocrite.
draft at that time then.
It's okay, you're a hypocrite.
You know what I really think about? Know what I really think was the legitified LaMelo? It was this. When they signed him to that $100 million contract with Rocket, whatever nation.
Eric and Mac, let me know what park y'all at. I'll pull up on y'all. I got $100 to the winner.
All right, Dex. Yeah, but I think when LaMelo signed that $100 million contract, you understand, before he signed with the NBA, I'm telling you, I think that legitified him. What you think about that, Lamont?
I mean, it's just you can't hide greatness. That's the thing. If everybody knew, Puma knew, everybody knew. People was always after him.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So no matter what draft board you looked at, everybody in the back of their mind knew LaMelo is the best player that's going to be in this draft. Everybody knew it. You might, if you were relying on ESPN to get that right, maybe you're probably crazy. Everybody knew he was the best player in the draft. And there were a lot of teams trying to finesse to get him to fall so they could snatch him up.
Hey, Lamont. Hey, but Bob will go deeper than that. Even when Lonzo got picked number 2 with the Lakers and stuff, he was sitting down there, was all sitting at the table congratulating. Me and my mother sat down and watched it too. She watched a lot of Melo games and stuff like that. She saw that game when he got that 90-something points. She knew about that. She said, yeah, I bet you where that young boy go, he gonna be the first one to be picked too, I bet you. And she was almost right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was almost right.
Well, like I said, you can't hide the good players. I mean, you can finesse all you want, but the word's gonna get out. You just can't hide.
So how come you don't have the same energy for Jello?
What you mean the same energy for Jello? What energy you want me to have? I give him praise with what he does well. Well, first of all, it's not my energy.
Melo
Hold on. Let me ask you a question.
Your energy.
Here's the energy with Jello. Jello's been a free agent since 2018.
Right.
He's not in the NBA yet. So what I'm saying is a lot of the things that have stopped him from getting to the league, he hasn't corrected.
Okay.
And so only thing I'm doing is I'm saying when I still watch him play now, it doesn't look as if he's having a focus on fixing the things that were his problem when he was eligible to be drafted in 2018. He hasn't corrected those. Is he still a great shooter? Yes.
5 years,
is he still great off of one dribble pull up? Yes. Is he still great? Is he still great off scoring the ball in certain situations? Yes. But that's it. As great as his scoring is, it still has not got him to the NBA yet. Why? Because there's other things he needs to add to his game. And he hasn't developed them yet. And like I always said, he needs to develop them playing competitive basketball overseas because he's not getting the opportunity to play here in the U.S. G League's not playing him. Summer League teams are not playing him. He's not getting enough time on court to get better. Go somewhere where they're going to play you and make you better.
Okay, so like the summer league, he got a little bit better. He got a little bit more experience playing, doing what he's doing right now. He got experience with the league team, the summer league team, and then with the Drew league team. So that's experience. That's showing what he has to work on. That's
Playing
something
8 minutes a game don't make you better. Playing 8-minute game only piss you the fuck off when you a player.
What makes you better? This is what makes you better,
man.
Lamont. Like Lamont, you said this
Your
all the time.
opinion.
Every time you said, Lamont, you say this all the time. I'm giving you a compliment. Now listen, look. Every time you sit up there, you get work in. You put in work. You get a tape of that. You make sure you get a real good tape of that. And then you got another person that knows what the game is and how the games go. And they sit down there and they tell you the right things. Like a person like you, Lamont. You sit down there, Jello, this is what you did. This is how you did this. Don't do that, Jello. Don't do it like that. Bring it around like this. Do that. Do that, Jello. That's how you learn. That's how Lamelo learned. That's how Lonzo learned. You understand me? And he gonna keep learning too, Lamont. I'm telling you, Lamont.
I'm not saying he's not going to keep learning. I'm saying he can, if he goes overseas, he can speed up that process of learning.
He ain't going no overseas. Forget that.
Because there's no emphasis on developing him.
It ain't no NBA over there neither.
I know, but you got to get there first. You got to build up a resume. You got to get better.
He's already. Let me remind you again. Listen to me, Lamont. See this on Lamont.
He's still a free agent. He has not got signed.
What I want you to understand.
It's been 5 years.
Lamont, you made that
4
comment
years
earlier about him not being in the league yet. He's in the league, mother. He playing for an NBA affiliate team called the North Carolina.
That's not the NBA.
Okay, well then you can say that, but he's getting paid.
That's why it's called the G League.
Yeah, okay. When you get through talking, I bet you be glad to play in the G League.
Yeah, but I wouldn't walk around saying I'm in the NBA.
Yeah, but I bet you be trying to get into it, just like Jello.
Of course. Well, hold on. It's a big difference. The G League is not the NBA.
What's
the money's different?
What's the difference between your good game and his good game?
Because the G League, you got 100 people in the stands. NBA games, you got 20,000 people in the stand.
Hey, well, no, let me correct.
Thank you, Deacon Mac, because we talked about that yesterday.
Let me correct you right now. You know who be getting them asses in them stadiums? The players they be coming to see, and I think Jello can get about 2,000 or 3,000 up in there. Even if they
were there 2,000 or 3,000 people in Greensboro last year? Every game
they didn't play Jello.
They didn't play Jello. Thank you. They was at first. But, whoa! See, there we go. See, Flight. There we go. Soon as we have him on track, he does something deliberately to take himself off that track. Everybody know that they was clamoring to see Jello in the first few games, and when they wasn't playing him, they just stopped coming.
They don't need Jello. Like Jello. If Jello's is the only thing he could be used for is to sell tickets in the G League, they gonna keep him in the G League.
Listen, I'm not fighting you on that. So you will get no debunking from me.
Why
I'm
do y'all
saying
want
that
you expect me to get all happy over fans showing up in the G League?
Look, listen to more. Hey, Deck, you ain't got.
I need an answer as to why the coach wasn't playing him. When are y'all going to answer that question?
Let me give you some debunk then. I got some debunk for you because the reason why can he sell tickets in the NBA? He sure can. He can sell tickets in the NBA. It's like he can sell tickets, shoes, and everything else. It ain't no problem with that.
NBA don't care about ticket sales.
Listen to me. All you have to do is get that opportunity to get in. I'm going to tell you, Lamont.
NBA does not care about ticket sales. Ticket sales make up about 4% of the revenue.
I'm going to tell you about the NBA. Let me tell you about the NBA and the NBA owners. The NBA owners can give a jack if they win a championship.
They do care about ticket sales. So don't say that.
All they want is ticket sales, right? And revenue. That's all they think about is revenue. You understand?
Ticket sales, most of that money don't even go to the team.
Listen. So sitting Jello's ass in the swarm in the swarm ain't gonna pick up no revenue for that team. Why you thinking like that? Why I'm thinking like that? Because Michael Jordan. Look at Michael Jordan. He don't want nothing good. All he want to do is be 500 in the league. That's all he wants. So when you remember, you ain't said it yourself, Lamont. These NBA owners are a different breed of animals. Yes, they are. They cut their nose off to spite their face. Michael Jordan is that type of person. Jello has to deal with that. Not only just dealing with playing time and everything else to come up in this thing because he has organization that's keeping him behind. So that's all right. He got to fight that. Now he got to fight the criticism coming from the people that don't like him anyway. They didn't think he was going to make it anyway. But he's still doing it. He's still out there to a certain extent. He's still out there with the Swarm. He ain't out in Europe some goddamn
Oh my
where,
God, Memphis 10.
where everybody else wanted to be out throwing up at 99 points a game and not coming to America. But they want him out there in Europe away from everything. I'm telling you, Lamont, that ain't going to work. He going to stay here in the United States. He going to sell shoes. He going to sell everything he can. And he going to be good and successful. Going back to Lamont, I apologize.
But ticket sales are important because when you go to a NBA arena or even just any type of professional arena, whether it's NBA or not, most of the advertising is inside the arena. They got stuff advertising running around the ring of the ring of honors and things of that nature. You look around, it's everywhere you look is advertising. You walk to the restroom is advertising. You walk to the concession stand is advertising. You walk towards your seat, you look up is advertising. They're constantly barraging the participants and the fans with advertising. So ticket sales is important to them.
The advertising in most stadiums go to the person or ownership group that actually owns the stadium. Only one team in the NBA owns their own stadium. That's Golden State. They get 100% of ticketing sales and revenue that they bring in from venues. That's why they can stay in the luxury tax. All the other teams, they don't own their own. They don't own it. They don't own their venue. Remember, ticketing sales only made up, I think, like 50 million.
It doesn't matter who owns it. It doesn't matter who owns it. It's a partnership. Hold on one second. It's a partnership, and that partnership has to make money.
Dex, this is my field. This is what I got a master's degree in sports marketing and management. I studied this NBA thing. I know where the money comes from. The money comes from the TV deals. The money comes from the TV deals. That's where the bulk of the money comes from. They made billions of dollars in TV revenue and contracts. They only made about 50 million in ticket sales.
But most of us know that, though.
No, they don't.
You said ticket sales is not important. I'm saying it is important.
No, I'm saying it's not as important, especially to
teams.
Okay,
well, say it like that then, Lamont. Then that's different.
I can't say it like that because every time I try to break it down, y'all cut me off. And you let Vern
no, you the one initiated. What you talking about?
Hey, Lamont.
I didn't talk about ticketing sales. Y'all did said that he's selling tickets in Greensboro.
What? Somebody rewind the stream.
Vern just said that. Vern brought that up.
Let me ask you this question then. Hey, Lamont, what's the difference between subscribers and followers? Because you got a lot of followers.
Shout out.
It depends on how you personally define it.
Well, I'm telling you, personally defined, if I look it up, he got 2 million some goddamn followers. And they ain't spending money. They follow me, they better be spending something.
What does that got to do with this? What are you talking about?
What that got to do with ticket sales? That goes with what I'm telling you, boy. You lose. You catch on.
Most of the ticket sales go to the venue. They don't go to the team.
It goes to the person that put the masses in the
now,
seat. That's what I
the
said.
gear, merchandise sales go to the team.
That goes to the person.
Merchandising goes to the team, yes.
That's what Lonzo.
But concessions and ticketing usually goes to the venue owner.
The ones that putting the masses in the seats. He got followers. Them people following him. They followed him out there to the Swarm.
They need to go fill up Greensboro. They need to go fill it up and start a petition to get them on the roster.
If they want to fill it up, they better play the man.
What we know, they're not going to play him.
Once they stop playing him, people stop going.
Why would he wait around on Greensboro to play him when they've clearly shown they're not going to play him?
Because he getting paid. I wait around too. They gonna pay me. I wait around.
Uncle Vern, I don't know if it's so getting paid because I think he only getting about 50,000 or something like that to play with them.
Dex. If they look here, Dex, I'm gonna tell you something. He don't need no tennis shoes, buddy. He don't need those, what's the name? But he don't need that stuff. That ain't the point. They paying us some attention, Dex. Keep paying me some attention. I stand there long enough until I get my own right and I can do my own thing.
Right, I feel you.
Some attention.
I feel you. Exactly. I agree with that.
His father told you that. Look, they ain't got to pay Jello. Look, this is what Jello said. He got this, he got that. He already got that.
I agree. You're right. I agree with that.
What he got to do is be hungry, Lamont. That's my point. That young man
hungry. That's all I've been saying, Uncle Vern. Good gracious. That's all I've been saying.
Oh, so Dex, Uncle
Keep
Vern
rumbling,
is
young man.
Uncle Vern your source?
Man, look here, I'm telling you. You know who my source is? The ball.
I think Uncle Vern is Dex's source.
You know who my source is? The ball family. I'm telling you. And you know what my source
He's
is with
laughing.
it? And just, Lamont, I want you to realize this, too. I learned this a long time ago.
What's
I
up,
learned this
bro?
back in 96 when they did that stuff out there in Chicago. Don't trust now in the organization. The Bulls turned around and had, they won 3 championships and then come back and win another 3 championships. And then they turned around and said, look here, we need to make a change. Well, we're going to start with the coach. And if the players don't like it, they can walk too. And what did they do, Lamont?
They get Floyd, Coach Floyd,
Man, Lamont, I'm
and
telling you,
Pete
Lamont.
Myers. Coach Floyd
Lamont,
and Pete
if I,
Myers.
Lamont,
No,
Lamont,
he was a good coach at Iowa State.
this is my point, Lamont.
I think it was
wouldn't
Iowa.
put
I think he got
Yeah, I think
Lamont.
he was at Iowa State.
Lamont, I wouldn't put now trust in now organization. Period. I wouldn't care if they
Burn,
Golden
we
State.
know
I don't
that.
remember.
I wouldn't care if they
I talk
Golden
about this
State,
all the time.
Ohio
You're
State,
never
or
supposed to trust
any other.
organizations.
Yeah, well, that's what you mastered in. I wouldn't trust them. As far as I can see, I wouldn't trust Michael Jordan. And speaking of general managers and how the system works, look how they played him and look how he played it now. Look how smart he got. He couldn't beat him at that game. So what he did, he get to be honest and run the game on everybody else. Well, I'm telling you, he's smart. That's a businessman. So he gonna get everybody else's business like he trying to get Melo the business. It ain't gonna work. That's bad business, Lamont.
Shout out to Uncle Vern in the building. Shout out to Uncle Vern in the building.
Yeah, back to you, Lamont.
Salute to Vern.
Yeah, all right.
He can keep cooking.
No. Hey, some cooking too. I'm gonna give you a compliment. I'm gonna take that compliment back though, too real though. I didn't like that. I didn't like that critique you had about Jello when I saw that show.
You just said you liked it a minute ago.
No, I take it back, goddamn. I didn't like it. I really didn't. You made Jello.
Uncle Vern's a fool.
Look, Lamont. Honestly, this is the point. You made Jello seem like a ball handling girl that every time she could bring the ball up, she turned her booty to the player.
Is that what you got out of it?
Yeah, boy, I'm telling you.
Well, that's unfortunate that's what you got out of it.
Yeah. First of all, Memphis 10. Let's address Memphis 10. Okay, he said at FYF Sports Debate, Miami Heat have Orlando Robinson, Jamal Cain on 2-way contracts, and Darius Day and Jamal Cain on Exhibit 10 contracts.
Correct.
Where does Jello fit in Miami G League?
He doesn't fit.
I don't know about Miami. I mean,
there's only one team that has spots open. That's Dallas, which is actually the team that I think best suits his playing style.
Well, I'm telling you want him everywhere in Dallas.
I want to see him in Dallas. If you put a shooter like Jello, because he has a quick trigger, and next to a passer like Luka, because Luka is a spot-on passer, especially finding guys shot pockets. That will be a good, because they don't really care about if you're not a great defender. They defend as a team in Dallas. So look at Tim Hardaway Jr., look at Brunson, look at Maxi Kleber. These are all guys that just shoot open threes on the catch and shoot. And I think Jello could probably shoot better than those guys consistently if he's getting good passes. So if I'm him, I'm pursuing opportunities outside of Charlotte, because there's other teams that better suit his playing style, on top of the fact that all they run is split actions, which is exactly what Jello needs to get his shots off them DHOs and off the pin downs.
Man, give me 8 weeks with Jello, man, and I make that dude a whole step faster, and I change his whole outlook.
Well, go to BBB.
One step faster. That dude is one step quicker, one step faster. It'd be game over.
Well, to get faster, you got to drop weight and get stronger, and that takes a level of work. It's really hard. It's not easy. It's not easy to do.
Oh, this is what I do. That's what I do for a living, brother.
No, I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm saying you can want it all you want, but if Jello don't want to do it, then it's never gonna work.
Yeah.
Like that, and you work with a ton of players. If the player ain't invested in it with diet and doing it, ain't never gonna work. It don't matter.
That's 1,000.
But Jello is invested, and he will work with A1 if given an opportunity. He probably would love to work with A1, because you know what I'm saying. Because you're gonna see Jello have a football build, And that's probably what he liked to
I know.
how he just like to do his workout.
Dex, I know where his father's coming from. So I know his father's mentality. I know where he come from, how he worked, what he liked. I know exactly.
Dex,
You know what I'm saying?
Dex,
But
he
then
needs
I know the
to.
other aspect of it to where I know Jello's body. He has a football body. He's not working on any quick twitch. Everything he uses is big muscle. Everything he uses is big muscle.
Facts.
He's big
Facts.
muscle reliant. That's why he's not working on those small muscles, those quick muscles, the bottom of his
Facts.
feet, all that shit. That's why he has
Hey,
ankle
but
problems.
LeVar already said
He's
he don't
not
like them
working on all those
exercises.
muscles.
Why are you still interrupting people, FYF, after all this time you've been on the
No,
panel?
I'm agreeing with him. I'm saying LeVar said though he don't like those resistance band exercises and balance exercises to build the twitch fiber and to build the twitch muscles.
All right, go ahead. A1, continue on
Yeah.
your training regimen.
Yeah, if he got that, and then we could prevent that ankle problem, and then it's all those things that you have to build around it, and it's other ways using bands, but bands is be part of it, weights is part of it, but it's a combination, and it's all about power, force, and then using that body, that strength he has. He doesn't even know how to use his body yet. You know what I'm saying? He's a football player that's been hooping. You know what I'm saying? So he's just learning how to use his body, man. It's 6 weeks. If he just hunker down, so all right, fuck it, I want to get a step faster. He can do it. Diet, and we'll get after it. And he'll just hoop in the afternoon, get after in the morning, and hoop in after 6 weeks. Get that motherfucker a step faster, man. It'd be over.
And so my thing is now getting a player faster is one thing. How do you make that all translate into basketball actions within his skill set on the court? Like when you look at his
That's what
skill
it
set,
is. It is what it is. So it'd be predicated towards all his movements in game time. So it'd be game time movements, just like in football, just like in other sports. I would emulate the movements that he have in the game. You know what I mean? So it'd be resistance band, but it'd be explosive movement, hips, a lot of hip work. You know what I mean? So it just that's what it'd be, and it'd just be getting into his spots. You know what I mean? So one too hard. You know what I mean? So with resistance behind it. You know what I mean? And we'll couple that with weight training, explosive training in the morning. Boom, and then boom, we'll get out there with the quickness of band work. So it's just a combination of those two, and then he'll do his hoop. So all that thing, it works together. But it's a daily grind, in 4 days a week, 2 days on, 1 day off, 2 days on, 1 day off. He have that schedule and he eat right. We get him right.
Now, A1, do you implement isometrics?
Yeah, but that's more like towards the end of the workout. You know what I mean? That's for, like I said, strengthening the bottom of your feet, all those things that it's injury prevention. You know what I mean? So those things are very important towards the end of the workout, kind of cooling down when you're doing your core and all those things. So it all is a combination of all those things, 2 days on, 1 day off. And if we can do that, put that program together in just 6 weeks, and it's something that I don't think he's done because, like my man said, he hasn't worked on the things to improve, right? He's improving shooting. He's worked on his game. But these are the things that are improve his game, like getting quicker, getting to his spots quicker. You know what I mean? My man say he has a good one dribble off the dribble. Now we can, if he's quicker, we can make that a 1-2, boom, he can get to the hole. So it's just little things. A step quicker can make him that much better of a player. So now he can get to the rack. Now he has that threat of going to the hole because he's just 1 step quicker. Makes him a different player.
Got you. Yeah, that would be fascinating if you can link up on that tip. You know what I'm saying? But shit,
I do it
email
for
him. You
free,
never
bro.
know.
I just do it for free. I come
But
up
you
there
got to
on
do
my
it in
own.
Cali though. He ain't
Just
coming to
6
Vegas.
weeks. I don't want nothing from him. I just want to show him, and then I wipe my hands.
You probably have to come to Cali for that though.
Oh, I'm moving back next month, so I'm moving back to Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm coming
That's
back
what's
home.
up.
I ain't done enough of Vegas.
So what you gonna do with your gym?
I sold it. I sold it about 2 months ago.
Oh,
Yeah, I've been
okay.
sold that.
Okay, you got your
Yeah.
little bag. You going back to the beach.
I'm going back home.
That's what's up.
So, but I'm diving back
hey,
into my
one,
football training and
one. I'm glad
getting
to hear your
guys
voice
ready for the
again. It's
combine
always
and all
good
that
to hear you.
stuff, man. So That's why I hit you up, Dex.
Okay, got you.
I'm diving back into that 100%.
I would definitely put your name in the pool
Whoop.
and see what
And
they do.
I come
Either
up
they
there in
answer
2
it or they
weeks.
don't.
You just give me 2 weeks, and after those 2 weeks, and I let them have a conversation. I don't need to be nut. And then I guarantee, bro.
If it's free, it's me.
You know what I'm saying? I'll show and prove.
Right.
Hey, one.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I was thinking too when you was talking about that training and everything. I was thinking, I know I want to see Jello when he started getting back up in that film room. You understand? Because I want to see him get into that film room because I want to see him get more work. You understand? When you get more work, you get more film. You can study more things that you're supposed to be working on. Only way you can work on something if you get it on film, so that way that you know what it is, you can bring it back to him. But
Yeah.
I want to see all that too, and to go along with what, like you were just saying, with that training and everything else, with the moves and the sprints and off the moves and stuff like that. Well, I'm telling you, A1, you know the game. I like that, A1.
And man,
I like. I learned.
what make LeBron?
Yep.
He spends $2 million on his body. It's a job. So that's what trips me out. And guys, it ain't even gotta be professional. When I went D1, it was guys that was lazy, that didn't work out, that didn't do the extra, and that shit like blew my mind. All right, so it's on every level, but it's your job to just wake up, take care of your body, eat right, and work on your craft.
Yep.
And it's a trip how all these guys with Hall of Fame talent, but they don't have that work ethic to do that. And all it is a choice. Anthony Davis, it's been a choice for what? The last 5 years not to get better. That's just a choice. I'm going to just continue to do the same thing.
Right.
And hopefully I will repeat, my years of, 3, 4, and 5. Just hasn't been there. The bubble, he gave us a spurt because he had 5 months off? So it's just guys like that I wish I can get my hands on, man, because whoever he's paying to train him, it ain't doing it. They're not fixing nothing.
Well, maybe he's paying for a
His
certain kind of
abductors
training.
are weak. That's why he has all those lower extremity, some freak accidents. I saw, like he's had freak accidents. But a lot of those, man, are lower extreme injuries, man, because his abductors and adductors is just weak. His hips, just all those things. Those trainers are just not hitting it. It just blows my mind, man.
But A1, maybe he's being trained on areas that he wants to be trained on.
Man,
Maybe a dietitian and those type of things he's not having a trainer for.
he's
Follow what I'm saying?
bulked up. He's bulked up, but with that bulk, he didn't gain any strength. So what? He's more susceptible
Wait,
to
who are you
injuries.
talking about?
Anthony Davis.
Yeah,
Anthony Davis
okay.
gained like 20 pounds over the last couple of years. So with that, and he didn't gain any strength. All he did was get bigger. Yeah, he lifted weights, but it's about endurance strength, right? That's what
Right.
it's about. You
Yeah.
can get strong,
Endurance.
and
Right.
then 3 weeks later, you go back in the weight room, try to do the shit, and you can't do it no more. It's
Right.
about endurance strength. He don't have that. He's good for 20 games. What? Then he gets hurt. He has no endurance strength.
Yeah, I got you. Right. Yeah,
Been
because
able to do that shit
that's what you
over
need. Yeah.
and over and over and over and over and over and over, like LeBron, like the Kobe's, like the MJs. Why? It's one common thing. That fucking Tim Grover.
Yep. But they got Phil Handy with the Lakers now. He's a trainer prior to becoming a coach.
That's
So
Phil
maybe
Handy need to
he
put
could
his
do
hands on
something.
AD.
Yeah, maybe he might need to talk to him because, like you said, his center of gravity is seemed to be off.
Yes. You know what I mean? He's wobbly. You know what I mean? He's so gifted, but he hasn't even reached his potential yet because he hasn't took care of his body. He hasn't really hunkered down and say, okay, I'm gonna try to make myself the best I can be.
I agree with you. I
Yeah,
agree with that.
I agree with that too. Most
Yeah.
definitely.
But
So
some
here we
guys
go.
don't want to make that decision because what? It's hard. It ain't no life. Who want to be? Look, you remember that Allen Iverson interview? He was like,
Yeah.
bro, we was at a club. I called Kobe to come out. And, he was like, damn, man, where you at? Kobe's in the gym hooping. He said that was the difference between him and Kobe. He would be at the club, Kobe in the gym, while them dudes is in the club. And that's a decision.
Hey, what?
That's an executive decision.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, what? And I'm gonna tell you another person that's real good in that area too. That's Giannis. Giannis did that endurance
Giannis
thing.
is that.
When he started this
Kobe?
trading,
Yep, you
when
right.
he started his trading, it's just like you said with AD. AD did that weight that built it up on his hips. I mean, not his hips, but his upper part, the shoulders and everything else. He got strong, like the champ. He got big shoulders and everything.
Man,
Strong
look at
up there.
Giannis's
He built that up.
videos, the way he trained. You
Giannis,
right.
Giannis
You
did
perfect.
the same
That's a
thing,
perfect example, man.
and he worked on his endurance.
And he don't train with nobody. He don't want to work out with nobody.
Yeah.
He's a different dude. But he's one of those dudes that
they should
he
say
don't mind
Giannis
being
should
in
pick
Milwaukee.
pick
go
out
home.
shoes out
He
the
go
garbage
in and
can.
out. He ain't tripping off none of that shit.
You know that? That's what Karan Butler said, because Karan Butler played with him when he was a youngster, right? He said, man, Giannis just pick up dudes' shoes out the garbage can. Dudes throw their shoes away. Giannis going right in there getting them shoes, man. Wearing them motherfuckers.
Well, I'm pretty sure he wasn't wearing it because too many people wasn't wearing this size.
Whatever he found that matched his feet. Maybe some of them gave him corns. I don't know.
What was he at when he did all this, Dex?
He was in Milwaukee.
Shit, I hear you.
Yeah, this is what Karan Butler said.
I would believe no shit like that.
No, them dudes ain't lying on each other. You know what I'm saying? It's just that Giannis, he wasn't making fun of Giannis. He was just showing you how thrifty Giannis is, right?
Yeah,
and how bad that he wanted.
Yeah, right.
And it was probably in his first couple of years, and he was sending everything back home because
back at home, yep.
Hey,
Dex, there was like Giannis would run to the stadium if he couldn't get a ride.
Can you please slow down, because I don't understand where you're coming from, but I want you to understand something like this. The NBA went out there, the Milwaukee Bucks went out there and got Giannis, man. As soon as they got Giannis, they couldn't sign Giannis to no multi-dollar contract. They couldn't do that. What they did, they put a future. They had a hope in that young man. And that man came up. Listen to my point is this: when that man came up out here. When him and his family came up, got this family, when they originally got his family out here, for sure, they didn't have to want for anything else. They already knew they had something with that young man. He wasn't going around in no goddamn garbage can, picking out no tennis shoes, wearing them or trying to wear them or trying to.
No, listen. I know that's your team.
And he wasn't trying to send them back home, Dex.
Listen, let me tell you something. I'm going by what Karan Butler said. So you said Karan Butler was lying?
No, you got it twisted.
You sure? Because it's a video now. I can show you where the video's at.
I think you got that twisted. And matter of fact, since I'm out here around here in Milwaukee, next time I see Giannis, I'm gonna ask him that old goddamn.
No, Uncle Bird, I can tell you where you can find the video.
All right, I know Karan Butler. Karan Butler was live out here with we in Waukegan, man. He grew up out here.
He from Racine. I know where Karan Butler from.
Right. Racine. Right.
Racine.
Right.
I know where he's from.
That I already know. I know Karan Butler. I'm just saying, I don't believe that shit.
Listen to what I'm telling you. According to Karan Butler, he was saying he was getting shoes out the garbage can, man. But you got to remember, the NBA dudes will wear their shoe one game and throw them out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
yeah, he was taking them and giving somebody else. I understand. That's his hard. I get that. I understand that. That's what it had. Yeah, that's what that had to be. Because he sure wasn't taking them for himself. Oh, I got you, Dex. I apologize, Dex. I agree with that, Dex. I see how that would have worked out. I see how it worked out.
Yeah, that was crazy. I said, man.
I apologize.
Yeah, he wasn't going in the garbage can next to McDonald's. He was going in the locker rooms, like these guys going away brand new shoes.
Matter of fact, if I was him, I'd say, look here, y'all, I got a sign right here. I'm putting my garbage can here. Throw them shoes up here in my garbage can here by my locker.
Right.
Yeah, matter of fact, I had 3 or 5.
They say he used to sleep in the gym. Out there. They used to come in for practice and Giannis be in there sleep with the tuck with the ball. I was like, they was saying all kind of stories on him. I was like, damn, this dude was determined. You know what I mean? That's what you call determined. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it for my family.
He was manifesting, man.
Yeah.
He was seeing it. He was seeing the championship.
He used
All
to
this
ask
shit he done,
questions
he
all the
seen it.
time.
He seen
They
it.
said he constantly asks questions. How can he get better? What do y'all see in my game? What do I need to do better? So
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
it was a hell of a video, man. If you guys want to see the video that I'm talking about, it's on NBA app that from the 75 NBA players. Look for Giannis, and it's a nice little 30-minute video or something like that, and they just breaking it down. And I think was Jamal Crawford in that video? I think Jamal Crawford was in it. They had Karan Butler, and it was somebody else in that video that was talking about Giannis, some of his early days, stuff that you would know about. And I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
wow, that is crazy. Dude was determined.
Yep.
He wouldn't be late to practice. If he couldn't get a ride, he jogging. He jogging to the stadium. They have to be like, Giannis, what's up, man? Come on, get in. Where you going? He's like, man, I gotta get there. That Uber and stuff wasn't as big then. You just probably had to get taxi. I think Uber's kind of starting out, so it wasn't that easy to get to. And they might not even really had it
And,
a bunch of them in Milwaukee.
hey, Dex, like when you had mentioned that about Giannis hardness and his character and his determination, and I was trying to let Lamont know, you understand me? FYF, you know what I'm saying? Look here, I believe, I really do believe that Jello got that same kind of hard determination, man. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm gonna tell you something. I didn't say this to do. I didn't get a chance to say it, man. Jello played on the team with Lonzo Ball and Lamelo Ball and the rest of them dudes, man. They was scoring. They was getting it in, believe. So he already had that hard mentality anyway, and that's what you need coming into the NBA. Everything else gonna fit itself in. All you have to do is get in. That's what he got to do is get in. And the whole thing that's keeping him out is lame ass people with these misunderstandings and misunderstandings as far as his background and Lavar and all this other stuff. They don't want to, you know what I'm saying? The organization don't want to take that chance.
Hey,
They
Uncle
took a chance.
Vern, the best thing he can do, we know that. The best thing he can do is eliminate all excuses. Get
All
quicker,
doubt.
get stronger, lose weight, get more fit. Just get more and more and more and more. Like this.
Get more of
like,
more.
Like,
get more of more.
Like don't less. Give him no excuses. No more like, damn. All right, he checked that box. Damn, that box checks. Damn, that box checks. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Give him no more fucking excuses to say nothing.
Yeah, that's the best bet. Most definitely, that's the best bet. Because that's where you want to keep it at. You want to keep it that you gave everything that you gave, from the most inner fiber of your being.
Yep.
And it's up to them from that point on. You deal with all you can do.
Hey, Dex, I don't want to change the conversation, but while I was up last night about 4 or 5, 6:30 this morning, and I was going back looking over the review tapes and stuff like that. I saw the first time, man, what's his name? Ross. Rick Ross. I saw that interview with you and Flight Yo. Well, I'm telling you, Dex. I'm telling you, Dex. I'm going to have to stop. Dex, look, if I give you some money, I'm going to start putting it in your name into your account, and it's going to be in your account, Dex. When I go, I'm going to leave you something, Dex.
Oh, okay. Why is that now?
Because of the fact, Dex, I'm telling you, inspiration to a certain extent, Dex. You are an inspiration to me. I always want to be able to tell people that I got people that know people and stuff like that. They got influence. They can move things. You understand me, Dex? I'm gonna tell you, I grew up with NBA players. I was formed and raised around people in the NBA. They played in the NBA. They played in the NBA. They played with Michael Jordan. They've been at it. Oh, that's nothing to me, Dex. The type of person I want to be, I like and aspire to be, are you, Dex? Like you, Dex.
Oh, well,
Dex,
salute, bro.
people,
Salute,
Dex,
bro.
you
I ain't mad at
talk, Dex, you're talking or you're not listening to me. You ask me that question. Let me tell you why. This is why, Dex. People are influenced by you, Dex. They really understand you, Dex, and they understand that you are a straight up 100 man. You are a straight up 100 person, Dex. And there ain't too many of you. Man, Dex, I'm telling you, Dex, if I could have you, I'm telling you, I'm going to get all my money, Dex, and I'm going to leave it to you. When I go, Dex, you go make sure you know that bird must be gone. God dang, I get to check with God dang so much flavor. What's
Vern, you
going
ain't
on?
going no damn well. Quit talking
It's
like
all
that. You
right,
ain't going
Dex. And
nowhere.
for when I do go, Dex, I'm leaving it to you, Dex. And I'm leaving you my jacket too, Dex, which I know you got one. So you can get somebody else.
Salute. I'm gonna put it up, man. Make sure you sign it.
I love you, boy.
Yes, sir. Love you too, Vern. Make sure you
Yeah,
sign
man.
that jacket. It's gonna be a gold nugget.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Well, I'm just
But how
telling you,
you
man.
feeling though? You talking like how you feeling? You feeling
Oh no, I
okay?
feel good. Hey, Dex, I feel good. I be good. I do good. You know what I'm saying? And I smoke good. You know what I'm saying? So every day I'm always, hey, my right hand to God. I'm thank you, Jesus. That's all it is. That most high, boy, I'm telling you, thank you. And I'm just had I'm blessed to have a chance to tell you I had stayed up last night and I saw that. I went back on flights all the way back to the past stuff. Even before
Yeah.
before me and you got with him.
Right.
I went back.
You know what? That's a trip because I did the same, and I
Yeah.
saw Dave James there. I was like, damn, Dave James is way back then. How old was Dave James? About 14? Shit.
Yeah. Hey, Dex. Yeah, that's because Rave was around too, and what's the name?
Mm-hmm.
Real was around too. That's when I came over and I destroyed all of them. Dave James, all of them.
Yeah, you got some bodies. You legendary.
Hey, Dex, I'm gonna tell you, Dex. I want you to go back and I see all the gear last night. When I came in, I told they didn't know nothing about no Melo. I told them, man, watch Melo. Melo gonna be the coldest thing walking. And they said, no, Melo ain't gonna be. Lonzo is. I said, yeah, Lonzo good, but watch Melo though. He gonna be good stuff, everything else. They didn't know about Melo. And then turn around, Melo just turned around, hit that rookie of the year thing, man. It was all over. Man, Melo would put his own self on the map. Just the same way Jello gonna do. Same way
Melo
Jello gonna
carved his
do.
own
It
face
ain't
on the Mount Rushmore.
Man, look at it. But it ain't about what we say, man. We recognize that. If they don't recognize Dex, I don't know what else to tell them. We recognize greatness. Hey, Dex, and I'm gonna tell you that go right back to that Ricky Moss thing. That, but I'm gonna tell you, they brought that young boy, man, Kid Austin in our lives, boy, and we ain't been the
Yes.
same since then.
Right. That kid, man,
You see it,
kid.
Dex. You see how all that stuff start fitting into play, Dex. You see how all that stuff start making its way around like a circle, Dex. It ain't like a straight line and it's going straight out there. They coming back. It's a
Yes,
circle. It
sir.
goes right back around, Dex.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, boy, that's how life is, Dex. I'm telling you, boy, you know, I'm telling you, Dex. If I ain't got no kids, but if I had some, they'd be just like you, Dex.
Yes, Uncle Vern. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, because I'm
Yeah.
a man of God. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Not a perfect man. Not perfect, but a man of God. Yes.
Yeah, boy, I'm telling you, Dex. I like the way you carry it, man. Keep carrying it like that, Dex.
Thank you. Salute, sir. I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
yeah.
So, Marvin,
Yeah.
Marvin,
Say,
you
boy,
been
you
good,
sound like my
Marvin?
father. You sound like my dad. You sound like my father.
Marvin, you been good?
What's up, boss?
What's going on,
Yes.
Bob?
What's up? What's up, Unc? How you
It's
doing,
all good,
brother?
man. I'm telling you, man. I'm out here, man, doing. I'm outside, sitting down. The dog. Hey, one. I got the dog getting big, man. She came in heat early. She only 7 months. She came in heat early, ain't one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna mate on the first round. I'm gonna wait till the second round. She gonna come back again on heat in
Yeah,
November.
man. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
that gonna be
Jackson.
that.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna hook up with her boyfriend. He been trotting around here for the last 6 months, and she been watching him. She can't wait to get to him. I won't let her over the fence. I'm gonna let her over the fence. Matter of fact, one day I ain't gonna have to let her over the fence. I'm gonna let him in the fence.
Yeah. Let her.
Yeah, meet our
Yeah.
new
Second
friend.
heat at least, man.
Yeah,
Because the
What kind
first
of
yeah,
one was
dog
gonna
is
be
it,
the most.
Vern?
yeah.
What kind
What'd
of
you say,
dog is
Bob?
it, Vern? What
Pit.
kind of dog
I
is
got
it?
a pit. Yeah, pit. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Sweet.
I got a 10-year-old shepherd. He fit. I got a 10-year-old shepherd. He's
Oh,
fixed.
FYF. I just said I wasn't perfect.
Oh, FY, FY, what FY just talking? What he still talking? How come he ain't on? Hey, I'm gonna tell you, hey, Dex, I'm gonna tell you this, Dex.
He
Remember, he
loves to
said,
try to fault find. He's a
look,
good
hey,
fault
Dex,
finder.
let me tell FYF this. Remember, I see why he left. The reason why he left because A1 came on. As soon as A1 came on, because you asked him about, do you know A1? And he said, no, who's A1? I said, yeah, okay. I wish he would beat A1. And my high power made sure he made A1. And then guess what he did, Dex? Ran his
Yeah,
ass on off, and then he gonna get
he
on there
tucked
on that.
tail.
Boy,
Yeah,
I'm
he
telling
tucked
you, Dex.
tail.
Hey, Dex, I'm telling you, listen to me, Dex. We got something ahead of us, and we got something we gonna hold on to it, and we got sense enough to hold on to it. Dex, don't let go, Dex. And that's
Yes.
your common sense. Some people ain't got common sense; they got educated sense. And God
Right.
dang it, I'm telling you, them books was wrong.
And you know what? Just because I said I'm a man of God, FYF want to try to highlight my lows. Okay, listen.
Hey,
FYF, listen, FYF. The spirit is strong, but the flesh is weak.
yeah, it is. Yeah, flesh is weak, Mike. Hey, and the truth hurts.
Yeah, that's listen. Nope. Listen, only thing I'm going to tell you is that some of us believe that Jesus is our Lord and Savior.
All right.
But Jesus didn't hang,
All
listen
right
now. Jesus didn't hang around with the saints. He hung around with a whole lot of sinners. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We catch Jesus in a whole lot of cesspools and in den of dungery. So don't act like hell. Who wiped his feet? Was it Mary Magdalene, the one that wiped his feet with oil? And who was Mary Magdalene? Okay, now stop
They
it now.
called her a prostitute. They called her all kinds of things. They said she was possessed by devils. They said all kinds of things about her.
So you know what I'm saying? Jesus hung out with thieves, sinners, all kind of old stuff. You know, if you was to look at Jesus, you didn't know he was Jesus. You would have sworn to think that he probably was a pimp, a hustler, a thug, a lowlife, a scumbag, because that's all the type of people he hung with. Because he said, what did he say? I come to bring them all to my Father.
Yep. And that's the point. And that's what he did. And that's what he's going to do. It ain't going to be all, but it's going to be a lot of them. But you got to believe that, though. You have to believe that. That's all it is. That's faith. And you walk by it. Not by sight, by faith.
Exactly.
That's what I do.
So stop it, FYF. Stop being the devil's child. Stop being up here being the devil's child.
because this is what the point is. This is what the point is with Jello. The Jello is gonna prove itself to be right anyway. The whole thing, all of them gonna prove themselves to be right. It's be what they was thought out to be. You understand?
Yeah,
me?
Jello is going to be the caboose, Uncle Vern. He's going to be the caboose. Jello is going to be the caboose to this train.
I already know. I see him get championship rings too. Yeah, I already know that. Yeah, I see all of them get championship rings. I see them being leaders of their teams where they can do that, be themselves in position to do such. I see that. Just on his talent alone, could have him in the NBA. Hell, with Russia or with somebody or any other place in Italy or some goddamn, man, go on with that. I'm talking about here in the NBA. Yeah, his game is good enough to put it like that.
And do you know what? And do you know what the feeling is going to feel like when Liangelo gets on that parquet floor in a NBA uniform with his name on the back, knowing that he legitimized all of his journey? Because that's the goal, is to get on that court. Do you know how exhilarating that's going to feel for him? How much relief? This dude might score 50 his first game.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised. And not sitting up there playing point guard, trying to bring the ball down and run the whole goddamn team. That's out of character. But it was something that he have to do and try to work on anyway to get better at. It's common sense. Common sense tell you that. Goddamn, who tell you we're gonna be out here? He's gonna be Lonzo. He's gonna be mellow just off the back. That don't work like that. He don't play like that. So he's gonna be strong in doing what he do and make that even more better. That's what you're supposed to do.
Exactly. That's going to be nuts. Listen, I just want to be there in the arena when he actually gets called up and he's officially, and they're saying that Liangelo is a part of the roster and he will get some minutes. Because you know they're going to announce that, right? That's how you know how much leverage he have with this celebrity. They will definitely announce Liangelo's on the roster and will receive minutes. You follow what I'm saying? Now, of course, his minutes will be based on the nature of the game, winning or losing, wherever they at in the game. So that's what I'm waiting on. You know what I'm saying?
But see, to my point, this is my point about the Dex.
Just save $5 from every paycheck.
I ain't never heard of any NBA team or any affiliated team sit up there and announce to the fans before the game start how many minutes of the players going to be playing or not. They're going to be on the roster. If they on the roster, they on the roster. They on. You understand?
No, when you go to the beat writers, like when you go to Charlotte Observer or something like that, yes, they will put that in there somewhere in there.
All right, bet. I
Liangelo,
got you.
yeah, okay.
I got you. I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Only because he's the brother of Lamelo. You feel me? And by him being the brother of Lamelo, and then he have his own celebrity, they will probably ink that in somewhere in the sports section of that periodical.
All right, so all right, but this is a question there. Okay, so when Jello wasn't playing all them times out there with the Swarm, you understand? He set his ass when they had to sit his ass on the bench. I got them know they all the reporters and they already knew that Jello wasn't gonna play.
You know what? I wouldn't know that because they wouldn't broadcast he's not gonna play. They will broadcast he will play.
They still didn't. They didn't broadcast it to nobody. Just
because that'll be self-deprecating. Just think about that. Right. If you're an organization and you're going to use this man's face as a means to push your product, that'll be self-deprecating to say he's not going to play. Because then people's going to stay away because, well, I ain't going to that game because Jello ain't playing. I ain't going. Now, the regular people might go who have brothers and cousins and nephews and uncles that might be in that game. You know what I mean? Husbands. They're going to go regardless. Right. But just the fans that Jello will bring, they wouldn't come if they got a forewarning that Liangelo won't be in the game. Like, say, for instance, he get an ankle injury or if he gets some type of injury and then he won't be played, he's on the IR, you know what I'm saying, the injury reserve.
Right.
Those people ain't coming because Jello ain't playing. Right. But if they don't say that and they come and then they don't play Jello and they say, this is why we didn't play Jello because, you know, he was suffering from a certain injury and we didn't want to put him out there. And then fans be like, oh, man, I wish I'd have known that beforehand.
Yeah, right. They people check and see on the injury reserve list. Right, I understand that. You're right. Or even if you just watch it, even tuned it in to watch the game on TV. You know, you see on the reserve, you play player, so you leave it alone. I understand.
Right. So that. Oh, in teamwork. No, I didn't miss your question. I was saying that just the feel of relief and the exhilaration and your dopamines is just at an all-time high. You can score 50 because it have happened. People. Well, I think it was Brandon Jennings. So I think somebody scored like 50 in their first game in the NBA. So those things can happen. You know what I'm saying? You get that adrenaline, them juices flowing, and you hitting your shots, and it's just so no one to stop. Be like that Zion. Remember Zion played his first game? He hit about 6 threes, and he never did it since.
Hey, that wasn't Brandon Jennings' first game when he hit that.
That wasn't his first game.
Bucks. No, that was his first. That was the first season. That was his first year. But it wasn't
his first year.
Game,
okay.
Yeah, that was his first. Right. That was his rookie year with the Bucks. I remember when he did that. Yeah, I remember when he did that.
Yeah, so you just never know. You remember Zion Williamson hitting all those threes, right, and electrifying that stadium. So you just never know what might happen when you just finally reach your goal, and your goal is to get into NBA, right? And then after that goal, that's your personal goal, and then after family goal is all you guys play together. Right. But in order for all you guys play together, you have to first get into the league.
Right.
So that's the immediate goal is to get into the league. And then once you're in the league, boom, y'all can make magic happen playing all together.
And the only way, and next to copy off what you said too, the only way you can get into the league, you got to get it together. You got to get that game together, boy. I'm telling you, got to get it there tight because everybody else got their games together or trying to, and they try to try off you. So if you can roll with them, roll with them. If you got to roll against them, roll against them. But first of all, you got to have yours together.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's the part I'm looking for. And I just hope that his first game will be against the Lakers. Hell, would have been a dream come true. Right? Jello and Melo. Yes.
Yeah.
Jello and Melo.
Yeah.
They got a road game. They saying Jello's going to play. And they happen to be playing at the crypto.com arena. Or even if you or the Inuit Dome, if that's ready, that
Hey,
would be fantastic.
hey,
That
Dex.
dome in that arena in Inglewood.
Hey, Dex. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking this earlier. I remember when y'all was out there almost about this time last year when y'all was out there, out in LA and out there talking with you and HJ. And y'all was out
Yep.
there with y'all was out there with the bar there. I'm gonna tell you something. HJ had said something that rang with me I didn't want to agree with, but he was right. He said, look here, he don't think Lonzo gonna be able to go out there with Charlotte because he think Michael Jordan ain't gonna pay a couple of $3 more million. And he was right. Listen to me though. I'm telling you, Michael Jordan kicking his butt, he kicking himself in the butt right now because he should have paid him a little couple of $3 more million to get that young man out there and get that situation situated. You understand me? By Lonzo sitting out there running that show. But it's all right though. He didn't go that route. It's all right. Jello got in, and I pray he stay in. Back to you,
Yeah,
Dex.
right now, Uncle Vern, to share some good news with you, Liangelo is locked in with the Swarm.
Yeah,
So that's the least that can happen for him. Right now, he's already locked in with the Swarm. That's where he's going to be headed. Now, from there, I don't know what's going to happen from there. But he's most likely going to start the season in Greensboro.
yeah,
That's what it's looking like right now.
I
yeah,
hope
You know what I
that
mean?
contract's attached to some minutes. It has to be.
yeah. I
I don't
hope
know how
so
that
too.
works, A1, to be honest with you. How
It's
that G League works.
I mean, it's all in it's a league, so it's all negotiation. You know what I'm saying?
But don't they
So
don't they all get like a flat fee? I mean a flat pay if they're not signed? Like, if they sign for a
yeah,
two-way or
so
exhibit 10 or whatever, you know what I mean?
right. So the
You get
reason
that pay.
why, yeah, reason why those other dudes came to the G League because it was instead of going to college, the guys that got drafted. What's the one kid that got drafted by Houston?
Jalen Green.
Yeah, so he
Jalen
went
Green,
to
Jonathan Clemingo.
yeah, they went there because they got 175. So they
Hmm.
upped the minimum. So those guys, it makes sense for those guys to go from high school. They can't go to the NBA, so they go to the G League. So the
Right, that
170, it
1 year, right.
makes sense for that 1 year, to make that 175. So they upped it because of that, because Big Baller put that pressure on them. So they had to
That's
up that
true.
pay.
Yep. I'm quite
So
sure somebody will argue about that.
no, they can argue all they want, but they had to pay the 175 because he had that league. They did it right after that. So I
Hmm.
mean, that's not a coincidence, I don't think.
I
So,
don't think so either.
because he was going after those high school kids that wanted to go pro but couldn't go pro. He was getting that niche. So he was about to get some top guys to play in that league. The NBA wanted that money. So they upped their money in the G League. So, they're making a pretty good penny. So, guys can kick it there for 5 years, make 175 a year. I mean, you can get something cracking. So
Right. Exactly. Now, Uncle Vern, don't go nowhere because I got something to ask you, Uncle Vern.
Yeah, I'm
Now,
right here.
A1 and Uncle Vern, yesterday, Marvin, are you still here? Yesterday, Marvin sent us on a wild chase. Was it yesterday? No, not yesterday. The day before
Yeah, I'm
yesterday.
here.
Yeah, Marvin sent us on a wild chase about the teams that we think is going to be in the playoff hunt, and what order do we think those teams going to be? And I want to know, what do you guys think after this?
Like what? Next year, next season,
What
in the
up,
playoff
y'all?
hunt.
It's your man, Freeway Ricky Ross, and you looking at Flight Sports TV. Don't turn that channel.
Yes, we're back, Flight Sports TV. Shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine. Shout out to the panel and everybody that graced this illustrious stage tonight. It was a lot of cacophony going on, a lot of noise, right? Some white, some good, some bad, some indifference. But whatever it is, we brought that content to you. Whether you agree with some, disagree with some, hit the like button. You here with us, hit the like button. You rocking out with us, hit the like button, hit the super chat, hit the cash app, whatever you give. Hey man, we'll work with it, okay? Because we're trying to scratch two nickels together, and maybe we can get some more high profile guests. Because the price Yesterday, it's not the price today. And they have told us that.
Hey, what up? Boy, hey, Dex. Hey, Dex, I'm telling you, Dex, you right, man. Flight Sports TV is a machine, man.
Shout out to the
On and
chat.
on and on.
Yeah, shout out to the chat, man. But listen, not yesterday, day before yesterday, Marvin went through the panel and had us pick from the Western Conference and the Eastern Conference, basically what order we think it might go. So A1, you wasn't here, Vern wasn't here, and we want to get y'all take as well because it's important that we hear from you guys. Where do you rank each playoff contender team from 1 to 10?
Bring them up, Dex. What I
All right,
did
you
was
want to get it,
what I
A1?
did was I'll bring them up. What I did was I just brought up the teams that were in the order of the playoff race. And then I put one team there and asked whoever your team is, ask them, was these other teams better? And could your team, be better than them this coming season? Just like, for instance, if Vern, if you was a Milwaukee Buck fan,
yeah,
I would go through the list and run the teams down, and you tell me if your team is better or worse. And each person gives their take, and at the end, we rank them where they sit after you choose if you're better than each team.
All
Next,
right,
if you
so I
want
got a disclaimer question.
Go ahead.
Is the Lakers roster as is, or are we thinking they're getting Kyrie?
Yeah, we was doing everything as is.
All right.
So wait a minute, A1, you a Laker fan?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Dex, you want to run him down, or you want me to get it?
No, go ahead, Marvin, because this was your gig.
Okay. What I did was this, A1. The Lakers were the 11th seed this past season, correct?
Right.
So what I did was run down all 10 teams that made the playoffs in front of them. You tell me with the current roster that you have and the current roster that they have, if your team is better. That'll let us know where you're going to rank your team this coming season with the current roster. You understand?
Okay, I got you.
So I'm going to start at the top. The number 1 seed was Phoenix. Are you guys better than Phoenix?
Do I
healthy AD? Healthy AD.
Healthy AD.
With a healthy AD and LeBron, we was up 2-0.
Because you wouldn't believe what a lot of people, I mean, seriously, it was a lot of people.
Right, yeah. With a healthy AD and LeBron, we was up 2-0. So, in that,
is your team better
playoff
than
series. So, damn. Oh, that's a good one. I think they have a better record than us this year, yeah.
So you saying they're better than Phoenix?
I think we'll beat them in the playoffs, but they have a better regular season record.
So your answer is no. Then I'm asking you, will you?
Yeah, no, I don't think Phoenix will be better than us this year. No, I think we'll go farther than them.
So all right. So you say you will be better. All right. Next team is Memphis.
Yeah, we'll be better than them.
Okay. Next team is Golden State.
They'll be better than us.
All right. Next team is Dallas.
We better
Keep
than
that score, Dallas.
We better than them.
All right. So right now you got 2 better and 2 worse. Next team is Utah.
We better than them.
Denver.
Better than them.
Minnesota.
We better.
Pelicans.
Seven-game series, we'll beat them. Yeah, we better.
In the regular season. This is for playoff
regular season.
Oh, yeah, regular season, no. They have a better record than us. They'll probably have a better record than us. Regular season. All right.
Clippers.
Yeah, they'll have a better record than us.
Clippers better than you?
Yeah, they have a better record.
Last team would be San Antonio.
We're better than them.
All right. So you put your team at the 5 seed.
Yeah, that's where I got us. Yep, that's about right.
That's about where you figured they'll be?
Yep.
Vern,
that gives us Yeah, that gives us no, we play against the 4 seed. So whoever the 4 seed would be.
Yeah, that would put you at a 5 seed because you only
Hey,
have
hey,
Golden
Marv.
State, Dallas, New Orleans, and the Clippers ahead of you. Go ahead,
Okay,
Vern.
hey Marvin, this is the thing. The Bucks is my team, right? But listen though, I don't want to go with the Bucks. I want to go with the Bulls because if it came down to the Bucks playing the
I'm
Bulls, I
happy
want to
you
see the
doing
Bulls.
that because I want to hear your
I want
takes
to
on
go.
the
I'm gonna
Bulls.
go
All
with the
right,
Bulls.
all
Can you
right.
hear me? Okay,
Yeah,
I'm going
I
with the
can hear you.
Bulls.
Can you
All
hear
right, now
me?
then go ahead and read it all out, but I'm going with the Bulls.
All right. I'm going to start at the top, Vern. Are the Bulls better than Miami?
Hell yeah.
Boston?
Yep.
Milwaukee?
Yep.
Damn. Philly?
What brand of Hennessy you drinking?
Yep. They better than Phoenix too. Because they can beat
Philly?
any, the Bulls can beat any
Philly?
team, and the Bulls can beat any team any given night in the
Marvin loving
NBA.
this,
And
boy.
my
Marvin loving
point is the
this.
Bulls can beat any given team
I didn't
in
say
the
Phoenix.
NBA
I
at
didn't
any
say
given time.
Phoenix.
And
Uncle
Marvin, see,
Vern.
this is the point. Even if I would have went with the
Uncle
Bucks,
Vern, you
it'd
going
have
on a
been the same
tangent.
thing.
Mercy, boy. He's going off, boy. Hold on,
Even if I'd
Vern.
have went with the Bucks, it'd have been the same thing.
Okay, but wait a minute. The next team wasn't Phoenix. It was Philly.
Yeah. Philly give them the business, but yes, the Bulls can beat
my God.
out of Phoenix too. They can beat Phoenix any
This is
given night.
corrupt. This is a corrupt
Philly.
take.
Not
Yeah.
Phoenix. Philly.
Philly, yeah. Philly, yeah. Philly.
All right. Okay. All right.
Embiid, Joel Embiid.
Okay.
Philly been beating the Bulls like it ain't nothing. They've been beating them like they stepchild. So I understand
All
the
right.
knowledge, but my thing is the Bulls can beat them at the point where the
They
Bulls are
can?
right now. They can fuck with
Hey, that's his
Philadelphia
takes.
now.
Come on, Dex. Let him have his takes. And plus, he talking
Okay,
about my
yeah,
boys.
'cause-
I'm happy.
yeah, he having
Toronto.
an episode anyway. Yeah, I see.
Toronto.
You can't get. Do you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Okay, now go ahead.
Toronto.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
All right, we were the number 6 seed. The next team under us is Brooklyn.
Okay, yeah, Brooklyn too. Give Brooklyn business too.
Damn. Okay, Atlanta.
Yes.
Cleveland.
Yes.
Charlotte.
And who else?
Charlotte.
Yes.
The Bulls are
And
number 1 seed.
And last, hold on. Yeah, because if he say this one, they're the number 1 seed.
Look, Marvin.
Ooh.
Marvin, this is what happened. Lonzo went down and people started going down. The whole pain thing started going down. So their positioning as holding number 1 position in the East, in the NBA, is not taken away from the door diminished.
Okay, but wait.
Once they get them players back, that's foreseeable.
You got one more team. Vern, you got one more team. New York Knicks.
Say it again.
New York Knicks.
New York Knicks too. They can beat the Knicks too.
He got them at a 1 seed, guys.
Yeah, Vern got them going 82-0.
Yeah, they ain't gonna lose a game. As a matter of fact, they're gonna probably go 86-0. They're gonna win every game in the preseason too, Dick.
Oh my God. I thought Cowboys was delusional.
No, I thought who's that? Marquez was delusional. Well, I mean, hey,
break down what it, like Uncle. Break it down what he's saying. When they was all healthy, they was never all healthy. They was only healthy together for 5 games.
Well, and you know what they won? Right. I did give everybody a chance to give
other teams. Other
teams
teams were underperforming though when the Bulls was like kicking ass. Don't forget that.
Right.
The healthy Bulls.
Where was Boston? Right. Where was Boston? Where was Toronto?
But that's when the
where
Bulls
was Cleveland?
So we don't know that. That's when they were hurt. They were hurting.
Yeah,
they were hurt,
and
they were hurting while they were winning. Dex, they was going through the COVID, and they were winning.
But I just think Uncle Bird really stretched this one.
I mean,
he stretched it, but let's take a deep dive. Hey,
okay,
when they were all healthy,
won?
They were number 1 seed.
And you know what they won? If you think realistically, they were 7 games out of the number. They were 7 games out of the 1 seed.
Oh, we can't stop there now. A1. They was the number 1 seed. But guess what? They had company in the number 1 because even Wizards was number 1 seed at one time. Even
Yeah,
Brooklyn was
but they
number one
start
seed at
falling
one
off.
time.
It start falling off.
So did the Bulls.
Well, the Bulls fell off when they were in the 32nd game of the season. That's when they lost to the number one seed. So,
But
and to
you
put
got to
that in,
ask yourself,
oh,
who
wait,
held
hold
down the
on.
number one seed the longest in the East?
Actually, it was Miami.
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 Yeah,
That's right.
because Miami was right there with us the whole time. The Bulls
Yep.
had the number one seed for quite a while. But
Miami
then,
was the number one seed based off their coaching, man, and discipline.
But Miami didn't start off strong.
They do not have Miami does not have the talent to do what they did a year before. I don't think they're gonna replicate that. And they lost a dog. They lost one of their big dogs, and they don't have nobody to do what he was doing.
and who did they replace him with?
Nobody. You can't replace that dude.
I mean, did they pick up anybody though?
I mean, I don't know.
I don't
They
think
didn't
they
make
did.
no moves. They didn't make no moves. They didn't get any better, and they lost.
Brian Morales, get him on the show since you live so close to him.
And they lost a huge part of their team, so that was a big, huge pickup for the 76ers. So a player like that, 76ers ain't had no dog like that since Jimmy Butler.
Well, A1, I
Like
just
what?
wanted to let you know. When I gave Dex that little lecture the other day, he had the Lakers at a 2 seed.
Darn Skippy.
If we healthy, and LeBron done lost weight, and LeBron is looking the best he's ever looked. Like, it's ridiculous what that dude's doing, man.
Okay, give
And the
Uncle
last,
Vern the Western Conference.
yeah, that's what I was going to say. So the last question I asked the guys was this.
It's Golden State, the Clippers, and us. In Memphis, you gotta look out for the little
I want to
sneaky
see how
fuckers.
he do the Western Conference after this delusionary Bulls list.
But the
Okay,
one
but that
team,
was his team.
the one team
That
I'm
was his
scared
team,
of. The
though. Yeah.
one team, if
Yeah,
they're
I think the Duce was talking more than Uncle
but the
Vern.
one team I'm scared of, like on the real, like nobody's talking about, is them damn Nuggets, man. That Porter.
Oh yeah, a lot of people talk
That
about it.
damn
Yep.
Murray.
See, that's
That damn Jokic.
That's who I
I'm
had.
telling you, man, them motherfuckers
That's
might run around. They might. That's the team might win
Forget
60
Aaron
games.
Gordon
You look
now.
up, they win.
Aaron
They
Gordon was
60
coming
and
on
fucking
strong.
22.
Dex got
Hey,
to the finals.
A1. A1, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is the point right here. Remember you was going right back with that thing you was talking about endurance, that
Yep.
endurance training. You know somebody who really needs to. Yeah, I'll tell you, thank you. It's two of them on Denver right now that really need to get off into that because they don't see their future going past the playoffs. And you
Who is
can
that?
see that right now, not only in they play, their way of being on the court, being ready for that time. I used to think Booker had that problem, but he got up out of that. He want to be in the playoffs. It's two people that's on Denver team right now. I see Denver being good, like you said, but it's two people's on there that they don't agree with playing in the playoffs, or their body don't agree with playing in the playoffs at that time.
Who is
See,
that?
the thing is, the scary thing about it is they
Go ahead.
made
You're
it to the
right.
playoffs
Go ahead.
with all those injuries. They still made it. They still, they still got there. They still was the 5th seed, 6th seed with all those injuries.
They didn't just make
all
it. They
all
11
those
games
players
up.
were a lot of those players were role players. Like Jamal Murray wasn't there, Porter wasn't there. Those dudes was both averaging 20. So if they healthy and
wasn't it in the Western Conference Finals one
they
year,
gonna be scary,
like a couple of
man.
years ago?
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But they had Murray them there. They had Murray them there.
Yeah, they're gonna have
Murray
Murray
there you
again
go,
this year.
that injury. Murray got injured.
Okay, guys, hang on 1 second. I want to flip the script for you two. Okay, Vern.
Yeah.
Who in the West would you pick? Because I want to run that rundown in the West and see where you would see them. Which team in the West do you want to run down the same way?
Okay, with you, I start. Okay, like with you, Denver.
No, you give me a team. You give me a team that you like in the West, and we're going to run the teams down and see where you see them.
Oh, the team. Okay, that I like in the West. Oh, let me see.
Yeah.
It ain't too many, but then I said before that, like I said right now, I see Denver as being one of the teams.
Okay,
I
all
like
right.
to
We'll use
finish
Denver.
out in the
We'll
West.
use Denver. All right, we're going to start at the top. Is Denver better than Phoenix?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Memphis, are
Because
they
they
better
got
than
more
Memphis?
weapons. Because they got more
Okay.
weapons. Yes. Go
Are
ahead.
they,
I'm sorry.
are they better than Memphis?
Yeah, heck, yeah.
Golden State?
Yeah, yeah. You know that better than I do.
Damn.
You know the answer to that.
Okay.
Jokic
Dallas.
make a big difference. He's a big difference maker. And those young
I,
boys are not bad themselves when they can play. That's
I
my
think them
point. Go
two
back.
guys coming back off of injury make the big difference. But we'll go to the next one. Dallas.
Go ahead. Dallas. Oh yeah,
Dallas.
Dallas. They get Dallas to be they get Dallas to business too. Yes.
Utah?
Jokic to get them. Jokic to get them.
Utah.
Yeah. Of course.
All right. They were the 6th seed, so the next team was Minnesota.
Okay. Yep. Give
All
Minnesota
right.
the business too. Of
Pelicans.
course. Pelicans. Yep.
Pelicans.
They get them the business too. Yes. On the strength of Jokic alone.
Clippers.
Yeah. Of course. Get them the business too. Of course. Yes.
Spurs.
Yes. Of course.
And last but not least, the Lakers.
Yeah. They're gonna get them the business too.
He
All right,
got them at a 1 seed.
let me ask you a
So me and
question,
Vern
Marv.
agree on that. Vern, me and you agreed on that. We
Yeah.
both got
Like
Denver
I
as a
said,
1
man.
seed.
Because I'm
So
gonna do
this
you
is
on the East next, A1. But go ahead. What's your question?
yeah. I want to ask y'all a question. That's why I was saying AD is the X factor. All right. So a healthy Jokic and a healthy AD at the top of their game. Who you picking?
Jokic.
Yeah, I would have to go with Jokic.
I'm going with AD.
Okay, but see, A1. But let me say this: that would be based on if Jokic has his full team, meaning the guys who was hurt.
Right.
Listen, AD at his best ain't never won 2 MVPs in a row. So I'm going with Jokic.
No. Yeah, and Jokic does so many
Yeah, but
things
AD
that
ain't play.
he
AD
equates to winning.
ain't never played 80 games in the season like Jokic.
That's why I'm going
Okay,
with
well
Jokic.
that's a knock against him.
What you
You're
say,
right.
A1? We
But
learned
I'm
that
just
from
saying.
you.
I'm saying
The
all
best
things
ability is
equal.
what?
All things
Availability.
equal. All
We
things
learned that from
equal.
you, A1.
Huh?
We learned
He
that from
know
you.
it. He
Yeah, but
know
all
it.
things
Hey,
equal.
we'll be trying to forget things sometimes because he got to go along with his
No,
personal thought. His
because
personal thought is
I'm
that's
just
his
banking
flavor.
on a healthy AD, man. Because if a healthy
Yeah.
AD is gonna give us 20, this is a down year, and he gave us 24 and 9.
But
He
you
sure
got to
did.
understand, Joker does everything. AD don't do
Bro, he
everything.
won MVP at 26 and 11. This is a down year for AD, and he was 24 and 9.
Okay, listen, 26 and 11, and how many assists? Like 9?
3, 2. You talking
No,
about
we talking about Jokic.
AD?
Jokic?
Yeah.
Oh, Jokic
9 or
almost
not? Yeah,
almost
9 or 8.
10.
He almost had a triple double. I think he had 9 or 8 assists. For a team,
Okay.
look at that team. Look at
That's
that
why
team
he
he
had
had.
that many assists. Jamal Murray
The team
back,
was nothing.
Michael Porter Jr. back. He ain't getting up all that.
But he can do it though. That's what I'm saying. If he could do it without them, you know what he can do with them. They will even be better. That's why I got to roll with them. Just on that alone.
Yeah,
You know
that
what
offense is still gonna run through him. They still gonna run their offense through
Hey
him.
man, but I'm saying a healthy AD in the bubble. He gave us about 12 games of 35 and 14, bro. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
He was the best player in the world. For that period of time, he was the best player in the world.
Yeah, then that was comparing him to Giannis. But
That's
what
2
I'm
years
saying
ago.
is that right, but that's 2 years ago. The growth from Joker those 2 years to now, I think is incomparable.
Yeah, and then
like
you just
AD.
gotta you really have to put in you have to put in contents of his health. He's just not available as much.
But
So
you got to
I mean,
understand what Joker did, dude. You see what I'm saying? He beat out Joel Embiid, who's having probably the best season he ever had, and he beat him out, nicked him. But it's still he beat out Embiid, and I had Embiid as my MVP, and Joker nicked him out because when you look at what Joker had, then you look at what Embiid had. Embiid had 2 different teams during the course of the season, right? So he had an opportunity to improve or drop. He really didn't.
That's why he should have won it because he had 2 different guys.
Different teams. That's why I had him. But when you go look at
with James Harden, he didn't give.
But listen, what I'm saying though.
Did his thing.
Right, I agree with that. But listen, what I'm saying. When you go look at it, right? Because I had Embiid as the MVP because he played with two different teams. He had to make adjustment, and he still kept his numbers at a high rate, right? But when you look at it, Denver was never, throughout the course of the season, as good as any of the teams that Embiid had, and he had two.
And he still had a good record.
You follow what I'm saying? He had two teams, and both of those two teams was better than what Denver had. And Jokic still got Denver respectable and put
Well,
up good numbers.
it's
But
real
what?
simple when you think about that voting on that, guys.
Yeah.
Joker was flirting with breaking Wilt's records. Anytime you do that, you the best.
Yeah.
I mean,
And what do you
he
guys
did all
do?
kinds of shit, man. He
Yeah.
did some hellified shit as far as rebounding and assists, not alone his points. Now,
What do you
it
guys
wasn't
think
pretty.
about? Go ahead. Go ahead,
Go
bro.
ahead. No,
What
go
do you
ahead.
guys
Go
think
ahead.
about Jamal Murray? He could have came back last year towards the end of the year, and he chose not to. What do you guys think? Are you reading anything to that, or he just waiting until the next year?
Full motor. He wanted a full motor going into this year. Plus, he was risky. Plus, it was kind of risky.
I mean,
You
shit, he
know,
missed.
they
He
ramp it
missed
up a
the
little
whole
bit in the
year.
playoffs. They ramp it up a little bit in the playoffs, and he might not have been quite ready. You can tweak something if you're not quite ready. You use this whole off season and come back, he should be ready to go. And he's still only on 3-on-3s right now. He's still only on 5
Hey,
on 5.
that's Lonzo's nemesis right there. Y'all know that,
Hmm.
huh? That's
So
his
A1
nemesis. Yeah.
in the East, pick a team, and we're gonna run it down the same
Oh,
way.
I'm Bulls all day.
Oh, okay. All right. So you give me your takes on the Bulls then. Are they better
All
than
day.
Miami?
My two teams, bro. Since what shit? My mom was a Lakers fan, so I was just born into
Shout
Magic
out to
and all
Rico.
that shit. You know what I mean? So I was born into Laker fandom. But
Cool.
Chicago, when I started, I was Jordan. So it was Lakers and Bulls. You know what I mean? I watched all the games
Right.
on WGN. We had channel 62.
That's right.
That was in
That's right.
California.
That's
You
right.
know that.
Hell
So
yeah.
I
Okay. So
watched all the
let's
games.
run down the Bulls. All right.
Yep.
We're gonna start at the top. Are they better than Miami?
Yeah.
Boston.
Boston may have a better record in the regular season, so I give it to Boston. If they keep
Milwaukee.
the team as is.
Yeah, because these are current rosters. Everybody healthy.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if
I
they
mean,
get Durant, then shit. Yeah, either
yeah.
way.
Well, that's what I told everybody. If
Yeah.
they make trades before the season starts, because I'm gonna try to do this again right before the season starts. Milwaukee.
That continuity means something, man. So yeah, I got Milwaukee ahead of us.
Philly.
Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I think we got a little more than Philly, so I put us ahead of Philly.
Toronto.
Yeah, we better than Toronto.
We were the 6th seed. Next team below us was Brooklyn. Current roster.
Man. I mean, when they were all together, there was only 500. So I gotta put us ahead of them. Even though they blew us out that one game, I gotta, over a course of a season, yeah.
All right. Atlanta. Hawks.
Yeah, I think Atlanta who they are. I mean, I think people know who Atlanta is. So yeah, we're better than them.
Cleveland.
Oof.
That's the sneaky team.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one.
Regular season record.
I think we know how to play Cleveland now. So we didn't have our full team healthy wise. So yeah, we played them. We beat them anyway. So yeah.
Yeah, that was the only team we actually won more games than lost to. Charlotte.
All right. Yeah, we better than Charlotte.
And last but not least, the Knicks.
Yeah, we got the Knicks.
You got us at a 3 seed.
Yeah.
Well, I keep hearing this dude say we.
Huh? Who
They
is we?
won. They
What?
want talking about we like he French.
He
We.
said he's a fan. He
He said
said
what?
Bulls and Lakers. He said he's a Bulls and Lakers fan.
I'm just
Lakers
so
and
by
Bulls.
myself. I'm just so by myself.
Well,
Lakers
now,
and Bulls.
Dex,
Rave
but
done left
Dex,
me. Rico done left me. A1 done left me.
I ain't
I'm
left
I
by
still like
nowhere,
to get
myself.
man.
Rico's take.
I'm
I
planning.
wish I
I'm
could get
planning
Rico's
the
take
purple
on
and
how many
gold.
games the Lakers. I mean, where the Lakers would be seated this year. He
Yeah, I'm
probably got them
planning the
seated.
purple and gold.
I bet
But
you Rico got y'all in the
I'm a Zoe guy,
play-in.
so yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna be a Laker and Bull fan too. Then
yeah,
damn A1.
of course you are. You're a Zoe guy. You gotta be.
Say, listen, A1. He's not gonna be a Bull fan. He'd be going with me. He can't stand that.
No,
No,
but he
no. We
didn't
can't
like he
argue
No,
no
didn't
it
damn
like
hurts
more.
my
Michael
heart,
Jordan.
Marvin. It hurts my heart.
So he
I
didn't
know it. We
like
won't
that.
be able to
He
argue
didn't
no
like
more.
Michael
No
Jordan
fucking
though.
way.
He
I
couldn't
mean,
stand
listen here,
Michael Jordan.
A1. We don't need no help on our bandwagon. He can stay. He can stay over there. Let him stay over there.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't like the Bulls gonna really do some damage.
Oh yes, we are. I
Oh
rescind
boy,
that
here we
statement.
go.
I rescind that
It
statement.
seems like
See,
everybody's delusional right now.
no, then Dex, that you being recorded right now. So when Lonzo comes out and gives us 18, 7, and 9, and you on here the loudest of everybody, we're gonna play this back.
That's
Because I
right.
No,
want to see
I'm
you
not. Listen,
delusional.
you know I'm a fan of Zoe, so it doesn't matter. Where Zoe go, I go. So that doesn't matter. But what I'm saying is that the Bulls, they lied to my boy, man. They talking about they're gonna
No,
do
they
this
did.
and do
Don't
that,
start
run
that.
this and run that. Okay, all
Don't start. Don't start. I'm on the panel. Don't you start. I'm on the panel.
right.
Don't
Okay,
start.
we wait
Marv,
till
what do you
Marvin go
think they
take a
did?
nap.
What do you think it is though? Why he was under
They
the
they
pretense
they they they
of
are
one
coming to the
thing and another
conclusion.
thing happened. You
No,
think it's because
A1. They
DeMar
come
took
to the
off?
conclusion. They have always came to the conclusion that the Bulls didn't use Alonzo properly. And I
Everybody
told
said
them, you know what? All you have to do is go back and look at each highlight of every game he played, and then tell me if the Bulls didn't use him properly. The whole highlights when you watch those
Yep.
highlights of that, he's involved in damn near everything that goes on. Now they say he was just standing in the corners, but I let them have their takes. But go look at the replays
Don't
and
forget
see.
Cleveland, Basil.
Go look at the replays of each game, and then you'll see how much he was involved.
I'm gonna leave that alone because
I
like I
mean,
was
hey,
told when I was in school, you can give two scientists one word
yep, and
and they
they'll
will
come up with
argue over
different. Oh yeah, I know that. That's my old saying about lining 10 people, 20 people up and telling them one thing. By the time they get to the end, they don't tell them what the hell it is.
Mhm. So
But
yeah, that's basically a no win situation.
okay. All right. So last question to you, A1. One team, who wins the championship and why?
Ooh.
Clippers because they got the most talented roster and they're the deepest.
Wow, that's who I picked.
All
Uncle
I
Vern, you still on the panel? He must be gone.
And they got an
I
owner.
think he's still here. Yeah, we
And they
go.
got an owner that's
Purple baby's
willing
here
to
though.
do anything
No,
to win.
salute, Purple baby.
All
She
Hello.
I
here?
can say, Basil Carpenter Jr. is raindrops keep falling on my head.
Okay, this is what I want to ask. 'Cause I know you guys were deep into the other conversation, so I didn't bring it up. What's going on with Durant going to Boston, guys? And do you guys think that's decent?
No.
That'll probably be worse than Golden State, man.
What about
I don't
Kimball
think it'd
Walker
be
coming
good either.
back to the Charlotte
To have
Hornets?
Tatum and Durant on the
That's a
same
done
team,
deal there. That's a done deal. That's gonna happen
Brogdon,
there.
Horford,
And you know what else,
Williams.
Dex? That's Charlotte's big move of the all season too. Kimball
What?
Walker.
That's the damn. I hope Michael don't bite for that. But Detroit trying to dump him so bad because if Kimball Walker is on the Detroit roster, then I think it's quickly won't be able to sign. Even though he have a tentative deal, a 2-year tentative deal, he won't be able
Quickly.
to sign it. Yeah, is
You
it
say
quick? I mean,
quickly.
not. I mean, Kevin Knox. Excuse me, my bad. Kevin
Oh,
Knox.
Kevin Knox. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
Kevin Knox.
quickly.
Because Kimball Walker holds that last spot. So they want to buy him out. If they buy him out, people are saying that most likely he'll be a Charlotte Hornet.
You think that's good for them?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Man,
Thank you, Purple. Maybe we said it at the same time. Yeah. Oh my God. And I'm saying it with emphasis. That
Now,
would
you
be
know, I
one of the
didn't.
most rottenest moves ever. To have a disgruntled employee amongst a bunch of young, up and coming
I
players
don't think he's
who is
disgruntled.
excited to just run up and down the court.
I think at this point, Dex, he'll go home where he started it and
His
just.
home was in New York.
I'm talking
He
about
was
when
Well,
already
he
home.
ain't going back
when he
there.
started
He ain't
hooping.
going back there.
But that's what I'm saying. You home. You
Oh
a
yeah,
legend
yeah,
in New York. You're not no
yeah.
legend in Charlotte. You a good player. You ain't a
He ain't no
legend.
legend in New York no more after this past
Oh
season.
yeah. I mean, Dex, he a legend for the Hornets. Yeah,
You think he's a
Yep.
legend?
man. The Hornets ain't
Yeah.
got too many legends. You got Grandmama, Alonzo Mourning, and who else?
Yeah. Muggsy Bogues.
Thank you. So he got to be in
And
that team.
him.
Yeah.
Is that right?
And Gordon Hayward.
No, Gordon Hayward ain't no legend.
Dale
Well,
Curry.
they paid him like one.
Yeah,
Dale
you kind of
Curry's
put
one of
Dale
their
Curry in there.
legends.
Yeah, you can put Dale Curry in there.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
he's on the Ring of Fame.
Yeah,
Wherever that
that's
is.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
But listen, man, listen. You cannot bring Kimball Walker there unless you bring him there to retire
That's what they're doing.
and that's
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
Salute.
That's what it is. That got to be it.
A 6'1" guard. He's shorter than Terry Rozier.
He put up 60 last year though.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I mean, listen. What good is putting up 60? And you and how much did he average? What did he average about like 16?
Hey Dex,
No.
you know what? You know what putting up 60 does in one game? It buys you another year.
Yep. Well, you know what, guys? A lot of people forget when Kimball was used right for the Knicks, he was effective.
Okay, listen.
Thibodeau played him too many minutes.
Hold
Too
on
many
1
minutes.
second. He
When
just said,
he
hold on,
started, they
A1.
was
I'm finna
above
challenge you a
500.
little bit.
When he didn't,
A1, I'm going to challenge you a little bit.
yeah,
Who would you take, Kyrie or Kimball right now?
Kyrie.
Please.
Okay, both of them put up 60 last season.
Yeah, but it's not.
And
it's-
Brooklyn is trying to push Kyrie out the door.
Yeah, that's like
That Kyrie and Brooklyn
yeah.
thing is something different, man. That's
But you
that's
understand
total.
what I'm
That's
saying? So
those are
how good
egos.
is 60?
Those are egos clashing.
Because Kyrie put up 60 and I think 55
I mean,
in 1 week, right?
60 in the NBA game. I don't care who you are. Come on.
No, we're not poo-pooing it. Trust me,
Yeah.
we're not doing that. But what
It's
I'm saying
probably
is that
happened how many times? 10
that
15
60 didn't
times?
mean nothing to New York. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, it didn't mean nothing to New York, but to him, it's his
And it didn't
career.
mean nothing
It
to
bought him
Brooklyn.
another year.
It didn't
No.
mean nothing to Brooklyn either.
Who did he put that 60 up against?
I don't even know.
I mean, it was a back-to-back. He had 60, and then I think he had like 40 something.
Yeah. It was a back-to-back. He did a Kyrie.
Wasn't that
Kyrie
right
got
after?
16
Wasn't that
and
right after
55 or
Tom?
something like that.
Wasn't that right after he came back after Tom had benched him?
Set him down. Yep. And then and Tom benched him right again after that too. And he never saw the light
And
of
that's what
day.
I was talking about. That's what I meant by talking about the minutes. Because he was running them too many minutes. He was playing 35 minutes a game, 5 straight games. And then that 5th game, he looked terrible and they put him on the bench.
He'll play those.
But my point
he'll play those Ish Smith minutes, and that's it. 15,
no, it is there
18.
for that. Isaiah Thomas there for that. Didn't they sign Isaiah Thomas?
Oh, I don't know.
Not yet. Not yet.
They got some holes in their roster though. I mean, listen, you got Montrezl Harrell, you got Isaiah Thomas, you got
I
Miles
wish the
Bridges.
Bulls
So you
would
got
just go
3
and
holes.
snatch him up, man.
Too much money. Montrez. Too much money. Too much money.
Yeah. Damn, that's a dog we need.
If they snatch Montrezl Harrell up, I'm slapping Marvin because they had a chance to get Mo Bamba.
They're not gonna get him. I didn't told you, Dex. You didn't hear me when I told you who they're gonna get, and you're gonna probably be mad. They're gonna get
who they
Gordy
gonna get?
James.
Call it
Gordy
what you
James.
want to.
Gordy James.
Hey, call it what you want to, Dex.
Who's that?
You can pencil him in for 16 and 10 every game.
Who?
Yeah, you can.
Montrez.
Montrez is
him
a
in
hustler.
off the bench
Listen,
16 to
man.
He's a
18
hustler.
and 10 every
Man,
game.
head is in the clouds right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he ain't
yeah.
ready. He ain't ready for the Bulls organization for one. You don't know who Gordy Jang is, Dex?
Nope. Is that jazz singer? He play the
No, he's a
trumpet.
center. He's
He
a
play the
center.
trumpet.
He's a center. He's been in the league.
The only James I remember was a center was Mike James.
No, Jang. His last name is Dang. Dang, like Luau
Oh
Dang.
dang. Oh dang. Okay. I think I heard of
So
that
they,
name. Yeah.
yeah, Gordy Jang. But they pronounce it with a G. Jang.
So how much they're gonna pay this guy?
The minimum.
He better than Drummond.
That's what I was
Yeah.
going to say. Then what is Drummond doing there? Then that's what I was trying to get to.
No, I'm talking about a mid-season trade deadline. Bulls are not spending no bunch of money, brother. It ain't happening. It ain't
Purple
happening.
baby, what's going on with them Hornets, man? Are they gonna plug them holes up with Montrezl Harrell, Miles Bridges,
Pause.
and Isaiah Thomas?
I told y'all already, I'm not stressing myself out. Whatever moves they do from here on forward, I'm not gonna be surprised by any news. I'm just not gonna be surprised. I'm expecting them to win 35 games this season.
What? That's a precipitous drop from last season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. Well, Dex, they didn't
Wow.
make no moves. They made 0 moves. 0.
They had to make some moves, right? They didn't get nobody
And
off season
they didn't,
except the
they didn't
draft.
get nobody. All they did is going through this Miles Bridges situation and waiting. That's it. I mean, they ain't even picked up nothing. Nobody. They kind of like what Miami did. Miami didn't do anything either.
Well, Miami really
Oh,
don't need to do too much, right?
no, they need some help for Bam, brother.
They need some help
Yeah.
for Bam. Talking about somebody down low.
Yes.
Because they lose? No, they re-signed Dedmon. Dedmon's still there.
Yeah, but I mean, they don't use him enough. Now, Mo Bamba would have fit on their team too.
I don't think they wanted Mo Bamba.
No, they
Man,
didn't want
Vooch will be back. He'll be back to his old ways, man. He, a down year, 18 and 11.
What is his old ways?
20 and 11. 20
Nah,
and
just
11 and more efficient.
he could be
Nah, he ain't
18 and
getting no
11,
20
just
and
more
11.
efficient.
Nah, not with
Well,
DeMar coming off
here's
that
the deal
season.
here's the deal with Vooch. He played the most minutes of his career last year. He was tired, man. He was tired. You might not believe it,
Everybody
but he
was
was.
tired. Everybody was tired, Marvin.
No, but Vooch and DeMar was real tired because we didn't get nothing out of Tony Bradley, your boy. What you call him? Some kind of hips or something?
Yeah, Akhenaten. Got them Pharaoh hips.
And you know what, A1? Speaking of Tony Bradley, you know the Bulls gonna keep him. You know that, right?
Yep.
Well, he had a guaranteed contract. Ain't got no choice.
I know it. I mean, we might buy him out about mid-season.
I want, whoever his agent is, you better shake his hand.
I know, for real, right? The man can't even catch a soft pass. You got to damn near walk the ball to
Ain't
him
got him
for
a
him to catch it.
guaranteed deal.
You got to
You know,
hand the
winning
ball
is
off to him.
Guaranteed deal.
winning is infectious, though, guys. You know, sometimes if your team is winning, you tend to play a little better.
Man,
So
that dude ain't gonna see the light of day unless somebody hurt.
no, yeah, well, he ain't gonna get no
He
playing
gonna make
time.
$2 million.
Yeah, he ain't gonna, he ain't gonna get much playing time.
Practice he gonna get work, but game,
No.
John Joe Drummond gonna put that booty on him in practice. It's over.
Did anybody
you know,
ever see
I've
that
been
movie
watching
John Carter?
Yeah, I seen it.
You saw John Carter?
Yeah,
You know what movie I'm talking about, right?
yeah, John Carter, then, who did all them damn magnificent things and shit. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
John Carter. When he was on Mars, remember he was on Mars?
Yeah, yeah.
And you remember the first people that he met or the first creatures he met? The way they walk? That's Tony Bradley Jr. Yeah, that's Tony Bradley Jr. That's how he move on the court. Just think about it.
Whoop the shit out of them damn people. That was a hell of a movie, man.
Yeah, it was John Carter.
You know what's so sad about the Hornet situation is that they over the cap.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
I thought they below the cap.
No, they
Yeah, they
not.
below the cap.
No, they not
Oh
below.
no, they below the luxury. They might be
Oh,
over
the
the cap.
luxury.
She might be right. She might be right.
Oh, wow.
Yes, because they still owe Batum another year.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's another reason why they're not making very many moves.
And then Terry's new contract kick in this year. And then you got Gordon Hayward.
Gordon
I
Hayward
mean,
got
they
2
ain't
more
still have
years left, right?
Mm-hmm.
they
Yeah.
don't have sexy
Man,
names.
if I was Charlotte, I get rid of those 2 contracts. Go ahead and
How?
they were offered what's his name? Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, but
It was the Lakers.
I heard.
For Terry
I read a report
Rozier,
the
today
Lakers
that
didn't want to do
Gordon
it. Yeah, the
Hayward.
Lakers didn't want to do that. They didn't want that. They didn't want that garbage. They got
and I
enough
read a report
garbage.
today, guys. I read a report today that Russell has decided he want to stay in LA.
It ain't up to Russell. The NBA finna the NBA. Listen.
They want that guy gone, brother.
No, listen. The NBA want him out of LA. They want Kyrie in LA.
You know what, Dex? I wanted to tell you this. I was on a Lakers in 5 panel the other night, and I had a
Laker
conversation
Nation.
with these guys. No, Lakers
Was
in
it Laker Nation?
no Lakers in 5. He's pretty cool. But I
Oh,
just wanted to tell you this because I had a conversation because they was just riding Russ. So before I started speaking, I did a little research, and I looked at Russell's numbers, and I know the numbers are kind of shady because they don't really reflect what he
he
does
played
on the
good
floor.
without
But
Braun. He didn't play good
here's the
with.
deal. Did you know, as bad as he looked this past season, it was the lowest turnover rate of his career, 3.5.
And his numbers,
And then,
percentage-wise, across the board, were the same.
yep. And not only that, last year, when he played with Washington, they made the playoffs. He turned the ball over 4.3 times a game, and they made the playoffs.
Washington had some better shooters.
That's what I was trying to explain to them. Because, and it wasn't just that, because A1 brought it up, and I made sure I pointed this out to the guys. A healthy AD makes the Lakers a totally different team.
Yep.
The day he got hurt, Dex, do you know y'all was 16 and 13?
Yeah, we about to get up out of here.
All right,
All
salute.
right. Okay,
I'm
brother.
gonna go tomorrow. Appreciate you.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.